Hey, independent beer lovers, my name is Isaac, and I am here to cheers to independence and set a world record in the name of independence. I'm going to literally say the name of every single independent craft brewery in the United States. Woo! Here we go. It's all going to be in order, by the way. 405 Brewing Company, cheers to you. 512 Brewing Company, 10 Tour Distillery and Brewing, 101 Brewery, 101 North Brewing Company, 105 West Brewing Company, 10K Brewing, 10th District Brewing Company, 11 Below Brewing Company, 1188 Brewing, I love you. 12 Gates Brewing Company, 12 West Brewing Company, Gilbert, 12 West Brewing Company, Mesa, 127 Brewing, 12 Degree Brewing, ooh, that's cold, 12 Eyes Brewing, 13 Below Brewing, 13 Point Brewing, 13 Striped Like a Zebra, 13 Virtues Brewing Company, 13th Child, not me, I'm a second child, 14 Cannons Brewing Company, 14 Lakes, that's a lot of lakes, 1487, 14er Brewing Company, 14th Star Brewing Company, 15-24 Brew House, 16 Lofts Brewing, 16 Stone Brew Pub, 1623 Brewing Company, 1718 Okra Coke Brewing, 1766 Brewing Company, 1781 Brewing Company, 1787 Brewing Company, 180 and Tapped. 1812 Brewery, 1817 Brewery, 1840 Brewing Company, 1849 Brewing Company, What's That Plus One, 1850 Brewing Company, 18th Street Brewery, Gary, 18th Street Brewery, Hammond, 1912 Brewery, 192 Brewing, 1940. It's the 1940s, everybody, Brewing Company. The First Republic Brewing Company, 2 Bassett Brewery, Bassett Hounds, nice dogs. Speaking of dogs, 2 dogs and a guy brewing. 2 Doors Down Brewing, 2 Feet Brewing Company, 2 Row Brewing. What's up, dude? 2 Silos Brewing Company, 2 Tones Brewing Company, 2 Way Brewing Company, 2 Witches, 2 Witches Winery and Brewing Company. A winery, cool. 20 Corners Brewing, 207 Brewer Company, 210 Brewing Company, 217 Brew Works, 21st Amendment Brewery, San Leandro, 21st Amendment Brewery, San Francisco. Open your golden gates. 22 Lakes Brewing Company, 23 Brewing Company / Lizzie B's Cafe. 238 Brewing Company, 23rd Street Brewery, 25 O'Clock Brewing Company, 25 West Brewing Company, 26 Degree Brewing Company, 2 Kids Brewing Company, Second Bridge Brewing, not one but 2 bridges, Second Shift, Second Story Brewing Company, 2 SP Brewing Company, 2 Toms. Hey, Toms, what's up? 2 Toms, 3 Daughters. 3 Daughters Brewing, looking at you. 3 Disciples Brewing. 3 Freaks Brewing Company. 3 Iron Brewing Company. 3 Keys Brewing Company. 3 Nations. 3 Sheets. 3 Sheets. 3 Sons Brewing Company. 3 Stars. Oh, not a good lift ride. 3 Trails Brewing, 30 Mile Brewing Company, 300 Sons Brewing Company, 32 North Brewing Company, 34 Degree North Experiment Station. Cheers to you. 350 Brewing Company, 38 State Brewing Company, 38 degrees - 75 degrees brewing, 3 Cross Fermentation. Cooperative, 3rd Act Craft Brewery, 3rd Degree Brew House, 3rd Planet Brewing, 3rd Turn Brewing, 3rd Turn Oldham Gardens, 3rd Wave Brewing Company, 4x4 Brewing Company. We got a 4x4 in here. 4 Hands, 2 Feet, 4 Hands Brewing Company, 4 Noses Brewing Company, 406 Brewing Company, 412 Brews, 412 Brews. I'm going to say it both ways because I'm not really sure, but I think it's 412. 412 Brews. 42 North Brewing Company, 4204 Main Street Brewing Company, my favorite Main Street. 450 North Brewing Company at Simmons Winery. 47 Hills Brewing Company, 49 State Brewing Company, 49 State Brewing Company, Anchorage, Alaska. 4J Brewing Company, 4 KD Crick Brewery. Thank you. A lot of K's in there. 4th Tap Brewing Company, Cooperative, 5 Alarm Brewing Company, 5 Lakes Brewing Company, 5 Rabbit Cerveceria Incorporated, 5 Wrights Brewing Company, 5 Seasons Brewing Company. Thought there was 4, but there's 5. 5 Stones Artisan Brewery, 515 Brewing Company, 5150 Brewery at the Brass Tap Rockland, 5168 Brewing Company, 51st State Brewing Company, 5440 Brewing Company, 550 Brewing, 559 Local Brewing, 56 Brewing, cheers to you, 5750. Here it comes, everybody. A lot more to go. 5770 Brewery. 5 Cities Brewing. 5x5 Brewing Company. Not to be mistaken with 4x4 Brewing Company. 6 Beans and a Goat. I'm sorry, 6 Bears and a Goat. Brewing Company. 6 Bridges Brewing. 603 Brewery. 608 Brewing Company. 612 Brews. 612 Brews, 6A Brewing Company, 6 in La Brea, 7 Devils, 7 Dogs. How many was that? We don't know. 7 Hermits Brewing Company, 7 Hills Brewing Company, 7 Locks Brewing. I like to eat the locks all day. Skål to you, 7 Mile Brewery, 7 Pour Zero Breweries, 7 Seas. I sail the 7 Seas Brewing Company Tacoma. And I also sail the 7 Seas Brewing Company Gig Harbor. 7 Sins, yikes, 7 Sins Brewery, 7 Sisters Brewing Company, 734 Brewing Company, 7th Wave Brewing, 7th Sun Brewery, 8-Bit Brewing Company, 8-Bit Ale Works, 81 Bay Brewing Company, 84 Ale Works Brewing and Tavern, 8841 Brew House, 818 Brewing Company, 8th Wonder Brewery, 902 Brewing Company, 903 Brewers, 927 Brewer Company, 9585 Brew Pub. I love it. A few old goats brewing. A few old goats. A homestead brew. A little madness. Woo! Brewing Company. Aardwolf Brewing. Abandoned Building Brewery. Abbey Brewing Company, Miami. Abbey Brewing Company. Abbey? Can we get a, what is that?
Aberquickie!
Aberquickie! Abbey Brewing Company, Aberquickie! Cheers to you! I toast Aberrant Ales, Abide Brewing Company, Abita Brewing Company, Abjuration Brewing. I've never heard that word, and I love it. Abel Ebenezer Brewing Company, Abel Seed House and Brewery, Abner's Restaurant Incorporated, also known as Northern Michigan Beer, Abnormal Beer Company, Abolitionist Ale Works, Abridged Beer Company, Absolution Beer Company. Oop, that's not right. Absolution Brewing Company, Accomplice Beer Company, Acapon. Acapon Brewing Company, thank you. Acorn Brewing, Adams Northwest Bistro, Twin Rivers Brewing, Adamant Brewing and Blending, Adams Street Brewery, Adelbert's Brewery, Adirondack Pub and Brewery, Adirondack Toboggan Company, woo! Microbrewery, Admiral Maltings, Adobe Creek, Adroit? Which one is it? Adroit Theory Brewing Company, Adventure Brewing Company. We're on adventure today, folks. Here we go. Adventurous Brewing, Aeroplanes Brewery, Aeronaut Brewing Company, Aftershock. Woo! There's an aftershock. Not an afterthought, though, because afterthought, cheers to you. Against the Grain Brewery, Agape Beer Company, Anapi Brewery, BAG and Heels, Skull AG and Ales, Aiken Brewing Company, my favorite of the American Idols, Clay Aiken. On your left, this is the captain speaking, we have Airline Brewing Company, and on your right, we've got Airways Brewing Company. Cheers to you. 5, the Beer Skies, Academia Brewing Company. I got my graduation there. Acacia Brewing Company, Acronym Brewing, Akwesasne Mohawk Casino Resort. Aloha is not. That's a Hawaiian. I'm losing my mind. Alameda Island Brewing Company, Alamo Beer Company, The Alarmist, Alaro Craft Brewery, Alaskan Brewing Company, Albia Brewing Company, Albion Malleable Brewing Company, Alcatraz Brewing, I love ya. Nobody escapes your best beer that you make, Alchemist Cannery, Aldous Brewing Company, Ale Asylum is where I feel. Very soon, Ale Industries, Ale Republic, Ale Spike, Ailman Brewing, Ale-Matic Artisan Ales, Ale-Sation Brewing Company, AleSmith Brewing Company, Cheers, Ale Song Brewing and Blending, Ale Works Brewing Company, Ale Wife Brewing Company, Alexandria Brewing Company, Alibi Ale Works, Incline Village, not to be mistaken, that's not the right word to use. I love you, Alibi Ale Works, Truckee, Alien Brew Pub, Align Brewing Company, All Rise for All Rise Brewing Company, All Saints, All Sevens Brewing Company, All American Ale Works, Allagash Brew Company, Cheers, Allegheny City Brewing, Allegory Brewing, Alliance Brewing Company, ABC, a lot of ABCs actually, Alloy Brewing Company, Alluvial Brewing Company, Alma Brewing Company, Alma Mater Brewing, Almanac Beer Company, Aloha Beer Company, Alosta Brewing, Alpha Acid Brewing, Alpha Brewing Company, Alpha Michigan Brewing Company, Alpine Beer, Alpine Brewing Company, The Alpine Dog, Brewing, Alt Brew, Greenview Brewing, Alta Brewing Company, Altamont Beer Works, Cheers Alta, Alta Brewing Company, Alternation, Altitude Chop House and Brewery, Altruist, Allstat, a little brew pub, I love you, Alvarado Street Brewery, Salinas, Alvarado Street Brewery and Grill, Monterey, Alvarium, Almador, Amalgam, Ambact, Amber Lantern Company, Ambition, Ambitious Ales, Amelia Island, American Brewers, American Brewing Company, American Harvest Brew Pub at Schoolcraft College, American Icon Brewery, American Solera, Amerisports Brew Pub, Armory Ale Works, Amherst Brewing Company, Hanger Pub and Grill, Amity Ales Brew Pub and Eatery, That's Ammo Brewing, everybody. Armor Artist Brewing. Armory's Tomb Brewing Company. Amplified Ale Works. Amruth Brewery. Amruth? My eyes are going blind. Amruth Brewery. And a Kappa. And a Quartz. And a Quartz. And a Cortez.
And a quart.
And a Quartz Brewery, Rockfish Grill, thank you. Anaheim Brewery, Ancestry Brewery, Anchorage Brewing Company, Ancient City, Anderson Valley, Andrews Brewing Company, Andrews Brewing Company at Calibu Cellars, Angel City Brewery, Angry Chair. Ah, I'm an angry chair. Angry Eric, Angry Fish Brewing, Angry Hank's Microbrewery. That's an angry horse. And I love you. Cheers to you, Angry Horse Brewing, Angry Inch, Angry James, the Angry Minnow. That's a small fish that's angry. Angry, I'm an angry Scotsman and I drink to you. Angry Troll. I'm an angry troll. Shouldn't brew my voice like that. Adam Moss Brewing Company, Ancro Lab, Anthem Brewing Company, and Tutam Brewery, Antiques on High. I love it. Anvil and Forge Brewery and Distillery. That's not the sound of an anvil. Anvil Brewing, Apex Ale Works, Apocalypse Ale Works, the Apocalypse Brew Works, Appalachian Brewing Company, Gettysburg Battlefield. Whoa! Appalachian Brewing Company, Gettysburg Gateway. Appalachian Brewing Company, Harrisburg. Appalachian Brewing Company, Littitz. Appalachian Brewing Company, Mechanicsburg. A bird full of mechanics. Apple Blossom Brewing Company, Appleton Beer Factory. Apponaug Brewing, Aqua Brew. That's underwater. Arbor Brewing Company, Ann Arbor, Arbor Brewing Company, Microbrewery, Ypsilanti, Arcadia Brewing Company, Arcadian Moon, Arcana Brewing Company, Arch Rock Brewing Company, Archaic Craft Brewery at Centro, Arches Brewing, Archetype Brewing, Arclight, Arc Point, Argent Craft Ales, Argila Brewing Company at Pietro's Pizza, Argus Brewery, Argyle's Brewing Company, Arizona Brewing Company, scream it loud and proud, Arizona Wilderness Brewing, Arcane Ale Works, Arcos Brewery, Arlington Club, Lacrosse. Been a lot of taps today with my mouth like that. Armadillo Ale Works, Armistice Brewing Company, Armstrong. There you go, that's my muscle. Arrow Lodge Brewing, Arrowhead, Arrowwood Farms, Article 15 Brewing, Artifacts Brewing Company, Artisan Reserve. Oh, ding, 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 gotta find the gold. There it is, Artisan's Brewery and Italian Grill. Hey, what's up for you? Artisanal Brewers, Artisanal Brewers Collective, Artisanal Brewing Ventures, Arts District Brewing Company, Arundel Cellars and Brewing Company, Arvon Brewing Company, Asbury Park Brewery. Welcome to Asbury Park. Cheers to you, Asbury Park. Ascendant Beer Company, Ascension, Asgard, Ashby, Asher, Asheville Brewing, Ashtown, Ashulot. Nailed it! Woohoo! Asian Brothers Brewing Company, Asian Brewing Company, Aspen Beer Company, Aspetuck, Ass Clown! That's what I feel like. Assembly Brewing, Aston Abbey, Astoria, Astrolab, Astronomy Ale Works, Asylum Brewing, At Large, Brewing, Atco, Athens Brewing Company, Athletic Brewing Company, Atlanta Brewing, Atlantic Beach Brewing Company, Atlantic Brewing Company, Atlas Brewworks, Atlas Saloon. That's what it's whoopsie. Here we go. Adam Brewing Company, Atomic Ale Brew Pub and Eatery, Atrevita Beer Company, Attaboy Beer, Attitude Beer Company. Attitude Brewing Company, Atwater Brewing Detroit, Atwater Grand Rapids, Atwater in the Park, Beer Garden and Tap House. Is it hot here? It's hot here. Atwood Ales, Atypical Brewery and Barrel Works, Auburn Ale House, Auburn Brewing Company, Audacious Ale Works, August Shell Brewing Company, Augusta Brewing Company, Augustino Brewing, Aurochs, and Auroch is a legendary, fantastical beast. Brewing Company, cheers to you, Aurochs. Aurora Ale and Lager, Austinville Brewing Company, Austin Beer Works, Austin Brothers Beer Company, Austin Street Brewery, Automatic Brewing Company, Blind Lady Ale House. Where do I go? Straight to the Ale House. Autumn Arts Beer Project, Avalanche! Cheers to you, Avalanche Brewing Company, Avalon Brew Pub, Aviator Brewing Company, Avid Brew Company, Avondale Brewing Company, Axel Brewing Company, Axel Foley. Here we go, Aztec Brewing Company, B&J's Handcrafted Texas Ales. We're on to these, everybody. B Core Brewing Company, B52. I'm a B52. What's the song? BCS Soy Gold Brewery, BCS Soy Gold Brewery, B Nectar Meadery. A meadery! We've got a meadery! Guys, we got a meter here. BC Brewery, B.O.B.'s Brewery, Bob's Brewery, Ba Brew House, Babes Barbecue and Brew House, Bacchus Brewing, Bacchanalia, Back Bay Brewing Company, Back Channel Brewing, Back East Brewing, Back 40 Beer Company, Gadsden, Back 40 Beer Company, Birmingham, Back Home Brewing Company, Backpedal Brewing Company, Back Pew Brewery, Back Road Brewery, Backstreet Brewery and Tasting Room Anaheim, Backstreet Brewery, Lamppost Pizza, Tustin, Backacre Beer Makers, woo, Backlash Beer Company, Back Pocket, whoop, there's my back pocket, cheers, Backroad Brewery, Backroom Brewery, Backshore Brewing Company, Backside, Backslope, Backstep, who, Backstory, where am I from, find out, Backswing Brewing Company, Backward Flag, Backwoods Brewing Company, Backwoods Brewing Company, Carson, Backwoods Brewing Company, Stevenson, cheers to you. Oh, Backyard Barn, Winery, and Microbrewery, Backyard Brewery, Bad Meat Brewing, Bad Brewing Company, Bad Bulldog, Bad Dad Brewery. You've been a bad dad. Okay, I had a bad dream. Wake up, Brewing. Cheers to you. I got a bad habit, and it's not this. I love it. Bad Jimmy's Brewing Company, Bad Lab Beer Company, Bad Martha Farmers Brewery, Bad Shepherd Beer Company. All my sheep are gone. I'm a bad shepherd. Bad Tom Smith Brewery, Cincinnati. Bad Tom Smith, Cleveland. Bad weather. Ooh, it's raining outside. Badass Backyard Brewing. Badger Hill Brewing. That's a hill full of badgers. Run away. Gah, oopsie. Badger Mountain Brewing. Badger State Brewing Company. Bad Sons Beer Company. Bad Wolf Brewery. I gotta make sure here we go. Okay, Bad Wolf Brewery, Bear Brewing Company, Bear Lick Brewing Company, Baffin Brewing Company, The Bag and Kettle. Bagby Beer Company, Baleson Brewing Company, Bainbridge Island Brewing. Oh, the Bait House Brewery, Baked Beer and Beer, Baked Beer and Beer. We got baked beer, we got beer. At the Baked Beer and Beer Company, Baker City Brewing Company, Backfish Brewing Company, Bald Birds, no hair, Alopecia Birds, Bald Man Brewing Company, Bald Top Brewing Company, Bale Beaker Brewing Company, Baleen Brewing Company, Ballad Brewing, Balsam Falls Brewing, Balter Beer Works, BAM Entertainment Center, Band of Bohemia, Bandit Brewing Company, Bandit Oak Brewing Company, Bandera Ale Project. Hello, I am Bandera Ale Project. Bandit Brewing Company, Bandwagon Brewery, Bang Brewing, Bang the Drum Brewery, Banger Brewing Company, Bang and Banjo, Bang and Banjo, Bang and Banjo Brewing Company, Bangor Beer Company, Bangor Trust Brewing, Bank Brewing Company, Bankhead Brewing Company, the bank's open today, Bannings Incorporated, Bar 3 Barbecue and Brewing, Bar D Brew House, Bar Higa?
Nailed it.
Bar Higa Brewery Techna. Whoa. Bar Higa Brewery Techna. Bad North Island Brewing Company. Barbarian Brewing. That's the sound of scissors. Barbershop Brewhouse Santa Ana. Barbershop Brewhouse Austin. Bard's Brewery. Welcome to Bard's Brewery. Where am I? Bardo Brew Pub. Bardwell Winery. It gets stuck in my mouth sometimes. Bardwell Winery and Brewery. Bear Arms Brewing. Bear Bones Brewery. Bare Hands Brewing. Bear Bottle Brewing Company. Bear Wolf Brewing. Bar Hop Brewing. Cheers to you. Bark Brewing Company. Fat Dogs Grill and Pub. Woo! Bank Eater Craft Barley and Board. Bank Eater Craft Brewery, Barley and Board, Barley and Hops Grill, Barley Brothers Brewery. Cheers to you, Barley Brown's Brew Pub, and to you, Barley Creek Brewing Company, Barley Forge Brewing, whole lot of Barleys, Barley Head Brewery, Barley Island Brewing Company, Barley John's Brew Pub, New Brighton, Barley John's Brew Pub, New Richmond, Barley Naked Brewing Company, Barley Sprouts Brewing, Barley's Brewing Company, Ale House Number 1, Barley's Casino and Brewing Company, Bam! Barn! I need glasses! Barn Brewers, Barn Brewery, Barntown Brewing Company, Barnaby Brewing Company, Barnett and Son Brewing Company, Barn House Brewery. Cheers to you, Barn's Head Brewing, Barn Stable Brewing, Barn Star Brewing, Barrage Brewing Company, Barrel 4-1 Brewing Company, Barrel and Beam. Oh my goodness gracious. Barrel and Beam. Barrel Brothers Brewing Company. A lot of barrels behind me. A lot of Barrel Brothers back here. Barrel Culture Brewing and Blending. The Barrel Dog. Someone, where's my dog? It's inside this barrel. Barrel Harbor Brewing Company, Barrelhead Brew House, Barrel House Z, Barrel Mountain Brewing, Barrel Oak Farm Tap House, Barrel of Monks, home, Barrel of Monks Brewing, there it is. Barrel of Monks Brewing, Barrel Hearing Beer Company, Barrel Theory Beer Company, Barreled Souls Brewing Company, Barrel House Brewing, Cheers Barrels and Bottles Brewery, Barrier Brewing Company, Barrington Brewery and Restaurant, Barrio Brewing Company, Barristers Brewing Incorporated, Barrel Brewing Company, Barcidius Brewing, Barcidius, Bartlett Hall, Bascule Brewery and Public House, Base Camp Brewing Company, The Basement, hello, Basement Brewers of Texas, cheers to you, Basic City Beer Company, Waynesboro, Basic City Beer Company, Richmond, Basket Case Brewing Company, this guy, Bastard Brothers Brewing Company, Bastion Brewing Company, Bastone Brewery, Batch Brewing Company, Batch Craft Beer and Clutches, Bath Brewing Company, I gotta take a bath in the Bathtub Row Brewing Co-op, Batson River Brewing and Distilling, Battered Boar Brewing Company, Battery Steel Brewing, Battle Hill Brewing Company, Battle Street Brewery, Battlefield Brewworks, we're on the battlefield of beer, Battle Maids Brewing Company, Bauhaus Brew Labs, Bauhaus,
the Bavarian Beer House, Bavarian Brothers Brewing. Vaya, score to you, Bavarian Brothers.
Okay, moving on. Bawden Street Brewing Company, Baxter Brewing Company, Babers Brewing, Bay City Brewing Company, Bay State Beer. Are you listening to this live about? I'm sorry, spitting. Bay State Beer Company, Bayern Brewing Incorporated / Edelweiss Bistro. Bayheads Brewing Company, Bayou Tuque Brewing. Bays Mountain Brewing Company, what's up, dude? BBGB Brewery and Hop Farm. BDD Brewing Company, BDSM Brewing Company, Beach Chalet Brewing Company, Beach Grease Beer Company, Beach House Brewery, Beach Crest Brewing Company, Beach Fly, Beachside Brew Pub, Beechwood Barbecue and Brewing, Beechwood Blendery, Beechwood Brewing, Beacon Brewing Company, Beals, Bear and Bramble, Bare Bones Beer Lewiston, Bare Bones Beer Bridgeton, Bear Chase Brewing Company. There's a bear chasing me. Bear Creek Brews, Bear Island Brewing Company, an island full of bears, Bear King Brewing, Bear Republic, where the bears are king, Bear Republic Brewing Company, Harrodsburg, Bear Republic Brewing Company, Cloverdale, Bear Republic Brewing Company, Pub and Restaurant Lakeside, Bear Roots Brewing Company, Bear Tent Brewing Company, where the bears go to camp, Beara Brewing Company, Bearded Bird Brewing Company, you need a shave, you bird, Bearded Fox Brewing Company, Bearded Iris Brewing, the Bearded Owl Brewing, a very wise owl, the wisest beer of all, Beardless Brew House, finally someone shaved, Beards Brewery, Petoskey, Beards Brewery, Charlevoix, I'm gonna say Charlevoix, Beardsley Public House, Bear Paw River Brewing Company, Bear Waters Brewing Company, Beat Culture, man, it's the Beat Culture Brewing. Cheers, baby. Beaver Brewery at Moe's Place. Beaver Brewing Company. Beaver Creek Brewery. Beaver Island Brewing Company. Beaver Street Brewery. Beaverhead Brewing Company. Beaver's Bend Brewery. Bedlam Brewing. It's Bedlam out there with all that beer. The Bee's Knees. Brewing Company. Beach Bank Brewing Company. Beach Mountain Brewing Company. That's the sound of a beehive. Basin Brewery. Spelt beer. Nobody cries over that. Beer is good. Brewing Company. Yes, it is. Cheers. Beer is good. Beer Lab by Ghostface Brewing. Beer Lab Honolulu. Beer Lab Waipahu. Beer Naked Brewery. Beer on Earth. Beer Research Institute. The Beer Research Institute, Beer Tree Brew Company, Beer Valley Brewing Company, Beard Brewing Company. No, it's not. Beard Brewing Company, Bearded Brothers Brewing, Beerfoot Beach Bar, Beguile Brewing, Belching Beaver Brewery, Oceanside, Belching Beaver Brewery, Tavern and Grill Vista, Belford Brewing Company, Belgian Mare Brewery, Bell's Brewery Incorporated. We incorporated, yes, of course you did. Bell's Eccentric Cafe, Bella Brewing, Belle Isle Restaurant and Brewing Company, Belafonte Brewing Company, Bellevue Brewing Company, Bellport Brewing Company, Bellwether, Belly Love, Belly Up Beer, Belmont, Below the Radar, Beltline Brewery and Kitchen, Beltway Brewing Company, Cheers, Bemidji Brewing Company, Bemidji! Yeah! Bemidji Brewing Company, Ben's Brewing Company, Benchmark Brewing Company, Benchtop Brewing Company, Ben Brewing Company, Ben Brewing High Desert, Benedictine Brewery, Benford Brewing Company, Benedito's Brew Pub, Benoit Casper Brewing, Benson Brewery, Bent Barley Brewing Company, Bent Vine Brew Company, Bent Brew Distillery, Bent Hill Brewery, Bent Paddle Brewing Company. My paddle's bent and I'm going down the river. Speaking of rivers, Bent River Brewing Company, Moline. Bent River Brewing Company, Burlington. Bent River Brewing Company, Rock Island. Bent Run Brewing Company. Oh, my shovel's bent. I can't dig this hole. Bent Shovel Brewing. Bentwater Brewing Company, Bentonville Brewing Company, Benchman's Brewing Company, Berkeley Springs Brewing Company, Berkeley Beer Company, Berkshire Brewing Company, Berlin Brewing Company, Berryessa Brewing Company, Berthoud Brewing Company, Burston Brewing Company! Yes, my dude! 5030 local Loveland. Berthoud, Burston Brewing Company. I'll get it. Bertram's Salmon Valley Brewery. Berwick Brewing Company. Bevel Craft Brewing. Beyond the Mountain Brewing Company. And we're back! But we're not. Bravery. Bravery? Bravery Brewing Company. Bias Brewing. I'm biased that your beer is great. Bickering Brothers Brewery. Beer Brewery and Tap Room. Beer Distillery. Beer One Brewing Beer Camp. Beer de Mock Brew Works. Beerly Brewing at Eats and Treats. Bierstadt Lagerhaus, ja, Bierstadt Lagerhaus. Bierworks, ja, Bierworks. Big Alice Brewing Company, Big Axe Brewing Company, Big Bam Brewing Company, Bodacious Berries, Fruits, and Brews. Big Beach Brewing Company, Big Bear Brewing Company, Big Bear Lake Brewing Company, Big Bear Mountain Brewery, Big Beaver Brewing Company, Big Block Brewing, Big Blue Brewing, Big Boiler Brewing, Big Boss Brewing Company, Big Bottom Brewery, Big Buck Brewery and Steakhouse, Gaylord, Big Cat Brewing Company, Big Choice Brewing Company, Big Ditch Brewing Company, my brew, Big Dogs Brewing Company, Big Elm Brewing, that's a Big Frog Brewing Company, Ribbit, Big Game Brewery, that's a Big Grove Brewery in Top Room, Iowa City, Big Grove Brew Pub, Solon, been good to know you, Big Heart Brewing Company, Big Head Brewing Company, that is a Big Horse, my brew. Big Horse Brew Pub, Big House Brew Pub, Big Inlet Brewing, Big Island Brew House, Big Lake Brewing, Big Leaf Brewing, Big Lake Brewing Company, Big Lost Meadery and Brewery, my brew. Big Log Canteen, Big Meadow Brewing Company, Big Muddy Brewing Company, Big Rack Brew House, Big Rip Brewing Company, Big River Brewery, Big River Grill and Brewing Works Chattanooga, Big River Grill and Brewing Works Disney, Big Sexy Brewing Company, Big Sky Brewing Company, Big Slide Brewery, Big Spring Brewery, Big Storm Brewing Cape Coral, Big Storm Brewing Odessa, Big Storm Brewing Company Clearwater, Big Stump Brewing Company, Big T Brew Pub, Big Texan Brewery, yee-hoo! Big Thompson Brewery, Big Thorn Farm and Brewery, Big Timber Brewing, Timber! That's a Big Timber. Big Time Brewery, Big Top Brewing Company, Sarasota, Big Top Brewing Company, Gainesville, Big Top Brewing Company, Pensacola, Big Tupper Brewing, Big Tupperware, Big Ugly Brewing Company, Big Water Brewery, Big Wood Brewery, Big Woods Brewery, Big's Barbecue Brew Pub, Big Hello Brewing Company, Bike Dog Brewing Company, Bike Rack Brewing Company, Bike Rack Brewing Company, 8th Street Market, Bike Trail Brewing, Biker Brew House, Bilbo's Pizza, Bilbo's Pizza and Brewery, Bill's Best Brewery, you can use that one, Bill's Brewing Company, Bill's Tavern Brew House, Billsburg Brewery, Big Beer, Biloba Brewing, Biloxi Brewing Company, Biltmore Brewing Company, Pine Valley Brewing, Binghamton Brewing Company, Bingo Beer, Bingo! I got a Bingo Beer Company right here. Birch's Lower Town Tap Room and Barrel House, Birch's on the Lake, Birch House Brewing Company, Birchwood Brewing Company, Burkus Brewing, Bird Brain Brewing Company, Mirror Brain, Bird Dog Brewing Company, Bird Tree Brewing, Bird Boy Brewing Company, Birdfish Brewing Company, Birdfish Brewing Company Down Low, Birds Fly South Hill Project, Bird Song Brewing Company, Birds View Brewing Company, Birmingham District Brewing, Biravino, Birreria at Italy, New York, Birreria at Italy, Chicago, Birthright Brewing Company, Biscayne Bay Brewing Company, Bismarck Brewing, Bissell Brothers Brewing, Portland, Bissell Brothers Three Rivers, Bistronomy B2B Craft Brewery, thank you. Bitcher Brothers Brewing Company, Bitcher Creek Brewing Company, Bitcher Root Brewing Company, Bitcher Sisters Brewing Company, Bittersweet Brewing Company, Bixie Beer, BJ's Brew House, BJ's Chicago Pizza and Brewery Incorporated, BJ's Restaurant Brewery Boulder, come on down to BJ's Restaurant Brewery Brea, come on down to BJ's Restaurant Brewery Chandler, come on down to BJ's Restaurant Brewery Reno, come on down to BJ's Restaurant Brewery West Covina, BKS Artisan Ales, Black and Gray Brewing Company, Black Acre Brewing Company, Black Bear Brewery, Black Bottle Brewery, Black Breeze Brewery, Black Cannon Beer Company, Black Circle Brewing Company, Black Cloister Brewing Company, Black Cock Brewery Roswell, didn't mean to hit that so hard. Black Hawk Brewing Company, Orange. Black Creek Brewery, Black Doubt Brewing Company, Black Eagle Brewery, Black Fire Winery, Black Flag Brewing Company, Black Flea Brewing, Black Forest Brewhouse, Black Forest Brewery, Ephrata, Black Forest Brewing Company, Colorado Springs, Black Frog Brewing Company, Black Gold Brewing Company, Black Hammer Brewing, Black Hat Brew Works, Black Hog Brewing Company, Black Hoof Brewing, Black Horizon Brewing Company, Black Horse Brewery, Black Husky Brewing, Black Label Brewing Company, Black Label Brewery, Black Lotus Brewing Company, Cheers, Black Market Brewing Company, Black Mesa Brewing Company, Black Monk Brewery, Black Mountain Brewing, Black Narrows Brewing Company, Black Plague Brewing, oh God, Black Cloud Brews, Black Project Spontaneous Wild Ales, Black Pug Brewing, Black Rabbit Farm Wild Ales, Black Raven Nevermore, Black Shirt Brewing Company, Black Sky Brewery, Black Spruce Brewing Company, Black Stag, Black Star Co-op, Black Swan Brew Pub, Black Tooth Brewing Company, Black Walnut Brewery, Black Warrior Brewing Company, Black Adder Brewing Company, Blackbeards Brewing Company, that's not a pirate, Blackberry Farm Brewery, Blackfoot Brewery, Blackfoot River Brewing Company, Black Horse Pub and Brewery, Clarksville, Black Horse Pub and Brewery, Knoxville, Blacklist Artisan Ales, Black Rock Brewers, Black Rocks Brewery. Ding, 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 there it is. That's a Blacksmith Brewing Company. Got it. Black Stack Brewing, Black Stone Brewing Company, Blackwater Draw Brewing Company, Blaker Brewing, Blank Canvas Brewery. What do I paint today? It's a blank canvas, everybody. Blasty Bow Brewing Company, Blazing Tree. My head tree's on fire. Bleeding Heart Brewery, Bluet Brewing Company, The Blind Bat Brewery. They're all blind. Blind Faith Brewing, Blind Owl Brewery, Blind Pig, those poor animals, Blind Tiger Brewery and Restaurant, Block 15 Brewery and Tap Room, Block Brewing Company, Bloom Brew, Bloomer Brewing Company, Bloomington Brewing Company, Blowing Rock Brewing Company,
Blue Dragonfly Brewing.
Blue Blaze Brewing, Blue Canoe Brewery, Blue Collar Brewery Incorporated, Blue Corn Cafe, Blue Cow Cafe, Big Rapids Brewing Company, Blue Earth Brewing Company, Blue Frog Brewing Company, Blue Ghost Brewing Company, Blue Heron Brew Pug Man's Marshfield, Blue Heron Brewing Company, Embudo, Blue Island Beer Company, Blue Line Brewery, Blue Mountain Barrel House and Organic Brewery. My mouth hurts saying blue. Blue Mountain Brewery, Blue Mountain Pizza and Brew Pub, Blue Nose Brewery. I don't like the word blue. Blue Note Brewing Company, Blue Oak Brewing Company, Blue Owl Brewing, Blue Pants Brewery, Blue Pike Cantina, Blue Ridge Brewing Malta. I'm seizuring in my mouth. Blue Ridge Brewing Company, Greer, Blue Sky Brewery, Blue Spruce Brewing Centennial, Blue Spruce Brewing Littleton, Blue Stallion Brewing Company, Blue Star Brewing Company. This really hurts. Blue Towel Brewing, Blue Tractor Brewing Company, Blue Wolf Brewing Company, Blue Bird Bar Creamery and Brewery, Blue Bonnet Beer Company, please end. Bluegrass Brew Company, Brew Pub, Blue Jacket. What? I'm saying that one again. Bluegrass Brewing Company, Brew Pub, Blue Jacket. Wow! Blueprint Brewing Company, Blue City Brewing Company, Blue Stone Brewing Company, Blue Tarp Brewing Company, BNS! Woo! Bare Naked Suns, baby! Bare Naked Suns Brewing, that's not what it is. BNS Brewing and Distillery Company, Boattown Brewing, oh my mouth, Boathouse Brewery, Boathouse Brothers Brewing Company, Boatyard Brewing Company, Bobbing Bobber Brewing Company. Cheers. Bobcat Brewery and Cafe, Bobtown Brewhouse and Grill, Barn Brewery, the Boys Brothers Brewing, Bog Brewing Company, Bog Iron Brewing Company, Bog Turtle Brewery, Boggy Draw Brewery, Bohemian Brewery and Grill, Boiler Brewing Company, Boys Brewing, Bold City Brewing, Bold Dog Beer Company,
That's 1,000!
Hey, it's 1,000, baby! Bold City Brewery, Bold Dog Beer Company, Bold Missy Brewery, Bold Republic Brewing Company, Bolo Beer Company, Bolt Brewery, Bolton Beer Works, Bolton Landing Brewing Company, Bombing Range Brewing Company, Bombs Away! Beer Company, Bombshell Beer Company, Bonaventure Brewing Company, Bond Brothers Beer Company, Bone House Brewing, Bone Hook Brewing Company, Bone Up Brewing Company, Bone Saw Brewing Company, Boneshire Brew Works, Boneyard Beer Company, Bonfire Brewing, Bonito Valley Brewing Company, Bond Palace Brewing, Bonneville Brewing Company, cheers, Bonsai Brew Works, Bonsai Brewing Project, Boojum Brewing Company, Bookhouse Brewing, Books and Brews, Boom City Brewing, Boom Island Brewing Company, Boomtown Brewery and Woodfire Grill, Boondocks, Boone Valley Brewing Company, Boonshine Brewing Company, Boot and Fruit Brewery, Gillsverse Tavern, my boots and my fruit, Booth Bay Craft Brewery Incorporated, Bootleg Brewers, Sand Hills Brewing Company, Bootleggers Brewery Costa Mesa, Bootleggers Brewery Redlands, Bootleggers Brewery Fullerton, Bootleggers Restaurant and Brewery Aurora, Boots Brewing Company Incorporated, pick it up by the Bootstrap Brewing Longmont, Bootstrap Brewing Nuwat,
Niwot.
Niwot! Heck yeah, Niwot! Booze Brothers Brewing Company. Border Brewery, Border Brew Supply. Wow! Border Brewing Company, Border X Brewing Bell, Border X Brewing San Diego, Border X Logan, Borderlands Brewing Company, Boring Brewing Company. No, you're not. You're exciting. Bosaki's Homebrew, Bosco Squared, Boss Brew Works, Bosk Brewing Company, Albuquerque, Boss Brewing Company, Bosk North, Boss Dog Brewing, Boston Beer Company, hey, Bakmeka at the Boston Beer Company, Cincinnati. Cincinnati? What? Bottle Bay Brewing, Bottle Logic Brewing, Bottle Rocket Brewing Company, Bottle House Brewery, Bottle Nose Brewing, that's a nose of a dolphin, Bottle Nose Brewing, Bottom Shelf Brewery, Bottomless Brewing, Boulder Beer Company, Boulder Dean Brewing Company, Boulevard Brewing Company, Boundary Bay Brewery and Bistro, Busa Brewing Company, Bow and Arrow, Bow and Arrow Brewing Company, Bogan's Beer Company, that was just buying time. Buying time, it's another B. Bowling Green Beer Works, Box Office Brewery, Boxcar Brew Works, Boxing Bear Brewing Company, Boylan Bridge, Brew Prep, Bow, Savon Brewing Company, Gonna Dance, Badford Brew Station, Bradley Brew Project, Bradley Farm, RB Drew, RB Brew. Oh my God, Brainlock Brewing Company, Brain Dead Brewing, that's what's going on. Branch and Bone Artisan Ales, Branch and Blade Brewing, Brazelton Brewing Company, Brass Brewing Company, Brass Brewing Company, there's no, what, Brass Brewing Company, Brass Brewing Company, Brass Canyon Brewing, oh boy, Brass Foundry Brewing Company, Brass Ring Brewery, Brass Works Brewing Company, Brasserie St. James Reno, Brasserie St. James, the St. Barrel House, Brow Brothers Brewing Company, Broush Brewery, Bravery Brewing, Bravo! Restaurant and Cafe, Brawling Bear, Braxton Brewing Company, Braxton Labs, Brazo Fuerte Artisanal Beer, Brazos Valley Brewing Company, Breakaway Brew House, Breaker Brewing Company, Breaking Point Brewery, Breakside Brewery, Portland, Breakside Brewery and Tap Room, Milwaukee. Breakside Brewery, Slabtown. Breakwater Brewing Company, Brevard Brewing Company, Brew Angels, Brew Bust Brewing, Brew Detot, Brew Detroit, Brew Gentlemen, Brew Hub Tap Room St. Louis, Brew Hub Lakeland, Brew Keepers, Brew Kettle, Production Works, Brew Lab, Brew Life Brewing, Sarasota, Brew Link Brewing, Plainfield, Brew Practitioners, Brew Rebellion, Brew Republic, Beer Works, Brew STX, Brew Works of Fremont, Brew Ability Lab, Brew Bakers Brewery Lake, Stevens? Lake Stevens, thank you. Brew Bakers Brewery, Lake Stevens, thank you. Brew Bakers Brewing Company, Visalia. Brew Capa Brewing Company, Brewdog Brewing Company, brewed by gnomes. The gnomes brewed it. Oh, Brewers Alley Restaurant Brewery, Brewery at Union Station, The Brewery at Union Station, Brewers at 4001 Yancey, Brewers Tasting Room, Brewers Union, Oklahoma City, Brewers Union Local, 180 Oak Ridge Brewery, 121 Brewer, 26 Brewery, 33 Hocking Hills Brewery, 424. Here we go. Brewery 719, Brewer 85, Brewer 99, Brewer Ars, Brewery at Abigail, Brewery at Lake Tahoe, Brewery at Simsey's Burbank, Brewery at the Culinary Institute of America, Brewery Becker, Brewery Bavana, Brewery Creek Inn Restaurant and Brewery. We get it. It's a brewery. Brewery Draconum. Brewery Draconum. Oh, yes. Brewery Imperial. Brewery in Planning Delavan, Brewery Legitimus Dorsai, Brewery Nonic, Brewery Omegang, Brewery Rex, Brewery Rickley, Brewery Sylvaticus, Brewery Terra Firma, I'm going blind, Brewery 25, Brewery Vivant, Brewfinity Brewing Company, Brewheim Brewing Company, Brewhouse at Bear River, Brewing Academy of Montana at FVCC, Brewing Reserve of California, Brewing Tree Beer Company, Brew Lab, Brewmaster's Tavern, Brew Mented, Brew Port Brewing Company, Brew SA Brewing Company, Brew Some Brewery, Brew Stell, Brewster Brothers Brewing Company, Brewster River Pub and Brewery, Brew Yard Beer Company, Briar Common Brewery, Briar Scratch Brewing, Oh, Bryce's Brewing Company, Brick and Forge Brewworks, Brick and Mortar Brewing Company, Brick and Barrel, Brick and Feather Brewery, Brick House, we're in the Brick House, yeah, Brick House Brewery and Restaurant, Brick Oven Pizza Company, Brick and Forge Brewworks Harrison, Brick Oven Pizza Company, Brick and Forge Brewing Paragould, Brick Vault Brewery and Barbecue, Brickworks Brewing and Eats, Brickfield Brewing, Brickhaven Brewing Company, Brickside Brewery, Brickstone Brewery, Bricktown Brewery, Oklahoma City, Bricktown Brewing Company, Medford, Brickyard Brewery and Distillery, Brickyard Brewing Company, Brickyard Hollow Brewing Company, Bridge, yes, Bridge 99 Brewery, Bridge and Tunnel Brewery, Bridge Brew Works, Bridge Up Brewing Company, Bridger Brewing Company, Car Brewing Company, Santé, Brigadoon Brewery and Brew School, Bright Ideas Brewing Company, Brightest Brewing, Bright Light Brewing Company, Bright Penny Brewing Company, Brightside Ale Works, Brim Kitchen and Brewery, Brindle House Brewing Company, Brink Brewing Company, Brinks Jones Brewery, Bricks, Brew, of course. What's wrong with me? Brew City Brewery, Bristol Brewing Company, Bristol Station Brews and Tap Room, Bright Eyes Brewing Company, British Bulldog Brewery, Brick City Brewing, Bricks Tap House and Brewery, Broadbrook Brewing Company, Broad Ripple Brewing Company, Broadway Brewery, Brock's Home Brew Supply, Brockle Bank Craft Brewing, the Broken Arrow Brewing Company, Christian Slater, Broken Bat Brewing Company, Broken Bow Brewery, Broken Share Brewery, Broken Clock Brewing, Cooperative, somebody fix that clock! Broken Compass Brewing. Where am I going? Broken Goblet. These are easy. Broken Goblet. Broken Horn Brewing. That's a broken horn. Broken Plow Brewery. It's a broken rock. That's Broken String. Broken String Brewery. Broken Symmetry Castro Brewery. Broken Tooth Brewing Company. Broken Trail Brewery and Distillery. I'm on a wheel and a broken wheel. Broken Window. Brewing Company. Brokerage Brewing Company. Where's the money? Bronnier. Led Zeppelin, baby. Bronze Owl Brewing. Brookville Brewer, Beer Farm. Brookville Beer Farm. Brooklyn Brewery. Brooklyn Brewery, all right, what's up? Brooks Brewery, Northside Lounge, Brooks Brewery, Shelby China Township, Broomtail Craft Brewery, Brother Ass Brewing, Brothers Cascadia Brewing, Brothers Craft Brewing, Brothers Kushner Brewing Company, Brotherton Brewing Company, Brotherwell Brewing, Breweries.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. Breweries Les Déplorables. Breweries Les Déplorables. Breweries West. Brown Iron Brewhouse. Brown Truck Brewery. Brown's Brewing Company Troy. Brown's Brewing Company North Hoosick. Brew Hand-Built Ales and Eats. Brew Home Brewing. Blueprint Brewing Company. Brewery Terreux. The Brewery. Santé. Brews Ale House Brewing Company. Brug Brasserie. Brewerm. Oh, interesting. Brew Arm at Bar. I love it. Brush Creek Brewing Company, Brews Beers, BS Brewing, Bubba Brews Brewing Company, Booms Brewery, Buck Ball Brewing Company, Corporation, Buck Hill Brewery and Restaurant, Buck's Brewing Company, Bucket Brigade. Quickly, there's a fire. Get the Bucket Brigade. Buckeye Lake Brewery, Buckhorn Brewers. Buckle down and let's go, guys. We're still on B. Buckle down, Brewing. Buckner's Brewing Company, Bucks County Brewery, Buffalo Bayou Brewing Company, Buffalo Bills Brewery, Buffalo Brewing Company, and the Buffalo Bills Brewing Company, Buffalo Brewing Company at the Water Buffalo. A lot of buffaloes. Buffalo Commons Brewing Company. Oh, here we go. Buffalo Creek Brewing, Buffalo Mountain Brewery, Buffalo Ridge Brewing, Buffalo Riverworks Brewery, Bug Nutty Brewing Company. I know. Yes. Building 8 Brewing, Bull and Bones Brewhouse and Grill. Bull and Bush Brewery, Bull and Barrel Brew Pub, Bull and Goat Brewery, Bull City Burger Brewery. It's happening again. Oh boy, ouch. Bull City Home Brew, Bull Creek Brewing Company, Bull Durham Beer Company Durham, Bull Durham Beer Company Raleigh, Bull Falls Brewery, Bull Island Brewing Company, Bulldog Brewing, Bullfrog Brewery. It just seizes up here. Bullfrog Creek Brewing Company, Bull Quarian Brewhouse, Bull Thistle Brewing Company, Bunker Brewing Company, Bunsen Brewer, love it, Bon Appetito Restaurante, Boy Beer Company, Burrow Company, Bird's Nest Brewing Company, Virgin Beer Company, Burgers, Burgundian, Barrel Beer Company, Forester Camp, Buried Acorn, where is it? Burt Gilman Brewing, Burke's Ale Works, Bertley Oak Craft Brewery, Burlington Beer Company, Burlington Beer Works, Burley Brewing Company, Burley Brewing Company, Burnham Brewing, yeah. Burning Daylight Brewing Company, Burning Barrel Brewing Company. Hey, we got a Burning Beer Brewing Company right here. Burning Barrel Brewing, Burns Family Ardens and Ales, Burnt Field Brewing, Burnt Hickory Brewing, Burnt Timber Brewing, Burnt Lakes Brewery, Seasons of the North Winery. Winter's coming. Berwyn Brewing Company, Bury Me Brewing Company, Bushnell Craft Brewing Company, Busted Knuckle, Busted Sandal, Buster's Brew Pub, Butcher Knife Brewing Company, Butler Brewworks, Butcher, Butte, yeah, Butte Brewing Company, Yarrow Butte, Butternuts Beer, Button Brewhouse, Buttonwoods Brewery, Buzzbomb, Buzzards, Bay Brewing Company, By the Horns Brewing, grab that bull, and ride it by the horns, Byway Brewing Company, CB and Potts, Bighorn Brewery, Englewood, CB and Potts, Bighorn Brewery, Highland Ranch, CB and Potts, Bighorn Brewery, Westminster, Cabarrus Brewing Company, Cabin Boys, Cabarrus! Company, Cabin Boys Brewery, Cabinet Mountain Brewing Company. Open that cabinet in the mountain. Caboose Brewing Company, Cactus Land, Ouchie, Cage Brewing, Kahaba Brewing Company, Can. I've been to Australia. Karen. Okay, fine. Karen Brewing. Cajun Boys Brew. I don't know. I can't even think of what a Cajun sounds like. Cajun Boys Brewery. Calapria Brewing Company. Silet's Ales. Caldera Brewing Company. Caledonia. Calexico. Calf Killer. Oh, this is a calf killer. This is a calf, right? Calibration. Calicraft Brewing Company, California Wild Ales. All right, cheers, my brew. Call to arms, quickly, somebody take over for me. Just kidding, this is my job. World record, Callahan West Brewery, Call Sign Brewing, Kalisa. Calvert Brewing Company, Upper Marlboro, Calvert Brewing Company, Prince Frederick, Canberra Brewing Company, Cambridge Brewing Company, Cambridge House Brew Pub Granby, Camelback Brewing Company, oh boy, Camino Brewing Company, Camp Colvis Brewing, Campbell Brewing Company, Canadian River, Canal Park Brewery, Candia Road Brewing, Nepenthe Ale House.
Nailed it.
Yes, I did. Cane River Brewing Company, LLC, Canned Heat Craft. I'm going up the country, Canned Heat Craft Beer Company, Cannonball Brewing Company, Cannon Brew Pub. Cannonball! Woo! Cannonball Creek Brewing Company, Cannon and Draw Brewing Company, Canteen Brew House, Canterbury Ale Works, Cantero Brewing Company, Canton Brew Works, Canton Brewing Company, Canyon Creek Brewing, Canyon Lakes Golf Course and Brewery, Cape Ann Brewing Company, Cape Charles Brewing Company, Cape Cod Beer. Cape Cod, Cape May Brewing Company, Rio Grande, Cape Vincent Brewing Company, Capital Brewery Company Incorporated, Capitol Creek Brewery, Capstan Bar Brewing Company, Captain Fatties, man. Captain Lawrence Brewing Company, the Captain's Brewing Company, Caracara Brewing Company, Carbondale Beer Works, Cardinal Craft Brewing Company, Skagit, Valley College, Skagit, Carrie's Brew House, Carolyn Brewing Company, Carlisle Brewing Company, Carmel Craft Brewing Company, Carmel Valley Brewing Company, Carmody Irish Pub and Brewing, Carolina Bowen House Ales, cheers, Carolina Brewery, Chapel Hill, Carolina Brewery, Pittsburgh, Carolina Brewing Company, Carroll, Carson's, Carter's, Carton, Carver, Carey Ale House, Casa Agria Specialty Ales, Casa Vieja, Cascade Brewing Barrel House, Cascade Brewing Blending House, Cascade Lakes Brewing Company, Casey Brewing and Blending, Cash, man, it's all about Cash Brewing Company, Caskin Larder, Castle Church Brewing Community. Oh, nice. Castle Danger Brewery. Castle Danger Brewery. Oh no, the castle's in danger. There's a castle on an island. Castle Island Brewing Company, Castleberg Brewery. The Casual Animal. Rough. Catalina Brewing Company, Catalina Island Brew House, Catawba Brewing Company, Morganton, Catawba Brewing Company, Asheville, Catawba Brewing Company, Charlotte, Catawba Island Brewing Company, Catfish Charlie's, Catfish Creek Brew Pub, the Catskill Brewery, Cave, it's an echo. Cave Brewing Company, Cave Creek Beer Company, Cavendish Brewing Company, Cavern Brewing at Lowe's Foods, Cavu Brewing, CAVU, just to be safe. CB Craft Brewers, Cedar Creek Brewery, Cedar Creek Brewing Company, Cedar Crest Brewing and Wine Bar, Cedar Springs Brewing Company, Celestial Beer Works, Celis Brewery, Cellador Ale, Cellar Brewing Company, Cellar West Artisan Ale, Cellar Works Brewing Company, Cellar Maker Brewing Company, Cellarman's Pub and Brewery, a lot of things happen in a cellar, Cellarman's Meadery, Microbrewery and Cidery, Center Ice Brewing Company, Center of the Universe Brewing Company, Center Pivot, Center Square Brewing, Altland House, Center Street Brewing Company, Center Point Brewing, Central 28 Beer Company, Central Coast Brewing Company, Higuera Street, Central Coast Brewing Company, Monterey Street, Monterey Street, Central District Brewing, Central Standard Brewing, Central State Brewing, Central Waters Brewing Company, oh my goodness, Cerberus Brewing Company, Cercis Brewing Company, Cerebral Brewing, oh, the C's, man, Cerveceria Colorado, Cerveza Zolucas Beer Company, C.H. Evans Brewing Company, Albany Pump Station. C.H. Evans Brewing Company, Albany Pump Station. I love you. Chafunkta! Hey, heck yeah! Chain reaction. Chain reaction. Oh boy, Chain Line Brewing Company, Champion Brewing Company, Chandelure, Island Brewing Company, Channel Brewing Company, Channel Marker Brewing, Chaos Mountain Brewing, Chapel in Maine, Chapel Brewing, Chapman Crafted Beer, Chapman's Brewing Company, Chapapila Farms Brewery, Charlestown Fermentory, Charleville Brewing Company, Charleville Vineyard and Microbrewery, Charlie and Jake's Brewery and Grill, Charlie Steak, Ribs and Ale, Charlton Beer Company, Charter Oak Brewing Company, Chase Brewing Company, Chase Tap Room, Chateau de Peak Winery and Brewery. Get some water over here. Chatham Brewing, Chateau Road Farmstead Brewery. Thank you very much. Hey, Chattahoochee Southern Brewhouse, Chattahoochee Brewing Company. And the Chattanooga, Chattanooga Brewing Company. Chatty Monks, those monks really chit-chat. Chatty Monks Brewing Company. You took a vow of silence. You Chatty Monks Brewing Company, West Reading, Chatty Monks Brewing Company, Reading. Now they're reading? You're chatting. Chatty Monks Brewing Company, Reading. Chee-ha! Sheboygan, bless you. Sheboygan Brewing Company, Check Six Brewing Company, Checker Spot Brewing Company, bless you. Cheeky Monkey Brewing Company, I'm a cheeky monkey. Lucky Strike Jillian's. Chehalem Valley Brewery, Chelsea Ale House Brewery, Chaluna Brewing Company, Cherokee Brewing plus Pizza Company. Cherry Street Brewing, Cooperative. Okay, Chesapeake Brewing Company, Chesapeake Real Ale Brewery, Chestnut Brewworks, Chestnut Hill Brewing Company, Chesco Brewing Company, Chicago Brewing Company, Chicago Brewing Company, Las Vegas, Chief Springer's Fire and Irons Brew Pub, Chihuahua, Chili Line, Chili Waters, Chino Valley Brewery, Chuck Beer Company, Chop House and Brewery, Denver Christian Moore Lane Brewing Company,
Chubby Squirrel. I'm a chubby squirrel. So many nuts.
Just speaking of nuts, Chuckin' Nut Brewery, South Nut, Chuckin' Nut Brewery, North Nut. Chula Vista Brewery, Church Brew. Ooh, that's the Holy Brew. Works Lawrenceville Brewery Incorporated. Church Old Beer, Church Street Brewing Company. Oh, Cibolo Break Brewing Company. Cyclops Cidery and Brewery. Cigar City Brewing Company. Cigar City Tampa Airport. Cinder Blocks Brewery. Oh, God bless you. Cinderlands Beer Company, Circa Brewing Company, Circle 9 Breweries, Circle Brewing Company, Cisco Brewers Nantucket, Cisco Brewers Portsmouth, Cismontane Brewing Company, Citizen Brewers, City Acre Brewing Company, City Barrel Brewing Company, City Brewing Company, here we go, cities. City Built Brewing Company, Cheers, City Lights Brewing Company, City Service Brewing, City Star Brewing, City Steam Brewery, City Wineworks, Civil Life Brewing Company, oh, all right, Civil Society Brewing Company, Jupiter, Civil Society Brewing Company, West Palm Beach, Civilian Brewing Corp, CJ's Brewing Company, Claim 52 Brewing, Claim Steak Brewing Company, I claim this steak for my own, Clairvoyance. Clam Lake Beer Company, Clandestine Brewing, Claremont, Craft Ales, Clarion River Brewing Company, CLE Brewing, Clearwater, Clemson Brothers, Cleophas Queely, Cleophas Queely Beer Company, Cleveland Brewing Company at Butcher and the Brewer, OHIO, Cliffside Brewing, Climate City Brewing Company, Climax Brewing Company, Climbing Binds Craft Ale Company, Clinch River Brewing, Clockhouse Brewing, Clockworks Brewing, Cloud9 Brewery, I'm sweating, Cloudburst Brewing, Cloudcroft Brewing Company, Clouds Brewing, Cloven Hoof Brewing Company, Cloverdale Ale Companies, Ruth McGowan's Brew Pub. Thank you, Ruth. Clown Shoes Beers. Oh, Clubhouse Brewing Company, Limited, Clutch Brewing Company, Brew. Oh, yeah, okay. No, CO Brew. Co-Brew. Coach, thank you. Coachella Valley Brewing Company, Coal Country Brewing, Coal Creek Tap, Coal Mine Avenue Brewing Company, Cold Tipple Brewery, Kramer Farms, Coalition Brewing Company, Coast Brewing Company, Coastal Brewing Company, Coastal Days Brewery, Coastal Empire Brewer Company, Cobble House Brewing Company, Cochituate Brewing, Cocoa Beach, Cacao Beach Brewing Company, Coda Brewing Company, Coddington Brewing Company, Code Beer Company, Koala Kank, yes, Koala Kank, it's an old fish. Cognition Brewing Company, Cognito, we're a secret, Cognito Brewery and Tap House, Cognito Brewing Company, Cogstone Brewing Company, Coho Brewing Company, Coin Toss, woo! Cold Creek Brewery, Cold Harbor Brewing Company, Cold Iron Brewing, Cold Spring Brewery, Cold Water Brewery and Grill, Cold Fire Brewing, Coal Street Brewery, Colfax Ale Cellar, Collaborative Brewing, College Street Brew House and Pub, Collision Bend Brewing Company, Collision Brewing, Colludium Brewery, Collusion Tapworks, Collusion Tapworks, Colonial Beach Brewing, Colorado Boy Pizzeria Montrose, Colorado Boy Pub and Brewery Ridgeway, Colorado Farm Brewery, Colorado Mountain Brewery, Colorado Mountain Brewery at the Roundhouse, Colorado Plus, Columbia Craft Brewing Company, mind the door. Columbia Kettle Works, Columbia Valley Brewing, Columbus Brewing Company, Columbus House Brewery, Comanche Creek Brewing Company, Combustion Brewery, Common Block Brewing Company, Common Bond Brewers, Common Roots Brewing Company, Common Sense Brewing. It's just common sense, but there's a common space too for the brewery. Commoners Brewing Company, Common House Ales, Common House Ale Works, Commonwealth Brewing Company, Community Beer Company, Community Beer Works, Community Brewing Company, Company Brewing Company, Compass Rose, Component Brewing Company,
Comrade Brewing Company.
Conclave Brewing, Concord Craft Brewery, Concrete Beach Brewery. Ouch! That's a very painful beach. Concrete Jungle Brewing Company. Project, Concrete Jungle Brewing Project. Coney Island Beer. Step right up. Confluence Brewing Company, Conflux Brewing, Conflux City Brewing Company, Congregation Ales, Connecticut, Valley Brewing Company, Connor Fields, Connie Creek, Conquest, Conshocken Brewing Company, Conshocken Brewing, Bridgeport, Contrary Brewing Company, Contrast Artisan Ales, Conversion Brewing, Conningham Brewing Company, Cool Beer Works, Cool Springs Brewery, Cooling Pond, Coop Ale Works, Co-op Ale Works, Cooper Landing Brewing Company, Cooper Mountain Ale Works, Cooper River Brewing Company, Cooper Ridge Brewing Company, Cooper's Cave Ale Company, Cooper Smith's Pub and Brewing, Cooperstown Brewing Company, Coos Brewing Company, Cop Brewery and Winery. Get out, you copper! It's a copper brothel brewery. Copper City Brewing Company, Copper Club Brewing Company, Copper Hop Brewing Company, Copper Hop Ranch. Here we go, it's the Copper Top. Copper Kettle Brewing Company, Copper Mine Brewing Company, Copper Prig Brewery, Copper State Brewing Company, Copper Trail Brewing Company, Copper Turret Brewery, Restaurant and Brewhouse, Copperhead Brewery, Copper Hill Brewery, Copper Point Brewing Company, Copper Tail Brewing, Copper Top Ale House. It never stops at Copper Top. Copper Top Ale House, it still works. Corbett Brewing Company, we did it! Core Brewing Hot Springs, Core Brewing Soma, Core Brewing and Distilling Springdale, Corner Point Brewing Company, Corner Pub, Cornerstone Brewing Company, Berea. Cornerstone Brewing Company, Madison. Coronado Brewing Company, Coronado Brewing Company, San Diego, Coronado Brewing Company, Imperial Beach, Corporate Ladder, Climb It Up, baby, Brewing Company, Corrales Bistro Brewery, Corralitos Brewing Company, Corridor Brewery and Provisions, Corsair Artisan, Cortland Beer Company, Cosmic Brewery, Cosmic Eye Brewing, Costa Ventosa Winery and Vineyard, Co-Star Brewing Company, Coatee River Brewing Company, Cotton Brewing Company, Cotton House Craft Brewers, Cotton Town Brew Lab, Cot Trail Brewing Company, Couch Brewery. That's comfy. Council Rock Brewery. Wish I had a couch right now. Counterbalance Brewing Company. I'll get it. Counterweight Brewing Company. Country Boy Brewing. I'll get it. Brewing Lexington. Country Boy Brewing Georgetown. Look at it. It's Country Monks Brewing Colin. County Line Brewing. And I'll get it. Don't worry about it. Court Avenue Brewing Company. We're going to keep rolling. Courthouse Pub. Cousins Ale Works. Cousins Brewing. I'll get it. You got the phone. Hey, man, what's up? All right. Cousins Brewing, who's calling? Covered Bridge Brewhouse Tap Room. Cowboy State Brewing. Yoo-hoo! Cowiche Creek Brewing Company. Cowtown Brewing. I need some power up. Cox Brewing Company. CR Brewing Company. Crabtree Brewing. Craft Brewing Company. Craft Kitchen and Brewery. Craft Lime Brewing. Craft House Brewery. Crafters Brewing, Craftsman Brewing Company, Craftworks Brewery, Crafty Ales and Lagers, Crafty Bastard Brewery, Crafty Canary Brewery, Crane Brewing Company, Crane's Castle Brewing Company, Crank Arm Brewing Company, Crankers Brewery, Crankers Restaurant and Brewery, Crazian Brewing Company, Cravings Bistro and Pub, Crawford Brewworks, Bettendorf, Iowa. Crazy Mountain Brewing Company, Crazy Uncle Mike's. Crazy Willie's Brewery, Creative Creature Brewing Company, Creature Comforts Brewing Company, Creatures of Habit, Creek Bottom Brewing, Crescent Brewery, Crescent City Brewhouse, Creston Brewery, Creststone Brewing Company, Cricket Hill, Cricket Hill Brewing Company Incorporated. Crime and Punishment doesn't pay. Crime and Punishment Brewing Company. Crisis. Crits Farms Brewing and Cider Company. Croakers. Crooked Can. Crooked Crab. Crooked Current Brewery. Crooked EU. Crooked U. Crooked U Brewery and Ale House. Crooked eye, crooked eye, crooked fence, crooked furrow, crooked goat, crooked hammock. That's a bad hammock. Crooked handle, open that door. Crooked ladder, whoa, off the roof. Crooked lane, crooked letter, crooked rooster, crooked rooster, crooked run, that's a crooked run, crooked stave, crooked stave Artisan Beer Project Denver, crooked stave Artisan Beer Project Fort Collins, crooked thumb brewery, watch this, crooked tongue, crooked tooth, okay, Cross Country Brewing, Cross Keys Brewing Company, Cross-Eyed Owl Brewing Company, it's hard to read like that, Crossbuck Brewing, Crossroads Brewing Company, Crossroads Brewing Company, Catskill Tap Room, Crosstown Brewing Company, Crow Hop Brewing Company Limited, Crow Peak Brewing Company, Crowded Castle Brewing Company Incorporated. There's too many men in this castle. Crown Brewing Company, Crown Valley Brewing and Distilling Company, Crucible Brewing, Woodinville Forge, Crucible Brewing Company, Everett, Crew Brewery, The Crusader Brewing Company, Crux Fermentation Project, Crux 2, Cruz Blanca Brewery, Street Fighter, Crying Eagle Brewing Company, Crystal Ball Brewing, Crystal Coast Brewing Company, Crystal Lake Brewing Company, Crystal Springs Brewing Company, CT Doxy Brewing Company, Swaney Brewing Company, Swaney, Culmination Brewing Company, Cult Classic Brewing Company, Culture Brewing Company, Call for Beer Company, Cumberland Brews, Karahi Brewing Company, Franklin, Karahi Brewing Company, Alpharetta, Curran Brewing Company, Kushnock Brewing Company, Kushwa Brewing Company, Cutbank Creek Brewery, Kuyuna Brewing Company, Cycle Brewing, Cyclers Brewing, Cynosure Brewing, Cypress and Grove Brewing Company, Cypress Brewing Company, Cypress Creek Southern Ales, Sands Brewing, Zigmeister, the Zigmeister, D&G Brewing Company, DG Jungling and Son Pottsville, DG, what's up?
DG Yingling.
DG Yingling, I knew that, and Son Pottsville, DG Yingling and Son Tampa, DC Oaks, Brew House and Eatery, DL Geary Brewing Company Incorporated, D9 Brewing Company, Dad and Dudes Breweria. Oh, that's nice. Daft Badger Brewing, Die Guden, Dakota Point Brewing, Dakota Shivers Brewing, Dakota Territory Brewing, Dalton Brewing Company, Dalton Union, Damn Brew House, Damascus Brewery, Damn Good Pies, man. Yeah, brother. Dancing Gnome Beer. I'm a dancing gnome. Dangerous Man Brewing Company. Oh, trust me. Daniel Marks Brewing Company, Dank House Brewing Company, Danny Boy Beer Works, Danny Boy, Danville, Daredevil, Dark City, Dark Horse, Dark Sky, Darkness, Darwin Brewing Company, Dave's Brew Farm. Nice, Dave. Davidson Brothers Restaurant and Brewery, Dave Block Brewing Company, Dayton Beer Company Production, Brewery and Beer Hall, Daytona Beach Brewing Company, DC Brow Brewing Company, Devine Brewing Company, DeGard Brewing, De La Vega's Pecan Grill and Brewery, Dead Armadillo, oh, poor Armadillo, Dead Bear, no, Dead Hippie, finally, right? I'm just kidding. Dead Lizard, Dead Oak Brewing Company, Dead Beach, man, this beach is dead, my brother. Deadly Sins, Deadwood Brewery, Boston Bowl, Dean and Company, Dearborn Brewing, Death Avenue, Death of the Fox, Death Valley Brewing, Deb's Brewtopia, that sounds fun, Decadent Ales, Decatur, Decatur Brewworks. Decatur, I knew that. Deception Brewing Company. Decibel. It's too loud. I love your beer. Deciduous Brewing Company. Declaration. That's a declaration. Deep Brewing Company. Deep Draft. Deep Ellum. Deep River. Deep Sleep. That'd be nice. Deep Space Brewing. Out of This World Pizza. Deep Water. Deer Creek Brewery. Defeat River. Defeat the river! Defiance Brewing Company, Defiant Brewing Company, Definitive Brewing Company, Cheers to You, Def Brewing, De Hops Brewing Company and Cafe, Del Cielo Brewing Company, Salute de la Field Brew House, Delicious Science Brewing, that's a lab, Delta Beer Lab, Delta Sunshine Brewing Company, Deluxe Brewing Company, Demented Brewing Company, Democracy, yes, Democracy! Dempsey's Brew Pub and Restaurant, Baltimore. Dempsey's Restaurant and Brewery. Dempsey's Brewery Pub. Denali Brewing Company. Denizens Brewing Company. De Novo Beverage of Monmouth. Denton County Brewing Company. Denver Beer Company, Denver Beer Company Can Works, Denver Beer Company Old Town Arvada, Departed Souls Brewing, nice, Depot Bay Brewing Company, The Horn Public House and Brewery. Cheers to you, Depot Bottom Brewery, Depot Deli and Lounge, Depot Saloon, Depot Street Brewing Company, Der Blocken Brewery, Descendants Brewing Company, Deschutes Brewery and Public House Blend, Deschutes Brewery and Public House Portland, Dessert Bar and Brewing Company, oh my goodness, Desert Eagle, Desert Bar and Brewing Company, Desert Eagle, Desert Edge, Desert Monks, oh, you better not be chatting, Desert Monks Brewing Company, thank you, Desert Valley, Des Logtown Brewery, Desperate Times call for Desperate Measures, baby, Destilles Brewing Company, Destil Champagne, Destil Normal, Destin is what I'm not right now. Destin Brewery, Destination Unknown Beer Company. Where is it? Detroit Beer Company. There it is. Deviant Wolf Brewing. Deviate Brewing Company. Device Brewing Company. Devil and the Deep. Nice. Ooh, Devil Wind Brewing.
That's
Devil.
2000!
Yeah, baby! 2K! Devil's Canyon Brewing Company. Devil's Club Brewing. Devil's Creek Brewery. Devil's. Oh boy. What number are we at? Devil's Kettle Brewing. Devil's Purse. Devil's Trumpet. The devil owns so much. Devour Brewing Company. Devout Brewing. Dew Point Brewing. Dewey Beer Company. DeFamily Enterprises LP. DBA Four Sons Brewing. Help me with that one. I think that's right. Got it. Dialectic Brewing Company. Dialogue. This is a dialogue between you and me, everybody. Except I'm the one talking. Hold on. Diamond Bear Brewing Company, Diamond Knot Brewery, B2 Brewery and Tap Room, Diamond Knot Craft Brewery, Brew Pub at MLT, Diamond Mountain Brewery, Diamondback Brewing Company, Dick's Brewing Company has a snake, D Bolt Brewing Dillinger, Dillinger, you got it. Dylan Dam Brewery, Dance Break and Dimensional Brewing Company. I've entered another dimension now. Dimes Brew House, Dingo Dog, the Dingo Dog, eat my Dionysus Brewing Company, Dirigo Brewing Company. My eyes are going. Dirt Farms Brewing. I got it. Dirtbag Ales Brewery and Tap Room. We're back into it. Dirt Bucket Brewery, Locust Brewing, Dirty Couch Brewing. Clean your couch. Dirty Job Brewing. Clean your job. Dirty Ore Beer Company. Clean your ore. Discovery Babe. No, my banana. It's so good. Description Brewing, Disgruntled Brewing, Descent Craft Brewing Company. Whoa, I slipped. Just kidding. Classic joke. District 96 Beer Factory, District Chop House and Brewery, Diversion Brewing. That was a diversion. Divine Barrel Brewing, Divine Science Brewing, Divine Dog Brewhouse, Division 23 Brewing, Division Brewing, Divots Brewery, Dixie Grill and Brewery, Dobra Zupas. Yeah, man. Dobra Zupas. Docent Brewing, Dock Street Brewery, Dockeries, Dodge City, whoa. Dodgeton Creek Brewing Company, Dodging Duck, man, hard to kill that duck. Dodging Duck Brewhouse, Dog Days Brewing, that kind of afternoon, baby. Dog Money Restaurant, Dog Rose Brewing Company, Dogberry Brewing, Dogfish Head Brewing and Eats, Rehoboth, Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, Milton, Doghouse Brewery, Dolores River Brewery, Donham Day Brewery, Doomsday Brewing Company, oh, at least we got you. Door Ford Brewing Company, Door County Brewing Company, Hacienda Beer Company, Dorchester Brewing Company, Dorcal Distilling and Brewing, CO, I think it's Colorado, maybe, or company. Dos Desperados Brewery, Dos Luces Brewery, Dostal Alley Brewing Company, Double Barley Brewing, Double Bluff Brewing, Double Edge Brewing Company, Double Horn Brewing, Double Mountain Brewery, there's two, Double Nickel Brewing Company, Double Peak Brewing Company, Double Shift Brewing, Double Wing Brewing Company, Dovetail Brewery, Down the Road Brewery, Downey Brewing Company, thank you, Downhill Brewing, Downpour, it's wet in here, Downtown Grill and Brewery, Wood Rough Brewing, Downtown Joe's Brewery and Restaurant, Doylestown Brewing Company, Drafting Table Brewing Company, the big table where you write stuff and draw stuff on, Dragon Hops Brewing, Dragon's Gate, Dragon's Tail, Dragon Head, Braco Brewery, Dragon Head Braco Brewery, Dragoon Brewing Company, Drake's Brewing Company, the six. You know what I'm saying? Draper Brewing, Drastic Measures Brewing, Dratz Brewing Company, Draft Horse Brewery, Draft House Pub and Brewery, Draft Works Brewing, Draftsman Ale Works, Dreadnought Brewing, The Dreadnought, Dreaming Creek Brewery, Dreaming Dog Brewery, that's chasing his tail in the streams, Drecker Brewing Company, Driftless Brewing Company, Drink Me, Drop In Brewing, come on in anytime you want, Drop Time Winery and Tap House, Drew Brew, Druid City Brewing, the Druids, yes, Drum Conrath. Ooh, very Irish. I love it. Drunken Rabbit Brewing. Oh, I burped. I'm so sorry. Druthers Brewing, Albany. It's the banana. It's not me. Druthers Brewing, Sarasota Springs. Druthers, we're going the wrong way. Druthers Brewing, Schenectady. Schenectady, here alive. Tri-City Brewers, Tri-County Brewing Company, Dry Dock Brewing Company, North Dock, Dry Dock Brewing Company, South Dock, Dry Falls Brewing Company, Dry Ground Brewing Company, Dry River Brewing, Dry Hop Brewers, Drylands Brewing, Dual Citizen Brewing Company. That's nice. Dublin Brew Pub, Dubina Brewing, Dubious Claims Brewing, Dublin Corners Farm Brewery, Duckfoot, I got a Duckfoot, Duck Rabbit, Craft Brewery, Dewclaw Brewing Company, Dudes Brewing Company, Due South Brewing Company, Deuces Wild, yes, Deuces Wild Brewery, Dueling Barrels, bang, 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 Dueling Dogs Brewing Company, Dunnigan Brewing Company, Dunbar Brewing, Duncan's Abbey, Dunedin Brewery, Dungeness Brewing Company, Dungeon Hollow Brewing, Dunlow Brewing, Dunsmuir Brewery Company, Durango Brewing Company, Dirty Bull Brewing Company, Dust Bowl, Dust Off, Dutchess Brew House, Boulevard, Duvig Brewing Company, Dwinell County Ales, welcome, Dynasty Brewing Company, Dystopian State Brewing, EJ Fair Brewing Company, Concord, Corcord, oh God, EJ Fair Brewing Company, Pittsburgh, E2W Brewing, Eagle Creek Brewing Company, Eagle Park Brewing Company, Eagle Rock Brewery. Hey, we're here! Thank you, shout out to Eagle Rock Brewery. Cheers to you, my mans and women's and everybody here at Eagle Rock Brewery. Woo! Woo! We're back into it, here we go. Eagle Monk Pub and Brewery, Ernest Brew Works, Earth and Fire Brewing Company, Earth Bread and Brewery, Earth Eagle Brewing, Earth Rider Brewing Company, Earthbound Beer, Earth and Ales, Earthworks Brewing, East Aurora Brewery, East Branch Brewing Company, East Brother Beer Company, East Channel Brewing Company, hey, East Cliff Brewing Company, East Town Brewing Company, East End Brewing Company, East Fork Brewery, East 40 Brewing, East Nashville Beer Works, East Rock Brewing Company, East Troy Brewery, East West Brewing Company, Eastern Divide Brewing, Eastern Front Brewing Company, Eastern Market Brewing Company, Eastern Shore Brewing, East Lake Craft Brewery, Eastwood Brewing Company, Eaton Pub and Grill Brewery, Charlotte Brewing Company, woo! Eavesdrop Brewery, EB Coffee and Pub, Ebb and Flow Fermentations, man. Ebullition Brew Works, Eccentric Brewing Company, Echo Brewing Cask and Barrel, Echo Brewing Company, Frederick, Eckert Mailing and Brewing Company. Malting! You're so right. I'm so wrong. Eckert Malting and Brewing Company, Eclipse Brewing, Eclipse Craft Brewing, Ecliptic Brewing, Ecusta Brewing Company, Ecusta Brewing Company, Drift Tap Room, Eddie Line Brewing, Edelbrow Brewing Company, Edge Brewing Company, Edge of the World Brewery, Edgewater Brewery, Edmonds Oast Brewing Company, Edward Teach Brewing, all right. Edwinton Brewing Company, Eel River, that's an eel. Oh, I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry. Eel River I'm so sorry. Eel River Brewing Company, Fortuan, I'm so sorry. Eel River Brewing Company, Scotia, 8 and Sand Beer Company, 8 Bridges Brewing, 8 Foot Brewing, El Dorado Brewing Company, El Paso Brewing Company, El Rancho Brewing, El Segundo Brewing Company, Elation Brewing, Elder Brewing Company, Elder Pine Brewing and Blending Company, Elder Brew Electric Brewing Company, Element Brewing Company, Elevation 66 Brewing Company, Elevation Beer Company, Elevator Brewery and Draft House, 11 Lakes Brewing Company, 11th Hour Brewing Company, Elgin Park Brewery, Ellie Fish Brewing Company, Elk Avenue, Elk Brewing Company, Grand Rapids, Elk Brewing Company, Cornstalk, Elk Creek Cafe plus Ale Works. There's a lot of Elks right now. Here we go. It's Elktown. Elkhead Brewing Company, Elkhorn Brewery. Here we go. Come on, bring them on the Elks. Elk Ridge Brewing Company, Elk River Brewing Company, Elk Street Brewery, Elk Valley Brewing, Elk Horn Sloth, Elkhorn Sloth Brewing Company. It's a weird way to spell sloth. Watch this. It's a sloth with a TH. Anyways, Elk Brewing Company, Elk Mine Exchange Brewery and Eating House. Oh, we get to eat there. Eller's Sick Brewing, Big E Ales, Ellicott Mills Brewing Company, Ellicottville Brewing Company, Ellicottville Brewing. Little Valley, Ellicottville Brewing on Chautauqua, Elliott Bay Brewery and Pub, West Seattle, Elliott Bay Brewhouse and Pub, Burien, Elliott Bay Public House and Brewery, Lake City, Ellipsis Brewing, Ellis Island Casino and Brewery, Ellison Brewery and Spirits, Elm City Brewing Company, Elm Street Brewing Company, Elmhurst Brewing Company, Elst, yeah, Illuvium, Embarcadero Brewing Company, Emmett's Brewing Company, Downers Grove, Emmett's Brewing Company, Palatine, Emmett's Brewing Company, West Dundee. This is a beer, that's not a beer. Oh boy. Emmett's Brewing Company, Wheaton, Empire Brewing Company, Empire Farm Brewery, Empirical Brewery, Emporium Farm Brewery, Emprise Brew Mill, Empty Pint Brewing Company. Get your pint, fill it up, because we got a lot more to go. Empyrean Brewing Company, Enchanted Circle, Enchanted Circle Brewing Company, Endeavor Brewing Company, Endless Brewing, Endless Pint Brewing. That would be a great pint. Oh, Endo Brewing Company, Enegrin Brewing Company, Engine 15 Brewing Company, Toot Toot, Engine House number 9, Engine number 9, English Ales Brewery, English Setter Brewing Company, Ingrain Brewing Company, Enid Brewing Company, thank you, Enix Brewing Company, Enki Brewing, Enlightened, man, I just feel enlightened right now, don't you? Are you still with us? And yes, of course you are. Envy Brewing, Eola School Restaurant, Epic Brewing Company, Salt Lake City, Epic Brewing Company, Denver, Epicure Brewing, Epidemic Ales, Eponymous Brewing Company, Epig, and look at Epig Brewing, Equilibrium, when everything is balanced, Equinox Brewing, Erie Ale Works, Erie Brewing Company, Erie Canal Brewing Company, Iris Brewery and Cider House, Escape Brewing Company, Escape Craft Brewery, can't get out of this one, woo, Escondido Brewing Company, Escutcheon Brewing Company, Eskeys Brew Pub, Essex County Brewing Company, Estes Park Brewery, Eternity, Ethereal, Etna Brewing Company, ETX, Eudora, Eureka Heights. I'll scream it from the tallest height, Eureka Heights Brewing Company, Uri Ale Brewing Company, Evans Brewing Company, Bayhawk Ales, Evansville Brew House, Evasion, Brewing, production facility, thank you. Eventide, a brewing company, Evergreen Brewing Company, Evergreen Brewing, Bree. Things are greener on the other, never mind. Here we go, everybody's brewing at the Everybody's Brewing Company. I am an evil Czech. Evil Czech Brewery. The Czechs in the mail, Evil One. Evil Genius Beer Company. Evil Horse Brewing Company. Evolution Craft Brewing. Ex Novo. Excel. Excelsior. Ex-Fermentation Brewing Company. Exhibit A. Brewing Company. Exile Brewing. Exit 6. I missed my exit. I tell you when that happens. Extra Strategy Brewing Company. Extra Billy's Brewery and Smokehouse. Faction Brewing Company. Factotum Brewhouse. That's a fainting goat. Fainting Goat Brewing Company, Fair Oaks Brew Pub, Fair State Brewing Cooperative Minneapolis, Fair State Brewing Cooperative St. Paul, Fair Winds Brewing Company, Fairfield Craft Ales, Fairfield Opera House Brewery, Fair Hope Brewing Company, Fairport Brewing Company, Fall Brewing, I love the fall, Fall River Brewing Company, Falling Branch, wow, Falling Sky, wow. All right, Falls City, woo! Falls City Brewing Company, Evansville, Falls City Brewing Company, Louisville. False Idol, Independent Brewers. So many false idols. FAMS, woo! FAMS Brewing Company, Family Business Beer Company. Fanatic Brewing Company, that's what I feel like. Fanon Brewing. Far Gone, man, I'm far gone. Fargo. Okay, there. Okay, all right. Farmshed Wines and Brews. Farmshed Wines and Brews. Farmers Brewing Company. Farmington Brewing Company. Farmington Underground Canning and Kegging. Farmstrong Brewing Company. Farm and House Brewing Company. Farnham. Oh, Farnham House Brewing Company. Oh, Farnham. Woo, here we go. Farnham House Brewing Company. Farnham Ale and Lager. It's because the R and the N look like an M. That's what it is. My eyes are going cross-eyed. Farnham Ale and Lager. Fat Bottom Brewing. Fat's Head Brewery, Middlebury. Fat Heads Brewery and Saloon, North Olmsted. Fat Heads Brew Pub, Canton. Fat Hill Brewing. I'm a fat orange cat, meow. All pigs are fat. Fat Pig Brewing Company, Fat Point Brewing Company, Fat Toad, I'll get it. Fate Brewing Company, Boulder, Fate Brewing Company, Scottsdale, Fate Brewing Company, Tempe, who is it? Fate Tap Plus Barrel, Father John's Microbrewery, Fathom and League, yes, Hop Yard Brewery. It's the pizza I ordered. All 4 of them. Fatty's Beer Works. Fault Line Brewing Company. We're on a fault line. Faust Hotel, Restaurant, and Brew Pub. I'm Fearless. Fearless Brewing Company. Cheers to you. Feather Falls. What a nice soft fall that would be. Feckin' Brewery. Federation Brewing. Fegley's Brew Works, Allentown. Fegley's Brew Works, Bethlehem. Fender's Brewing Company. Fenton Winery and Brewery. Fenwick Farms Brewing Company. Ferguson Brewing Company. Ferment Brewing Company. Ferment Drink Repeat. Thank you. I will. Fermented nonsense. Yes, it is. This is what this is. Fermented form. Fernson Brewing Company. Ferrari, man. Meow. Ferrari Beer Company. Fetch. Woo! There it is. Beer Company, Brewing Company, Fetching Lab Brewing Company, Fetish Brewing Company. That's the cool kind of beer in that one. Fats Brewing Company, FH Beer Works Colorado Springs, FH Beer Works East, Fibonacci Brewing Company, The Sequence, Who Can Solve It, Fiction Beer Company, Fiddlehead Brewing, Fiddle and Fish. That's a fish. Fish does that. Field Brewing, there's a fiddle. Fieldcrest Brewing Company, Fieldwork Brewing Company, Fifth Frame Brewing Company, Fifth Hammer Brewing Company, Fifth Street Brew Pub, Fifth Ward Brewing Company, 50 West Brewing Company, 50-50 Brewing Company, that's 100. Fig Leaf Brewing Company, Figueroa Mountain Brewing Bulletin, Figueroa Mountain Brewing Arroyo Grande, Figueroa Mountain Brewing Santa Barbara, Figueroa Mountain Brewing Westlake Village, Figure 8 Brewing Company, Figurehead Brewing Company, Fillmore, 13 Brewery, maybe it's this way, Final Draft Brewing Company, Final Gravity Brewing Company, Decatur. Decatur, yeah. Final Gravity Brewing Company, Enrico. Final Gravity Brewing Company, Kalamazoo. Finback Brewery, Finch Beer Company, Findlay Brewing Company, Fine Creek Brewing Company, Finger Lakes Beer Company, Finkel and Garf. Finkel and Garf Brewing Company. Hello, darkness, my old Finnegan's Brew Company, Finn's Big Oyster Brewery, Five Island Beer Company, Five on the Mountain Brewing Company. I'm all fired up for some brewing. Fired Up Brewing, Firefly Hollow Brewing Company, Fireforge Crafted Beer, Firehouse Crew Brewing Company. My feet are sticking to the ground now. Firestone Walker Barrel Works, Firestone Walker Brewing Company, Paso Robles, Firestone Walker Brewing Company, Marina Del Rey. Fire Trucker, woo! Fire Trucker Brewery, Firewater Brewing Company. Put that water out with some more fire. Well, I don't know how it works. First Flight Island Restaurant Brewery, First Magnitude Brewing Company, First Mile Brewing Company is the hardest mile and the best mile. Love you, First Mile. First Street Brewing, Fish Brewing Company, Fisher Brewing Company, Fishtown Brewing Company, Fishweir Brewing Company, Fitgers Brewhouse, 5 and 20 Spirits and Brewing, Five Boroughs Brewing Company, Five Churches Brewing, Five Cities Brewing, Five Dawns Brewing Company, Five Mountain Brewing Company, Five Suns Brewing. Woo! Five Threads Brewing Company, Five Window Beer Company, Flag City Brewing, Flagship Brewery, Flagstaff Brewing Company, Flapjack Brewery, woo! Flat 12 Beer Works, Flat Branch Pub and Brewing, Flat Earth Brewing Company, I believe it, Flatfish Brewing, Flattail Brewing Company, Flathead Lake Brewing Company, Flatland Brewery, Flatland Brewing Company, Flat Rock Brewing Company, Flesk Brewing, Fleur de Lis, Flight Deck Brewing, Flicks Brewhouse Round Rock, Flicks Brewhouse Des Moines, Flicks Brewhouse Carmel, Flicks Brewhouse Albuquerque, Flicks Brewhouse Chandler, Flicks Brewhouse Frisco, Little Elm, Flicks Brewhouse, Madison, Floating Bridge Brewing. Somebody get that bridge back on the land. Flidland Brewing. Defeats the whole purpose of a bridge if it's floating. It's an island bridge. Flidland Brewing, but I love it. Floodland Brewing, Flood Stage Ale Works, Floodwater Brewing Company, Florence Brewing Company, Florida Avenue, Florida Beer, Florida Keys, Flossmoor Station, Flounder Brewing Company, Floyd County Brewing Company, Flyboy Brewery and Eats Props and Hops Brewing, Flyboy Brewing, Flycaster Brewing Company, Flyers Restaurant and Brewery, Flying Bassett Brewing, Flying Belgian, that's a Flying Belgian up there, Flying Bike Cooperative Brewery, Flying Bison, watch out for that dung, Flying Boat Brewing Company, Flying Dog Brewery, Flying Dreams Brewing Company Marlboro, Flying Dreams Brewing Company Worcester, Flying Fish Brewing Company, that's a Flying Fish, Flying Goose Brew Pub, Flying Heart Brewing, Flying Lion, way to go, it's Flying Machine Brewing Company, it's called an airplane, Flying Man Brewing Company, that would be cool, Flying Tiger, watch out, Flyover Brewing Company, Flight Co. Craft Brewing, Fly Trap, I'm stuck, Flyway Brewing Company, Flywheel, woo, just like that, Foam Brewers, Fog Bell Brewing Company, Foggy Noggin Brewing, Fogtown Brewing Company, Foley Brothers Brewing Company. That's a Foley. Woo! Folklore Brewing, Folks Beer, Fonta Flora Brewery at Whirlpool Will Farm. Foolproof Brewing Company, Fool's Fire Brewing Company at Fermentation Lounge, Foothill Hops Farm Brewery, Foothills Brewing and Beverage Company, Foothills Brewing Company, Foothills Brewing Company Brew Pub, Forager Brewing Company, Forbidden Root Restaurant and Brewery, Fordham and Old Dominion Brewing Company, Four River Brewing Company, Forest and Main Rivery Brewery and Pub, Forest City Brewery Cleveland, Forest City Brewery Middlefield, Forge Brewworks, Forge Brew House, Forgotten Boardwalk Brewing, Forgotten Road Ales, Fort Brewery and Pizza, Fort George Brewery, Fort Hill Brewery, Fort Myers Brewing, Fort Nonsense, that's a Fort Nonsense Brewing Company, Fort Orange Brewing, Fort Point Beer Company, Fort Rock Brewing, Fort Smith Brewing Company, Fortnite, Fortress, Fortside, Oh, Fortress Beer Works, Fortside Brewing Company, Forward Operating Base Brewing Company, FOB Brewing, Fossil Cove Brewing Company, Fossil Craft Beer Company, Fossil Fuels Brewing Company. Oh, Foul Mouth Brewing Company. That's me, Foul Mouth. Foundation Brewing Company, Fountain Hill Brewery, Fountain Square Brewing Company, Fountainhead Brewing Company, Ayn Rand. Four Bullets Brewery, bang, 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 bang. 4 Day Ray Brewing, Four-Eyed Guys Brewing Company, a lot of glasses on. Four Fathers Brewing, a lot of fathers. Four Generals Brewing, a lot of generals. Four Horse Brewery, that's the apocalypse. Four Leaf Brewing, that's a clover. 4 Mile Brewing, that's a lot of miles. 4 Points Brewing, that's a lot of points. 4 Quarters Brewing, that's a lot of quarters. 4 Saints, this is 4 Saints. 4 Seasons, Summer, Winter, Fall, Winter. 4 Suns Brewing, 4 Stacks Brewing, Fourth Creek Brewing Company. Fox Brewing, a Fox Farm Brewery, Fox Head Brewing, Fox Island, Fox and Hare, the Fox and Hare Brewing Company. Let's see, Fox River Brewing Company, Oshkosh, Fox River Brewing Company and Restaurant Appleton, Foxhole Brewhouse, Foy Enterprises, DBA Dog River Brewery, Franconia Brewing Company, Frankenmuth Brewing Company, Franklin Brewing Company, Franklin Street Brewing Company, Franklin's General Store, Fraser River Beer Company, Freakin' Brewing Company, Fredericksburg Brewing Company, Fredonia Brewery, Free Range Brewing, Free State Brewing Company, Free Will Brewing Company, Free Bridge Brewing, Freedom's Edge Brewing, Free House Brewery, Freetail Brewing Company, Freetail Brewing Company Brew Pub, Free Wheel Brewing Company, Freight Yard Brewing, Fremont Brewing Company, Fremont Brewing Company West, French Broad River Brewing Company, Frenchtown Brewing Company, Fretboard Brewing Company, Frays Brewing Company, Friars Brew House, Friday Harbor Brewing, Friends and Allies Brewing Company, Friendship Brewing Company, Fringe Beer Works, Fringe Brewing, Frog Alley Brewing, Frog Level Brewing Company, Frog Brewing, Frogtown Brewery, The Frolic, we're Frolic in the Brewery Company. From the Barrel Brewing Company, From the Earth Brewing Company, From the Ground Brewery, Front Porch Brewing, Front Range Brewing, Front Royal Brewing Company, that's the Front Street Brewery, IA, Frontier Brewing Company and Tap Room, Front Yard Brewing, Frost Beer Works, Froth Beer, Froth Brewing Company, Frothy Beard, this is a Frothy Beard, look, Frothy Beard Brewing Company, Fry Brewing, Full Brook Ale Works, Full Bore Craft Brewery, Full Circle, we're coming back full circle, Full Mile Beer Company and Kitchen, Full Pine Brewing Company, Full Sail Brewing, Full Tilt Brewing, Full Steam Brewery, Ahead, Fulton Beer, Fulton Chain Craft Brewery, Function Brewing Company, Fun Guys, I know a mushroom, he's a fun guy, Funhouse Brews, Funk Brewing, nobody? Funk Brewing, Elizabethtown, oh my goodness, this is hard, Funk Brewing Company, Emmaus, Funk Factory, Guzzeria, Funkworks, Funkworks, Funky Bow Brewery and Beer Company, Funky Town, Funky Town Brewery, Iron Tree, Tables and Taps, Fury Brewing Company, Fusion Brewing, Future Primitive Brewing Company, G-Man Brewery, G-Man Sports Bar, G5 Brew Pub, Gale Brewing Company, Gale, Gakona Brewing Company, Galaxy Brewing Company, Galena Brewing Company, Johnstown, Gallagher's, where you brew, Galley's Brew Company, Galveston Bay Beer Company Incorporated, Galveston Island Brewing, Game Craft Brewing, Gandy Dancer, I'm a Gandy Dancer, Brewworks, Garage Brewing Company, woo boy, Garden Grove Brewing Company, Garden of Eve Farm Brewery, Garden Path Fermentation, Garden State Beer Company, Gardner Brewing Company, Garfield Brewery, Garland City Beer Works, Garfish, Garfishing? No way, that doesn't work. Gar's Beer Company, Garrett's Brewing Company, Garrett's Mill and Brewing Company, Garrison City Beer Works, Garvey's Point Brewery, Gary's Old Town Tavern, Gaslight Brewery and Restaurant, Gate City Brewing Company, Gateway Brewing Company, Incorporated, Gathering Place Brewing Company, GBC, Geegan Brothers Brewing Company. What's up, brother? Geegan's Pub and Craft Brewery, Gear House Brewing Company, Gear Tooth Ale Works. Come back, go brewing, go, Geist Brewworks, Gella's Diner and Liquid Bread. Liquid Bread? Whoa, Liquid Bread. Brewing Company, Gene McCarthy's Old First Ward Brewing Company, Generations Brewing Company, Genesio Brewing Company, Geneva Lake Brewing Company, Gentile Brewing Company, Gentle Giant Brewing Company, Genus Brewing, New Home Brew in Bottles, Georgetown Brewing Company, Georgia Beer Company, Geronimo, catch me, nobody there. GFB Scottish Pub, Ghost Harbor Brewing Company, Ghost Hawk Brewing Company, Ghost Monkey Brewery, Ghost River Brewing, Ghost Runners Brewery, Ghost Town Brewing, Ghost Train Brewing Company, Ghost Face Brewing Company, Ghost Fish Brewing Company, Ghostwood Beer Company, Giant Jones Brewing, Gibbs 100 Brewing Company, number 100 for old Gib, Gideon's Brewing, Gießen Brau Beer Company, good, Gift House Gift Horse Brewing Company. Ja, skål. Gig Harbor Brewing. Gigantic Brewing Company. Guild Brewing. Gilded Goat Brewing Company. Gilded Otter Brewing Company. Gilgamesh. Gillette Brewing Company. Gilman Brewing Company. Geno's Brewing Company, Girdwood Brewing Company, Gizmo Brewworks, Glacier Brew House. They're melting. Glacier Brewing Company still melting. Gladiator, ha 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 ha. Brewing Company, Glass Creek Winery, Glasstown Brewing, Glenmere Brewing Company Incorporated, Glenwood Canyon Brewing Company, Gloucester Brewing Company, Glover Park Brewery, Gnarly Barley. I'm a crazy. You know what I'm saying. Nice Brewing, Gnometown Brewing Company, Goat Island Brewing, a lot of goats. Goat Lips Chew and Brew House. Goat Lips Chew and Brew House, Redneck Riviera Brewing. That's how they chew. Hey, what's up? Goat Patch Brewing Company, Goat Ridge Brewing Company, Goat House Brewing Company, Gold Buckle Brewing Company, Gold Camp Brewing Company, Gold Hill Brewery, Golden Avalanche Brewing Company, Golden Block Brewery, Golden City Brewery, Golden Fox Brewing, Golden Grove Farm and Brew, Golden State Brew and Grill, the Golden State Brewery, the Golden Valley Brewery and Pub, Gold Horn Brewery, Gold Spot Brewing Company, Gold Water Brewing Company, Gold The Ad Brewing Company, Gonzo's Big Dog Brewery, Good Brewing Company, Good City Brewing Company, Good Hops, Good Liquid, Good Measure, Good Nature Farm, Good News Brewing, Good People Brewing, Good Times Brewing, Goodwood Brewing and Public House, Good Fire Brewing Company, Good Life Brewing Company, Good Water Brewery, Goodwood Brewing Company, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Annapolis, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Atlanta, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Baltimore, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Broomfield, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Buffalo, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Burbank, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Columbus, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Glendale, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Honolulu, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Las Vegas, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Louisville, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Myrtle Beach, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Navy Yard, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant New Orleans, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Rockville, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant San Diego, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Seattle, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Syracuse, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Tempe, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Tyson's Corner, Gordon Biersch Brewery Restaurant Virginia Beach, Gordon Biersch Brewing Company, San Jose. Woo! Gordon Biersch. Oh, Gordon Street Tavern, Gore Range Brewery, can't stop now, everybody. Gorilla Alchemy Brewery, Goshen Brewing Company, Gotzel, Gotl Brewing Company, Gottberg Brew Pub, cheers! Grace Ridge Brewing Incorporated, Grafton Winery and Brew House, Grain Station Brewers, Grains of Wrath Brewing, Grainworks Brewing Company, Granary, Q and Brew, Grand Adventure Brewing Company, Grand Armory Brewing Company, Grand Canyon Brewing, Grand Junction, Grand Rapids Brewing Company, Grand Rivers Brewery Jackson, Grand River Brewery Marshall, Grand Rounds Brewing Company, Grand Teton Brewing Company, Grand Teton Brewing Company, Grandmere Inn, Cranberry Bog Bar. Oh, come on over to Grandma's house. Cheers, Grandma. Granger City Brewing Company, Granite City Food Corp, Granite City Food and Brewery, Oxon Hill, Granite City Food and Brewery in Indianapolis, Granite City Food and Brewery Franklin, Granite City Food and Brewery Cleveland, Granite City Food and Brewery Detroit, Granite City Food and Brewery Northbrook, Granite City Food and Brewery St. Cloud, Granite City Food and Brewery Egan, Granite City Food and Brewery Kansas City, Granite City Food and Brewery Olathe, Granite City Food and Brewery Omaha, Granite City Food and Brewery St. Paul, Granite City Food and Brewery Rockford, Granite City Food and Brewery Sioux Falls, Granite City Food and Brewery East Peoria, Granite City Food and Brewery Orland Park, Granite City Food and Brewery Fort Wayne, Granite City Food and Brewery Mommy, Granite City Food and Mommy, help me, Granite City Food and Brewery Mishawaka, Granite City Food and Brewery number 27 Indianapolis, Granite City Food and Brewery Troy, Granite City Food and Brewery Creve Coeur, Granite City, I hope we're not gonna lose the camera, Granite City Food and Brewery Fargo, Granite City Food and Brewery Naperville, Granite City Food and Brewery Schaumburg, Granite City Food and Brewery Northville, Granite City Food and Brewery Granite City Food and Brewery Clive, Granite City Food and Brewery Cedar Rapids, Granite City Food and Brewery Davenport, Granite City Food and Brewery Lincoln, Granite City Food and Brewery Maple Grove, Granite City Food and Wart House. Yeah! Granite Falls Brewing Company, Granite Mountain Brewing, Granite Roots Brewing, Granville Brewing Company, Grapevine Craft Brewery, Grapevine Craft Brewery, Grass Valley Brewing Company, Grasslands Brewing Company, Grateful Grain Brewing Company, Gravel Bottom Craft Brewery, Gravely Brewing Company, Gravity Brewworks, Gravity Brewing, Gravity Heights, Gravity Store Brewery Cooperative, Grav South Brewing Company, Gray Brewing Company, Grayton Beer Brew Pub, Grayton Beer Company, Great Adirondack Brewing Company, Great American Restaurant, Sweetwater Tavern, Centerville, Great American Restaurant, Sweetwater Tavern Falls Church. Great American Restaurant, Sweetwater Tavern Sterling. Great Baraboo Brewing Company, Great Barn Brewery, Great Basin Brewing Company Sparks, Great Basin Brewing Company Reno, Great Black Swamp Brewing Company, Great Burn Brewing, Great Central Brewing Company, Great Change Brewing, Great Chicago Fire Brewery and Tap Room, Great Crescent Brewery, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company Downtown. Downtown where? Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company Downtown, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company Fitchburg, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company Hilldale, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company Walsall, Great Divide Brewing Company, Great Divide Brewing Company Rhino Barrel Bar, Great Escape Beer Works, Great Falls Brewing Company, Great Flats Brewing, Great Flood, Noah, Great Frontier Brewing Company, Great Heights, Great Lakes, Great Lakes, thank you very much. I got Great Lakes Winery, Brewery, and Distillery. Great Life Brewing, it really is, isn't it? We gotta be so grateful for our life, everybody. Great North Ale Works, Great Northern Brewing Company, Great Notion Brewing, Northwest, NW, Great Raft Brewing, Great Rhythm Brewing Company, Great Rhythm Brewing, Great River Brewery, Great South Bay Brewery, Great Valley Farm Brewery, Greater Good Imperial Brew Company, Green Bench Brewing Company, Green Bird Cellars and Organic Farms, Green Bus Brewing, Green Cheek Beer Company, Green Earth Brewing Company, Green Empire Brewing, Green Feet Brewing, Green Flash Brewing Company, San Diego, Green Flash Brewing Company, Lincoln, Green Man Brewing Company, Green Mountain Beer Company, Green Room Brewing, Green Room Burgers and Beer, Green Tree Brewery, Green Wolf, Brewing Company, Green Briar Valley Brewing, Green Bush Annex, Green Bush Brewing Company, Green Eagle Winery and Brew Pub. We need some honey. Coming up. We need some honey right now. Greenport Harbor Brewing. Greenport Harbor Brewing Company, Peacock. Green Spring Brewing Company. Oh yeah, the honey's coming. Green Spring Brewing Company, Green Star Brewing at Uncommon Ground. Green, thank you very much. Here we go. Here's the honey. It's good for the throat. Uncommon Ground, Greenwood Brewing, Greer Brewing. Gray Sail Brewing Company, Gray Line Brewing, Greasy Dick Brothers Brewery. Yep, Griffin Claw Brewing Company, Griffin Hill Farm Brewery, Griff's Brewery, Grillin' and Chillin' Ale House, Grim Artisanal Ale. Uh-oh, this is a bad idea. I'm stuck. Grim Artisanal Ales, Grim Brothers Brew House, Grindler's High Noon Brewery, Grind House Brew Lab, Grist Brewing Company, Lone Tree, Grist House Craft Brewery, Grist Iron Brewing Company, Gritty McDuff's, Freeport, Gritty McDuff's, Lewiston Auburn, Gritty McDuff's, Portland, Grixton Brewing Company, Grizzly Peak Brewing Company, Grosson Bart Brewery, Groundbreaker Brewing, Groundswell Brewing Company, Grove City Brewing Company, Grove Roots Brewing, Gruff Brewing Company, Grulux Microbrewery, Bias Vineyards, Groot Brewing, I am Groot, Grumpy Old Man Brewing, The Grumpy Troll, not this bridge, the Gruner Brothers Brewing, GT's on the Bay, Guadalupe Brewery again, Guadalupe Mountain Brewing Company, Guanella Pass Brewing Company, Guardian Brewing Company, Guesswork Brewing Company, Guidon, man, Gulf Coast Brewery, Gulf Street Brewery, Gun Craft Beer, Gun Flint, Gun Hill, Gun Barrel, Gun Pouch, Guns and Oil. That's oil. Gun Whale Ales. Woo! That's a gun and a whale.
That's 3,000!
Oh, let's go! 4,500 more, baby! Oh boy, wow, 4,500 more. Gusto Brewing Company, Gippo Ale Mill, Gypsy Brewing Company, Gypsy Run Brewery, here's the H. HA Brewing Company, HH Hinder Brewing Company, Haas Innovations Brewing, Hacienda Beer Company, Hackensack Brewing Company, Hailstorm Brewing Company, Haynes Brewing Company, Hate Blue Brewing Company, Hair of the Dog Brewing Company, Hairless Hair Brewery, Hairy Cow Brewing Company, Hales Ales, Half Acre Beer Company, Half Barrel Beer Project, Half Batch Brewing, Half Brothers Brewing Company, Half Day Brewing Company. That's a good day of work. Half Door Brewing Company, half full, but life is always half full, oh boy. Half Line Brewing Company, Half Moon Bay Brewing Company, Half Moon Restaurant Brewery, Half Pine Brewing Company, Half Wall Brewery, Half Penny Brewing Company, Half Hullpatter Brewing Company, Halyard Brewing Company, Hamburg Brewing Company, Hamburger Mary's, Andersonville Brewing Company, Hamilton Family Brewery, Hammer and Forge Brewing Company, Hammerhead Brewing Company, Hand of Fate Brewing Company, Hand Brewed Beer, Hangar 24 Craft Brewery, Redlands, Hangar 24 Craft Brewing, Lake Havasu City, Hanging Hills Brewing Company, Hanging Horseshoe Brewing Company, Hank Hudson Brewing at Fairways of Half Moon. Yes. Whew. Hank is Wiser Brewery, Hansa Brewery, Hap and Harry's Tennessee Beer, Hap is Brewing Company, Happy Bassett Brewing Company, Happy Street Brew Works, Happy Trails, Happy Valley Brewing Company, Harbor Brewing Company, Harbor Head Brewing Company, Harbor Light Brewery, Hard Bottle Brewing Company, Harding House Brewing Company, Hardware, oh boy, I don't even know what sounds are anymore, Hardwood Bar and Smokery, Hardywood Park Craft Brewery, Richmond, Hardywood Park Craft Brewery, Charlottesville, Hardywood West Creek, Hare in the Forest, Harlem Blue Beer, Harmon Brewing Company, Harmonic, the trumpet, Harmony Brewing Company, Harmony Hall, Harmony Brewing Company, Harmony Hall, Harper Lane Brewery, Harper's Ferry Brewing, Harper's Restaurant and Brew Pub, Harpoon, Kill the Whale, Harpoon Brewery, Vermont, Harson's, Island Beer Company, Hardy Brewing Company, Harvest Brewing, Harvest Moon, Brewery Cafe, Harvest Moon Brewing, Harvest Seasonal Kitchen, Hasselman Brewing, Haw River Farmhouse Ales, Hawaii Nui Brewing, Hawk Moth Brewing Company, Hawksbill Brewing Company, Hay Camp Brewing Company, Hayes Public House, Hayesville Brewing Company, Haymarket Brewery and Tap Room, Haymarket Pub and Brewery, Haywire Brewing Company, Head Flyer Brewing, Headlands Brewing Company, Headless Mumby Brewing, Headless Mumby Brewing Company. I'm Headstrong Brewery, Head Trip Brewery, Headworks, Heater Allen Brewery, Heathen Brewing Company, Heaven and Ale Brewing Company, Heaven's Gate Brewery, Heaven's Goat, Heavenly Goat Brewing Company, Heavenly Vineyards. Imagine if a goat was waiting for you in heaven. Heavier Than Air Brewing Company, Heavy Reel Brewing, Heavy Riff Brewing, Heavy Seas Beer. What would you say to that goat? Heavy Seas Beer, Hedgehog Brewing, Heist Brewery and Barrel Arts. Helderberg Brewery, Helderberg Mountain Brewing Company, Helia Brewing Company. Would you call it a god or a goat? Helicon Brewing. I'm still thinking about the goat god. Helio Basin Brewing Company, Helix Brewing Company, Hell and Blazes Brewing Company. Would the angels be sheep? I don't know anymore. Hellbender Brewing Company, Hellbend Brewing Company, Helltown Brewing, Hell of a Brewing Company, Helms Brewing Company.
Take him to Helms Brewing Company.
Don't throw me, don't tell the elf. That's, oh boy. Helton Brewing Company, Hemisphere Brewing Company, Hemlock State Brewing Company, Henderson Brewing Company, Henhouse Brewing, Santa Rosa, Henhouse Brewing Company, Palace of Barrels, Henniker Brewing Company, Henry and Fran Brewing, Here and Now Brewing Company, Hereford and Hops Steakhouse and Brew Pub, Heretic Brewing Company, Heritage Brewing Company, Heritage Hill Brewhouse and Kitchen, Herkimer Pub and Brewery, Hermiston Brewing Company, Hermit Thrush Brewery, Hermitage Brewing Company, Heroes Restaurant and Brewery, Hexagon Brewing Company, Hexagon, High Sign Brewing, High Wire Brewing, Big Top Production Facility, I'm on a high wire now, High Wire Brewing, South Slope, Specialty Brewery, ooh, through all like this, High Wire Brewing Tap Room, wee, Hickory Brewery, Honor Ale House and Brewery, Hickory Kink Brewing Company, Hickory Not George Brewery, Hidden Cove Brewing Company, Hidden River Brewing Company, Hidden Sands Brewing Company, Hidden Springs, here I am, Aleworks, Hideaway Brewing Company, Hideaway Park Brewery, High Alpine Brewing Company, High and Dry Brewing, High Branch Brewing Company, High Cotton Brewing, High Desert Brewing Company, High Gravity Brewing Company, High Ground Brewing, High Hops Brewing, High Hops, it's off to work we go. Woo, High Plains Brewing, High Point Brewing Company Incorporated, High Water Brewing, Higher Ground. I gotta get to Higher Ground right now. Brewing Company, High Holder Brewing Company, Highlander Brewing Company. There can be only one. Highland Park Brewery, Highlands Hollow Brewhouse, High Mark Brewery, High Point Brewing Company, High Side Brewery, High Tower Brewing Company, Highway 1 Brewing Company, Highway 79 Brewery, Highway Manor Brewing Company, Hi Ho Brewing Company, High Jinks Brewing Company, Hill Farmstead Brewery, High Rest Brewing Company, Hill and Brand Farmhouse Brewery, Hillman Beer, Hillsboro Brewing Company, Hillsboro Vineyards and Brewery, Hillsdale Brewing Company, Hilton Head Brewing Company, Hingham Fireworks, Hinterland Brewery, Hired Hand Brewing Company, Historic Brewing Company, Hitchcock Brewing Company, Hitchhiker Brewing Company, Hicks Farm, Mixdown Brewing Company, Hobnob Brewery, Hobbs Tavern and Brewing Company, Dad's Brewing Company, Hof Brau House Chicago, Hof Brau House Cleveland, Cincinnati Restaurant Group, Hof Brau House Columbus, Hof Brau House Newport, Hof Brau House of America, Hof Brau House Pittsburgh, Hof Brau House St. Louis Belleville, Hog Island Beer Company, Hog River Brewing Company, Hogback Mountain Brewery, Hogshead Brewery, Ho River Brewery, Hoi Polloi Brewing Oakland, Hoi Polloi Brewing Taproom Berkeley, Holiday Brewing Company, Holiday Brewing Company, woo! Holler Brewing Company, Holiday Brewing Company, Holiday Brewing, Hollister Brewing Company, Hollow Earth Brewing Company, Dragons and Dinosaurs in the Middle of the Earth, Hollywood Brewing Company, Hollywood, Whole Supple Brewing, Holston River Brewing Company, Holy City, Holy Craft Brewing Company, Holy Mountain Brewing Company, Holy Oak Craft Beer, Homage Brewing, Home Brewing Company, Home of the Brave Brewing Company, Home Republic, Homefield Brewing, Homegrown Brewing Company, Home Place Beer Company, Homer Brewing, Homer, Holmes Brewery, Homestead Beer Company, Hondo's Brew and Cork Pub, Honest Weight Artisan Beer, Honey Hollow Brewery, Honeymoon Brewery, Honky Tonk, it's a Honky Tonk Brewing Company, Honolulu Beer Works, Hoovies Brewing, Hood Canal Brewery, Hoodleton Brewing Company, Who Do You Do Brewing Company, Hoodoo, Hoof-Hearted Brewing, Hoof-Hearted Brewery, Hoof-Hearted Brewing, Brewing Kitchen, Hook 'em and sink 'em and got 'em and trap 'em, Hoops, yeah, that's Hoops Brewing, everybody. Hoots Beer Company, Hop and Barrel Brewing Company, Hop and Sting Brewing Company, Hop Asylum Brewing, Hop Barn Brewing, Hop Butcher for the World, Hop Creek Pub, Hop Culture Farms and Brew Company, Hop Cycle Brew Company, Hop Dogma Brewing Company, Hop Farm Brewing Company, Hop House Brewing Company, Hop Hill Brewing Company, Hop Lot Brewing Company, Hop Keg Brewery, The Quarry Steakhouse and Brew Pub, Hop Nation Brewing Company, Hop Nuts Brewing Company, Hop Post Pub and Brewery, Hop River Brewing Company, Hop Secret Brewing Company, Hop Soul Brewery, Hop Tree Brewing Company Limited, Hop Parazzi Brewing Company, Hop Cat Grand Rapids, Hop Camp Louisville, Hope Well Brewing Company, Hop Fly Brewing Company, Hop Fusion Ale Works, Hopkins Ordinary Ale Works, Hopkinsville Brewing Company, Hoplands Brew Distillery, Hop Life Brewing Company, Hop Lore Brewing Company, Hypothesis Beer Company. I'm all hopped up Brewing Company, Hopper's Grill and Brewing Company, Hoppin' Frog. That's what they do. Hoppin' Gnome, that's not what they don't do. Hoppy Brewing. Hoppy Trout, Little Trouts, Hopes and Grain, Brewing Austin, Hops and Grain Brewing Austin, Hops and Grain San Marcos, Hops and Growlers, Hops Brewery, Hopsate Brewing Company, Hopscotch Brewing, Hopshire Farm and Brewery, Hopskeller Brewing Company, Hopsters, Hopsticks, Hopvine Brewing Company, Hopworks Urban Brewery, Portland, Hopworks Urban Brewery, Vancouver, Hoquiam Brewing Company, Horny Toad Brewing Company, Horse and Dragon Brewing Company. That's a horse and a dragon. Horse Heaven Hills Brewery. That's a Horse Thief Hollow. Horsefly Brewing Company. Horace Aged Ales. Hourglass Brewing, my body shape. Hours of Tonic River Brewing, House 6 Brewing, House Beer, House Cat Brewing Company, House of Fermentology, House of Pendragon Brewing Company, Howling Henry's Brewery, Hub City Brewing Company, Hamilton Brewing, Huckleberry Brewing, Hudson Ale Works, Hudson Brewing Company, Hudson Valley Brewery, Huff Brewing Company, Hugger Mugger Brewing Company, Hullabaloo Diner, Human Village Brewing Company, Humble Abode Brewing, Humble Farmer Brewing Company, Imperial, Humble Farmer Brewing Company, Holtville, Humble Monk Brewing Company, Humble Sea Brewing Company, Humboldt Regeneration, Humpadinks, yeah! Humpadinks Arlington, Humpadinks Dallas Greenville, Humpadinks Restaurant Dallas, Hunga Dunga Brewery, Hunter Gatherer Brewer and an alehouse. Hunter's Alehouse, Hunter's Brewing, Huntington Beach Beer Company, Husk Hardware House Brewing Company, Huss Brewing, Hutton and Smith Brewing Company, Highway 14 Brewing Company, Highway 50 Brewery, Hyde Brewing Company, Hydra Beer Company, Hydraulic Earth, Hyperion Brewing, Hysteria, Hysteria Brewing Company, I&I Brewing, IBU Brewing, Icarus Brewing Company, Ice Harbor Brewing Company, Icebox Brewing, Icicle Brewing Company, Iconic Brewing Company, Icy Straight Brewery, Idaho Brewing Company, Idiom Brewing Company, Idle Hands Craft Ales, Idle Time Brewing Company, Idle Beer Works, Idle Hounds Brewing Company, Idle Wild Brew Pub, Idle Wild Brewing, Carbondale, Letchid Da Brewing, Ignite Brewing Company, Limited, Icon Oak Brewing Company is my name, Ill-Mannered Brewing Company, Illuminated Brew Works, Illuminati, they're all around us. Imagination Brewing, I am BIB, Imbib Custom Brews. I am BIB Custom Brews, Immersion Brewing. Imminent Brewing, cheers to you, Imperial Oak Brewing Company. Imperial Western Beer Company, Imprint Beer Company, In the Loop Brewing. Now you're in the loop with In the Loop Brewing. In-Law Brewing Company. Oh, the in-laws are coming. Woo! In Brown Brew Co. Incorporated 82 Brewing. Inc. 82. Incendiary Brewing Company, Indeed. Brewing Company, Independence Brewing. Austin Independent Brewing Company. Oakland Independent Brewing Company. Bel Air Independent Fermentations Brewing. Indian Joe Brewing. Indian Ladder Farm Cidery and Brewery. Indian Springs Brewing Company. Indian Valley Brewing. Indian Wells Brewing Company. Indiana City Brewing. Indie Brewing Company. Industrial Arts Brewing Company. Industrial Revolution Brewing Company. Industry Brewing. Infamous Brewing, Infinite Ale Works, Infusion Brewing Company, Infusion Brewing Company of Trinity, Ingenious Brewing Company, Inland Empire Brewing Company, Inland Wharf Brewing Company, Inlet Brewing Company, Inn on Peaks Island Brewery, the Inn on Peaks Island Brewery, Inner Compass Brewing, Inner Space Brewing Company, great movie, Innovation Brewworks, Innovation Brewing, Inoculum Ale Works, Inside the Five is 4, 3, 2, 1, Inside Brewing Company, Institution Ale Company, Insurgent Brewing Company, Insurrection Ale Works, Interboro Spirits and Ales, Intermission Beer Company, Intersect Brewing, Intercoastal Brewing Company, Intrinsic Brewing, Intuition Ale Works, because you know what comes next is Inu Ale, oh man, I wrote it, Inu Island Ales, Invasive Species Brewing, oh, don't get me started. Inventors Brew Pub, Inverness Brewing, Invictus Brewing Company, Iowa Brewing, Cedar Rapids, Iowa Rivers Brewing Company, Marshalltown, Ipswich Ale Brewery, Irish Mafia Brewing Company, Iron Bird Brewing Company, Iron Brewing Company, Iron Duke Brewing Company, Iron Fist Brewing Company, wham! Iron Flamingo Brewery. I'm a flamingo. Iron Furnace Brewing, Iron Goat Brewing, Iron Hand Brewing, Iron Heart, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Hershey, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Center City, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Chestnut Hill, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Greenville, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Huntington Valley, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Lancaster, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Maple Shade, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Media, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Newark, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant North Wales, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Phoenixville, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Rehoboth Beach, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Voorhees, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Westchester, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Wilmington, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Ardmore, Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant Corp, Chesapeake and Delaware, Brewing Company. Iron Horse Brewery, Iron John's Brewing Company, Iron Mosque Brewing, Iron Monk. Keep chatting those Iron Monks, I'll tell you. Iron Mule Bravery, Bravery. Iron Rail Brewing, Iron Spike Brewing Company, Iron Spikes Pub and Brewery, ouchie. Iron Triangle Brewing Company, Iron Tug Brewing. Oh boy. Iron Bark Brewery, Ironclad Brewery, Iron Firewire. Oh, I gotta pee. Iron Fire Brewing Company, Ironmonger Brewing, Ironweed Ale Works, Ironwood Brewing Company, Ironworks Brewery and Pub, Irving Cliff Brewery, Irwin Brewing Company, Isla Morada Beer Company. Island, Island, I know what it is. Island Brewing Company, Island City Brewing Company, Island Dog Brewing, Island Hoppin' Brewery, Island to Island Brewery, Isle Brewers Guild, Isle of Isle of Q Brewing Company, Isley Brewing Company, Isla Street Brewing, Itasca Brewing Company Incorporated, Ithaca Beer Company, Ivanhoe Ale Works, Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company, Ivory Bill Brewing Company, J. Moe's Brewing Company, J. Wakefield Brewing, J. Fargo's Family Dining and Microbrewery, Coyote J. Brewing Company, J. Bidding Brewing Company, J. Ville Brewery, Jack Mason's Tavern and Brewery, Jack Pine Brewery, Jack Russell Farm Ales, Jack Russell Steakhouse and Brewery, Maine Coast Brewing Company, Jack's Abbey Brewing, Jack's Brewing Company, Jackalope Brewing Company, Jackass Hill Brewery, Jack Dove Brewery, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery, Jack Rabbit Brewing Company, Jackson Street Brew Company, Perryville, Jackson Street Brewing, Shoe City, Jaden James Brewery at the Cascade Winery, JFB Brewery, Jagged Mountain Brewery, Jailbreak Brewing Company, Jailhouse Brewing Company, Jaipur Restaurant Brew Pub, Jack's Brewing Company, Jam Room, James Peak Brewery, James River Brewery, James Port Brewing Company, James Port Farm Brewery, JMX Brewing Company, Jamool Brewing Company, production only. Very good. Jarfly Brewing Company, Jasper Ridge Brewing Company, JD Sports Pub and Brewery, J Dubs Brewing Company, Jekyll and the Jellyfish Brewing Company, Jeremiah Johnson Brewing Company, Jersey, I'm a Jersey Girl Brewing Company, what's up? Jessup Farm Barrel House, Just a King, woo-hoo-hoo, Just a King Brewery, Jighead Brewing Company, Jigsy's Brew Pub and Restaurant, Jim Dandy's Brewing, JJ's Brewing Company, Joe Boy's Brew Pub, Joe Hansen's Dining House, John Harvard's Brew House, Framingham, John S. Rodell Brewery, Johnny Bird Brewing Company, Johnny McCracken's Celtic Firehouse Pub Incorporated, Johnny's Calistoga Mud City Brews, Johnson City Brewing Company, Jolly Pumpkin, the Jolly Pumpkin the Jolly Pumpkin Artisan Ales, Jolly Pumpkin Cafe and Brewery, Jolly Pumpkin Pizzeria and Brewery Grand Rapids, Jolly Pumpkin Pizzeria and Brewery Chicago, Jolly Pumpkin Restaurant, Brewery and Distillery Traverse City, Jolly Roger Brew, Jones Creek Brewing, Jordan Lake Brewing Company, Joseph James Brewing Company, Joy Mongers Brewing Company, Joy Ride Brewing Company, JP Das Brew, JRH Brewing, JT Schmidt's Restaurant Brewery, JT Walker's Champaign County Brewing Company, Jubeck New New World Brewing, Jug Handle Brewing Company, Julian Beer Company, Julius Lerkind Brewing, Junction Brewery and Grill, June Lake Brewing, Junk Dish Brewing Company, Junkyard Brewing Company, Jupiter, K Point Brewing, K Oz Restaurant Brewery, K2 Brothers Brewing, Kairoa Brewing Company, Kaiser Brewing Company, Cactus Brewing Company, Kalispell Brewing Company, Kelowna Brewing Company, Kane Brewing, Canna Creek Brewing, Canna Creek Brewing Company, Kansas City Beer Company, Kansas City Breweries Company, Kansas City Breweries Company. Thank you.
Breweries.
Oh man, oh my God, what is my brain doing to me? Kansas City Breweries Company, Breweries. Oh my Lord. Kansas City Breweries Company, Kansas Territory Brewing, Carbon 4 Brewing, Carl Strauss Brewing Company, San Diego. I'll get it. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, Temecula. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, I'm busy. Sorrento Mesa, Carl Strauss Brewing Company, 4S Ranch. Is it Carl calling? Carl Strauss Brewing Company, Anaheim. Carl, hang up. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, Carlsbad. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, Carl back. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, Costa Mesa. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, downtown. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, yes, Carl, what is it? Carl Strauss Brewing Company, downtown Los Angeles. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, La Jolla. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, Universal City Walk. Carl! Carrican Spirits, Cars Brewing, Cassix Brewery, Catabatic Brewing Company, Catherine's Beer Garden, Kawai Beer Company, Kauai Beer Company, Kauai Island Brewery, Kauai Brewing Company. Oh my goodness. Keegan Ales, Keg and Lantern Brewing Company, Keg and Barrel Brewing Company, Incorporated Keg Creek Brewing Company, Keg Grove Brewing Company, Keg Brewing Company. Look at the kegs. Kelly's Island Brewery, Kell's Brewery, Kelly Brewing Company, Kelly Green Brewing Company, Kelly's Brew Pub, Kelson Brewing Company, Kelson Block Brewing Company. Who's there? Kelsey Creek Brewing. Who's there? Kenai River Brewing Company, Kennebec River Brewery. Kennebunk Port Brewery, Federal Jacks, Kennett Brewing Company, Kennington Brewing Company, Kent Falls Brewing Company, Kern Rivers Brewing Company, Kern River Brewing Company, Blackyard, Kernersville Brewing Company, Ketch Brewing, Kettle Beer Works, Kettle and Spoke Brewery, Kettle House Brewing Company, Kettlehead Brewing Company, Kettle House Brewing Company, Bonner Brewery, Kettle House Brewing Company, Southside, get off, oh God. We're okay. Cuca Brewing Company, Keweenaw Brewing Company, Key Brewing Company, Key City Brewing Company, Keyhole Valley Brewing, Coffner Brewery Limited, Kickback Brewery, Kickstand Brewing Company, Kiltos Brewing, Killington Beer Company, Killsboro Brewing Company, Kilo Brewing Company, Kilowatt Brewing, Killstone Brewing, Kilchuck Brewing Company, Kindred Beer, Kindred Spirit Brewing, King Canary Brewing Company, King Kong Brewing Company, King Kong, King Harbor Brewing Company, King Street Brewing Company, I am the King, King's Court Brewing Company, you're the King, King's Road Brewing Company, this is the King's Road, Kingdom Brewing, this is the King's Thumb, Kings and Convicts Brewing, King's Bluff Brewery, King's Brewing Company, Kings County Brewers Collective, Kingston Standard Brewing Company, Kincaid Brewing Company, Kinney Creek Brewery, the Kinney Creek Brewery, Kinslager Brewing Company, Kinsman Brewing, Kitzingen Brewery.
You're halfway done!
Yes. Klamath Basin Brewing Company, Klaus Brewing Company, Clockow Brewing Company, Klondike Brewing Company, Knee Deep Brewing Company, Naughty Brewing Company, Naughty Pine Brewing, Knox County Brewing Company, Knucklehead Craft Brewing, Knuth Brewing Company, Cobalt Brewing, Kodiak Island Brewing Company, Kohler Brewing Company, Kohola Brewery, Koi Pond Brewing Company, don't be too coy, Kokopelli Beer Company, Kootenai River Brewing Company, Copacetic Beer Factory, Koto Brewing, Cozy Yak Brewery, and Freesar Winery. Cozy Yak Brewery and Freezer Winery. Freesar Winery. That's going to be, I love you. Crafty Draft Brew Pub. Krowski's Brewskis. The Happy Brewer. Kretschmann Brewing Company. Who's there? Krikelke Brewing Company. Crofts Restaurant and Brew Pub. Krutz Brewing Company. Cross Strain Brewing Company. Coonhen Brewing Company, Warren. Coonhen, Clinton Township. That's 2 Clinton townships. Colshan Brewing Company, Colshan Brewing Company, K2. It's a big mountain. Kunstler Brewing, Current Brewing, and Current Brewing Brew. The brews, 2 brews. La Cabra Brewing, La Conna Brewing Company, La Combra Brewing Company, La Donna Cerveceria, La Quinta Brewing Company, La Verne Brewing, Lab Brewing Company, Twisted Oak Tavern, Lab Ruatory, Labyrinth, the Labyrinth, David Bowie, Lady Justice Brewing Company, Ladyface Ale Company, Lafayette Brewing Company, Indiana, Lafayette Brewing Company, Buffalo Lagerheads Brewing Company, Lagerhead Store, Smokehouse, Lagerhouse Brewery, and Grill, La Grow Organic Beer Company, La Grow! Laguna Beach Beer Company, Rancho Santa Margarita, Laguna Beach Brewery and Grill, Lots Napur Brewing, Lake Ann Brewing Company, Lake Ann Brewhouse, Lake Bluff Brewing Company, Lake Burns Brewco, Lake Charlevoix Brewing Company, Lake Chelan Brewing Company, Lake City Brewing Company, Lake Drum Brewing, Lake Effect Brewing Company, Lake Gaston Brewing Company, Lake George Beer Hub, Lake Louis Brewing Company, Lake Monster Brewing, Lake Placid Craft Brewing Company, Lake Placid Pub and Brewery, Lake Rat, that's a lot of rats now. Lake Rat Brewing, Lake St. George Brewing Company, Lake Stevens Brewing Company, Lake Superior Brewing Company, Duluth, Lake Superior Brewing Company, Duluth, Grand Marais, Lake Tahoe Ale Works, Lake Tahoma, Lake Tahoma Lodge and Resort, Lake Time Brewery. Cheers! Lake Tribe Brewing, Lake Zurich Brewing Company, Zurich, Lakefront Brewery Incorporated, Lakes and Legends Brewing Company. I keep saying Lotkeys, but that's not, it's Lakes. Lakes and Legends Brewing Company, Lakeville Brewing Company, Lakewood Brewing Company, Lamplighter Brewing Company, Lancaster Brewing Company, Land Grant Brewing Company, Lander, Landlocked Ales, Land and Winery, Langhome Brewing Company, Lanakai, Lansing, Lantum, La Otto, Lariat Lodge, Lark Brewing, Las Cazuelas Brewing, Lassen Ale Works at the Pioneer Saloon, Last Call Brewing Company. Come on in. It's Last Call. Last Days of Autumn Brewing. That's sad, but I love Last Days. You're not sad at the idea of Last Days of Autumn going away. Last Frontier Brewing Company. Last Minute. Gotta buy a beer. Last Name Brewing. That's McKessler's my last name. Last Stand Brewing Company. Last Wave Brewing Company. Lasting Brass Craft Brewing. Latchkey. Won't open. That's not a latchkey. Latitude 33 Brewing Company. Latitude 42. Latitude 42 Ostemo. Lauder Ale. Laughing Crow Beer. That's Laughing Dog Brewing. Roof, 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 Laughing Monk. Now they're laughing. They were chatting. Now they're laughing. Oh, Laughing Sun. It burns me, laughing at me, scorning me, the Laughing Sun. The Launchpad Brewery. Laurel Highlands Brewing, Laurelwood Public. Oh boy. Laurelwood Public House and Brewery, Southeast Portland. Laurelwood Public House and Brewery, Northeast Portland. Laurelwood Public House and Brewery, Northeast Woodinville. Lava Rock Brewing Company. Lavery Brewing Company. Lawrence Beer Company. Lawson's Finest Liquids. Laxton Hollow Brewing Works. Lazarus Brewing Company. Laszlo's Brewery and Grill, Haymarket. Lazy Beach. It's a Lazy Beach Brewing. A Lazy Boy Brewing Company. Whoop. Lazy Duck Brewing. Lazy Hiker Brewing Company. Are we there yet? Lazy Horse. That's a Lazy Horse. Lazy Magnolia. What's a magnolia? Lazy Monk. Of course they're lazy. They've been chatting all day. Lazy Tree Ranch Brewing. It's only for us, or of you if you watch the whole thing. Lead Dog Brewing, Leaf and Hive, Leaning Cask Brewing Company, Leaning Cask. That would be a bad way to die, or you're already dead. Not you. God, Leashless Brewing, Levin Brewing Company, not on Passover. Ledge Hill Brewing Company, Left Coast Brewing Company, San Clemente, Left Coast Brewing Company, Tasting Room, Smokehouse Distillery. Left Hand Brewing Company, Left Nut Brewing Company, Legacy Ale Works, Legacy Brewing Company, Legacy Caribbean Craft Brewery, Legal Draft Beer Company, Legal Remedy Brewing, Legend Brewing Brewing Company, Richmond, Legend Brewing Company, Portsmouth, Legend Brewing and Eatery, number 2, Legends Craft Brewery, Legion Brewing Company, Layman's Orchard, Brewery and Farmhouse, Lakeham Brewing, Lemon's Mill, Sower, Lena Brewing Company, Lengthwise Brewing Company, Lenny Boy, I'm Lenny, because it's from a Mice and Men. It kills the Les Chanot Distillers, Levant Brewing Company, Level Crossing Brewing Company, Levi Garrison Sons Brewing Company, Jeans, Levity Brewing Company, Lewis and Clark, Explorers, Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company, Lexington Brewing Company. Here we go. Liability Brewing Company. Liar's Bench Beer Company. No, I'm not tired. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Liberal Cup Public House and Brewery. Liberati Osteria and Ono Beers. Liberation Brewing. The Liberator Brewing Company, Libertine Brewing Company, Liberty Brewery and Grill, Liberty Cap Brewing Company, Liberty Craft Brewing, Liberty Steakhouse and Brewery, Liberty Street Brewing Company, Plymouth, Liberty Street Brewing Facility, Livonia, Library, the Library Sports Grill and Brewery, LIC Beer Project, Licking Hole Creek Goochland. Licking Hole Creek Goochland. Cheers, Licking Hole, Goodwater, Richmond. Leafa Brow Brewery. Here we go. Life is brewing. It sure is. Lift Bridge Brewery. We're alive, baby. Light the Lamp Brewery. Lightning Brewery. We're coming home. Little Beaver for little trees. Little Paws for little feet. Lily Pad for little pads. Lily Pad Hop Yard Brewery. Lily Seafood Restaurant Brewery. Limestone like a limestone cowboy. Limestone Beer Company. Limestone Brewers. Limitless Brewing. When you believe in yourself, even you can break your... There we go. Lincoln Beer Company. Lincoln's Beard Brewing Company. 405 shaves ago. Lion Creek Brewing. Lineage Brewing. Lion Cider Brewing Company. Lynx Brewing Company. The Lion... Lion Bridge Brewing Company, Lion's Tail, Lionstone, Liquid Hero Brewery, Liquid Mechanics Brewing Company. They get water in your engine. Liquid Riot Bottling Company, Liquid Shoes. Woo, my feet are wet. Liquid State Brewing Company. That's the rainiest state. Seattle is a city. Oh no. Liquid Therapy. Listerman Brewing Company, Leader House. Liederman's Limited Brewery, Lithology Brewery. Brewing got a Little Apple, a Little Beast, rawr, a Little Brother, baseball with me, Little City. I'm going to the city now. Little Dog, yip, yip, yip. Little Fish, what's a small fish? Little Harpeth, little harp, Little House. Hello, I'm home. My hat goes here. Little Machine. Little Miami. Welcome to Miami where the heat is on and the night all night for the beach. Little Miami. Little Miss Brewing. Little Spokane. Little Thistle. Ouchie. Little Toad. Ribbit. Creek Brewery and Distillery. Live Oak Brewing Company. Lively Beer Works. Living the Dream. That's what I'm doing. Oh, Living Goods Restaurant Brewery, Lizard Tail, whoop, it came off and it grows back. Low Res Brewing, Lo-Fi Brewing, Loaded Question Brewing Company. Are you single? That's a loaded question. Not really, it's just, I don't know what it is. Local 315 Brewing Company, Local Brewing Company. Local Brewing Company, Local Craft Beer, Local Motive Brewing Company, Local Relic, Lock Ale Brewing Company, Lock of All Beer Works, Lock Ale Brewing. Lock 15 Brewing Company, Lock 27 Brewing Centerville, Lock 27 Brewing Dayton, Lock 32 Brewing Company, Lock City Brewing, Lockport Brewery, come on down, Lockport Brewery, Lockside Brewery, 1668 Winery, Loco Patron Mexican Brewery, Loco Patron Mexican Brewery, Locust Lane, Locust Craft Brewery, Lodi Beer Company, Log Tavern Brewing. Ooh, that sounds nice. Log Boat Brewing Company, Loggers Brewing Company. Can I ask you a question? That's a logger. Oh boy. Logsden Farmhouse Ales, Hood River. Logsden Farmhouse Ales, Washoe Guy. You're dirty, Washu Guy. Log Yard Brewing, Lolo Pig Brewing, Lorna Brewing, Lompoc Brewing, the Fifth Quadrant, Lone Eagle, poor eagle is alone. Lone Peak, sad mountain. Lone Pine, poor tree. Lone Pine Brewing Company, Gorham Tasting Room, Lone Pine Brewery, Lone Tree Brewing Company, Lone Rider Brewing Company, Lonesome Pine Brewing Company, Lonesome Valley Brewing, Long Beach Beer Lab, Long Blue Cat Brewing Company. Look at that long blue cat, man. Long brewing, man. We got we're welcome to Long Ireland. Very long here. Long live Beer Works. Long Lot Farm Brewery. Long Table Brewing. Pass the salt. It'll take a while. Long Trail Brewing Company. Long Valley Pub and Brewery. Long Wooden Spoon Brewing. That's a long spoon. Long Ship Brewery. I can't see the port. Which one's that? Look Long Brewing Company. Looking Glass. Alice, Looking Glass Brewery. Looking Glass Brewing Company. Look Out Brewing Company. Lookout Farm. Lookout Farm Brewery and Cider Company. Loomis Basin Brewing Company. Looney's Brew. Loop Brewing Company. Loose Rail Brewing. Loose Shoe Brewing Company. Lewitt Brewing. Lopez Island Brewing Company. Lord Hobo Brewing Company. Lower Lay Brewing Company. Los Angeles Ale Works. Los Dos Potrillos Mexican. Restaurant y Cerveceria. Lost Bear Brews. Lost Cabin Beer Company. Lost Canoe Brewing Company. I'll get it. Lost Coast Brew House. Lost Coast Brewery and Cafe. Table Bluff Brewing Company, Incorporated. Lost Colony Brewery and Cafe. Lost Duck Brewing Company. My duck is gone. Lost 40 Brewing. Lost Fred Brewing Company. My friend is gone. Lost Grove Brewing. Lost Hiker. I'm gone. Lost Hiker Brewing Company. Lost Kingdom Brewery. Firehouse Distillery. Lost Nation Brewery. Lost Province Brewing Company. Lost Rhino Brewing Company. Lost Sanity. Yes, is what happened a long time ago. Lost Sanity Brewing Company, cheers. Lost Shirt Brewing Company, Lost Signal Brewing Company, Lost Tavern Brewing, Lost Towns Brewing Company, Lost Valley Brewing Company, Lost Way Brewery, Lost Winds Brewing Company, Lost Woods Brewery, Lot 50 Brewery.
That's 4,000!
Oh, yes, woo, no one's got any more energy to even say woo anymore. Loudon, Loudoun, woo, woo, Loudoun Brewing Company. You gotta help me with that one. Loudoun, he's lost it. He's Loudoun Brewing Company, Louisiana Purchase Brewing Company, Love City Brewing Company, Lovecraft, HP, Call of Cthulhu, Lovecraft Brewing Company, Love Lady Brewing Company, Loveland Ale Works, Low Road Brewing, Low Tide Brewing, Low Down Brewery and Kitchen, Lowell Beer Works, Lower Forge Brewery, Lower Case Brewing Production Facility, LTD Brewery, LTS Brewing Company, Lubeck Brewing Company, Lucette Brewing Company, Lucky Bucket Brewing Company, that's my lucky bucket. Don't kick it. Lucky Envelope Brewing, Lucky Girl Brewing Company, Crossroads, Lucky Hair Brewing Company Incorporated, Lucky Labrador Beer Hall. I had a Labrador once. Lucky Labrador Brew Pub, Lucky Luke Brewing Company, Lucky Luke, he's a pool player. Lucky Monk Burger, Pizza, and Beer Company. You're lucky, aren't you? Because you just keep chatting all the time, you monks. Lucky Oil, Lucky Owl Brewing, Lucky Star Brewery, Lucky's 1313 Brew Pub, Luddington's Bay Brewington Company, Ludlam Island Brewery, Ludland Island Brewery, Lumber Barons Brewery, Lumber House Brewing Company, Lumberyard Brewing Company, Tap Room and Grill, Luminous Brew House, Lumpy Ridge, I'm a little lumpy today, Lunacy Brewing Company, Luna, this is one small step for beer and one lunar moon landing. Oh. Lunkenheimer Craft Brewing Company, Lupine Brewing Company, Lupulin Brewing. Lupulin Brewing, one of them was that. Lydian Stone Brewing Company, Lynchpin Beer Company, The Laundry, Lynn Lake Brewery, Linwood Brewing Concern. Interesting, Linwood Brewing Concern. Usually it's company at this point, 4,000 in, but I'm gonna say that. Lion Smith Brewing Company, MIA Beer Company, bang. What is it? MIA song, MIA Beer Company, I can't remember. M Special Brewing Company, Mac and Jack's Brewing Incorporated. Machias River Brewing Company, thank you. Machine House Brewery, Mackenzie Brewing Company, Mackinac Brewing Company, Mackinac Trail Brewing Company, Mackinac Trail, Winery and Brewery, McLeod Ale Brewing Company, Macon Beer Company, Macushla Brewing Company, Mad Anthony Brewing Company, Mad Beach Brewing, Mad Bomber Brewing Company, Mad Chef Craft Brewing, Mad County Brewing, Mad Duck Craft Brewing Company, Mad Fox Brewing Company, Mad Fritz, Mad Hatchet, here's me, Mad Jack Brewing Company, Van Dyke Restaurant and Lounge, Mad Jack's Mountain Brewery, Mad Knight, I'm a Mad Knight, that's a, wow, what a joust. Mad Malt Brewery and Tap Room, Mad Mole Brewing, are we here, is the ground here, that's a Mad Mole, Mad Paddle Brewery, Mad Pecker Brewing, Mad Princess Brewing, I don't have any here, come and save me, Mad River Brewing Company, Mad Science, that's a sign, Mad Sweet, 40, Mad K Brewery, Mad Cat Brew Company, Mad Cow, Mad Mad Cow. Mad West Brewing Company, Madhouse Brewing Company, Madison Brewing Company, Pub and Restaurant, Madison River Brewing Company, Mad Tree Brewing, Maelstrom Brewing Company, Magic City. Brewing Company, Magic Valley Brewing, Magnify Brewing Company, Magnolia Brewing Company, Magnolia Dog Patch, Magnuson Cafe and Brewery, Mahogany Ridge Brewery and Grill, Maiden City Brewing Company, Maiden's Brewery, Main and Six Brewing Company, Main and Mill Brewing Company, Main Channel Brewing Company, Mainsail Brewery, Atwood Yacht Club. We're going to the Yacht Club today. Main Street Brewery, Four Corners, and Main Street Brewery Incorporated, Tyrannus Pizza. Tyrannus Pizza, Maine Beer Company, Maine State Independent Brewing Company, Mays Valley Craft Brewery, Mackay Brewing Company, Makers Craft Brewery, Malay Fort Worth, Maltese Brewing Company, Mammoth Brewing Company, Man Cave Brewing Company, Manskirt, that'd be a kilt, I think. Manafirkin, Manatawny Creek Brewery, Manayunk Brewing Company, Restaurant, Mancoast Brewing Company, Manfish Brewing, Manifest Beer Company, Manitou Brewing Company, Mankato Brewery. Mankato Brewery, Manor Hill Brewing, Man Rock Brewing, Mantra Artisan Ales, Map Brewing Company, Maple Island Brewing, Maple Lawn Brewery, Maplewood Brewing Company, Marble Brewery, Marble Brewery, Marblehead Brewing Company, March 1st Brewing, Mare Island Brewing Company, Coal Shed Brewery, Mare Island Brewing Company, Ferry Tap Room, Marietta Brewing Company, Marin Brewing Company, Maritime Pacific Brewing Company, Mark Twain Brewing Company, the Mark Twain Brewing Company, Marker 48 Brewing, Market Cross Pub and Brewery, Market Garden Brewery, Market Street Brewing Company, Market Street Public House, Marley's Brewery. I don't remember any Bob Marley songs. Marsh Island Brewing Company, Marshall Brewing Company, Marshall Wharf Brewing Company, Martha's Exchange Restaurant and Brewery, Martin City Brewing Company, Martin House Brewing Company, Maryland Beer Company, Mars Community Brewing. I have to go to Mars. Marzani's Brick Oven and Brewery, Mash Cult Brewing, Mash House Restaurant Brewery, Mash Lab Brewing, Mash Monkey Brew Company, Mash Craft Brewing, Mash Craft Fishers, Mason Ale Works, Mason City Brewing, Mason Jar Lager Company, Mason's Brewing Company, Mass Landing Brewing Company, Masters Brew House, Masthead Brewing Company, Masteries Brewing Company, Tanuska Brewing Company, Matchless Brewing Company. How am I going to light my wood without a match? Matchwood Brewing Company, Matthews Brewing Company, Maui Brewing Kihei, Maui Brewing Lahaina. Ooh, Lahaina. Oh, bless you. Maui Brave Brewing Company, Max Loggers Wood-Fired Grill and Brewery, Max's Fano Creek Brew Pub, Max Line Brewing. Woo! Mayday Brewery, Mayflower Brewing Company, Mayhew Junction Brewing Company, R.I.P. Mayhew, Chewbacca, Mazama Brewing Company, McAllister Brewing Company, MacArthur's Brewhouse, McCall Brewing Company, McClellan's Brewing Company, McFleshman's Brewing Company, McGuire's Irish Pub and Brewery Destin, McGuire's Irish Pub and Brewery Pensacola, McHenry Brewing Company, McIntosh Orchards, Mackenzie Brewhouse number 2, Mackenzie Brewhouse number 3, Mackenzie Brewing Company, McMenamins. Okay, what's the deal with this one?
McMenamin.
I know, but what's the deal with it? McMenamins, Cedar Hills, McMenamins, Anderson School Brewery, McMenamins, Concordia Brewery at Kennedy School, McMenamins, Cornelius Fast Roadhouse, McMenamins, Crystal Ballroom Brewery, McMenamins, East Vancouver Brewery, McMenamins, Edgefield Brewery, McMenamins, Fulton Pub and Brewery, McMenamins, High Street Brewery, McMenamins, Highland Pub and Brewery, McMenamins, Hillsdale Brewery and Public House, McMenamins, John Barleycorns, McMenamins, Kalama Harbor Lodge Brewery, McMenamins, Lighthouse Brewery, McMenamins, Mill Creek Brewery, McMenamins, Murray and Allen, McMenamins, Oak Hills Brewery, McMenamins, Old Church Brewery, McMenamins, Old St. Francis School, McMenamins, Olympic Club Brewery, McMenamins on Monroe, of course, McMenamins on the Columbia Brewery, McMenamins, Queen Anne Brewery, McMenamins, Roseburg Station Brewery, McMenamins, Spar Cafe Brewery, McMenamins, Thompson Brewery, McMenamins, West Lynn Brewery. Thank you. McNeil's Brewery. MD's Sports Tavern and Grill. Cheers to you. Meadowlark Brewing. Mean Max Brewworks. Meccan River Brewing Company. Meddlesome Brewing Company. Medusa Brewing Company. Megaton Brewery. Mel's Micro. Mellow Mink Brewing. Melvin's Brewing Company, Melvin Brewing Bellingham, Melvin Brewing Company, Tie Me Up. Tie me up. Melvin Brewing, San Diego Brew Pub, Memphis Made Brewing Company, Menace Brewing, Merrimack Brewing Company, Merrimack Ales, Mesquite River Brewing, Metal Monkey Brewing, Metazoa Brewing Company, Medier Brewing Company, Metric Brewing Company, Metropolitan Brewing, Mexitaly Brick Oven Brewhouse, MI Brewery, Kayla Ray Cellars, Mia and Pia's Pizzeria Brewhouse, Mia and Pia, Miami Brewing Company, Miami Creek Brewing Company, Micatown Brewing, oh, Michigan Brewing Works, McDuff's Brewing Company, Mickey Finn's Brewery, The Middle Ages Brewing Company Limited, Middle Brow Beer Company, thank God I shaved this morning, Middleton Brewing Company, Middleton Brewing, MBTX, Midland Brewing Company, Midnight Brewery, dun, 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 dun. I'm the Midnight Brewery, man. Midnight Jack Brewing Company. Bum, bum, bum. Midnight Oil Brewing. Bum, bum. Midnight Pig. Midnight Sun Brewing Company. Midtown Brewing Company. Miel Brewery and Tap Room. Mighty Miss Brewing Company. Mighty Merrill Brewing Company. Mighty River Brewing Company. Mighty Squirrel. Wow, what's some nuts? That's a Mighty Squirrel. Migration Brewing Company. There they go. Look at them fly. Mike Hess Brewing, San Diego. What's up, Mike? Mike Hess Brewing, Miramar. Microphone Brewing. Nice. McKellar Brewing, NYC. McKellar Brewing. Mickler Brewing, NYC, Mickler Brewing, San Diego, Milepost 111 Brewing, Milepost 111 Brewing, Mile Wide Beer Company, Milford Point Brewing Company, Milk House Brewery at Still Point Farm, Mill City Brew Works, Mill Creek Brewing Company, Mill House Brewing Company, Mill River Brewing Company and Smokehouse, Mill Valley Beer Works, Mill Whistle Brewing, Millennial Brewing Company. Get your phones out, you're a millennial. Millersburg Brewing, Mills River Brewing, Millstream Brewing Company, Millwood Brewing Company, Millyard Brewing, Milner's Gate, Milton's Brewing, Milwaukee Ale House, Milwaukee Brewing Company, Mind Over Mash Brewing Company, Mindful Brewing Company, Miner Brewing Company, Miners Alley Brewing Company, Minglewood Brewery, Minus Craft Brewery, Minneapolis Town Hall Brewery, Minocqua Brewing Company, Mirage Beer Company, Mirror Twin, that's my Mirror Twin Brewing, Miscreation Brewing Company, Mishap, Mishigama Craft Brewing, Ipsy Ale House, Miskatonic Brewing Company, Miss Pillion River Brewing, Missing Falls Brewery. I thought I had put my falls over here, but they're missing, I put my links over here, Missing Links Brewery, I put my mountains over here, Missing Mountains Brewing, I put my brewery, Mission Brewery. My mission is you, brewery. Missoula Brewing Company, Missouri Beer Company, Missouri Breaks Brewing, Missouri Breaks Brewing. Mistress Brewing Company, Misty Mountain Brewery, Mitten Brewing Company, Northport Moab Brewery, Mitten Brewing Company, Northport Moab Brewery, Moat Mountain Smokehouse and Brewing Company. I'll get it, Carl. Mob Craft Beer, Mobtown Brewing Company, Moby Dick. I got it, Moby Dick. Moccasin Bend Brewing Company. Carl, we're busy. Mockery Brewing, Moderation Brewing Company, Modern Brewery. Hello, who is it? Oh, it's the phone? Great. Phone's calling me. Another phone's calling me. Modern Methods Brewing Company. Modern Times, the Belmont Fermentorium. Hello, who is it? Oh, Modern Times, the Darkness Dojo. Modern Times Barrel House. Modern Times Beer. Modicum Brewing. Modus Brewing Company. Muller Brew Barn. Moorlane Lager House, Mulligan Cafe and Brewery, Moxa Brewing Company, Molly Pitcher Brewing Company, Momac Brewing Company, Momentum Brew House, who is it? Monadnock Brewing Company Incorporated, Monarch Brewing Company, Monday, of course it isn't that. Monday Night Brewing, Garage, Monaghan Brewing Company. Okay, here we go. Monday Night Brewing, Garage Monaghan Brewing Company, Monk's Cellar, that's where they go to chat. I knew it. Monka Brewing Company. Monkey Fist Brewing Company. Monkey Town. They're all here. Monkish Brewing Company is where we get chattish with the monkish. Monkless. Thank goodness. No more monks chatting in my ears. Monkless Belgian Ales. Monarch Beer Company. Monocracy Brewing Company. Montana Brewing Company, Montauk Brewing Company, Montavilla Brew Works, Montclair Brewery, Monterey Coast Brewing, Montgomery Brewing Company, Montrose Brewery, Monument City Brewing Company, Monzula Farm Brewery, Vineyard 22, Moo Duck Brewery, It's a moo duck. Moody Tongue. Moody Tongue Brew. Oh, I'm so sorry. Moody Tongue Brewing Company. Moon Hill Brewing Company Incorporated. Moon River Brewing Company. Moon Tower Sudworks. Moonlight Pizza. Now I can eat it. Moonraker Brewing Company. Moonraker Brewing Company. Moon Ridge Brew Pub, Moonrise Brewing Company, Moon Shrimp Brewing, Moontown, it's night all the time, Moontown, Moose Lake Brewing Company, Moore Brewing Company, Morgan Ridge, Railwalk Brewery and Eatery, Morgan Ridge Vineyards and Brew House, Morgan Street Brewery, Morgan Territory Brewing, Morgantown Brewing Company, Mortalis Brewing Company, Mortals Key Brewing Company, Moscow, I can't do it. Moscow Brewing Company, Mossany Brewing Company, Moss Mill Brewing, Mother Bunch Brewing Incorporated, Mother Earth Vista, Mother Earth Nampa, Mother Earth Kinston, Mother Road Brewing Company, Mother Stewart's Brewing Company, Mother Tucker Brewery, Mother's Brewing Company, Motor City Brewing Works, yeehaw! Motor Row Brewing, oh no, Motor Works Brewing, Mount Dora Brewing Company, Mount Gretna Craft Brewery, Mount Hood, Mount Ida Reserve, Mount Olympus, Mount Shasta, Mount Cowboy, Mountain Fork Brewery, Mountain Lakes Brewing Company, Mountain Layers Brewing Company, Mountain Rambler Brewing, Mountain State Brewing Company, Mountain Sun Pub and Brewery, Mountain Tap Brewery, Mountain Toad Brewing, Mountain Town Brewing Company, Mountain Town Station Restaurant and Brew Pub, Mountain Valley, Mountain View Grants Pass, Mountain View Stroudsburg, Mountains Walking, Mustache Brewing Company, Moylan's Brewery and Restaurant, Mr. Dunderback's Beer Garden and Brewery, Dunderbrow Brewing, Raz Brewing Company, thank you, Jason. Empty Head Brewing Company, Mount Low Brewing Company, Mount Tabor Brewing Company, Mount Carmel Brewing Company, Mount Rushmore Brewing Company. That's a Mount. Mucky Duck Brewery, Mudhound Brewing Company, McDowell Brew Kitchen, Mudbug Brewery, Muddy Creek Brewery. My mud is stuck, my feet are stuck in the mud. Muddy Rose Brewery, Mudden Brewing Company, Mudhook Brewing Company, Mudshark Brewing Company, Mule and Elk Brewing Company, Mully's Brewery, Mumford Brewing Company, Mumford Municipal Brew Works, Munkle Brewing Company, Muskalunge Brewing Company, that's a big fish, Muskogee Brewing Company, Mustang Sally Brewing Company, My Old Kentucky Foam, My Beer, My Grain Brewing Company, Mystic Brewery, Mystic Roots Brewing, Naylor's Brewing Company, Naked Brewing Company, oh, Naked Dove, oh, woo, it's a Naked Dove. Nail House Brewing Company, Nano 108 Brewing Company, Nano Brew Company, Cleveland, very small Nano Brew, Nantahala Brewing Company, Naptime Liquid Creation, Napa and Palisades Beer Company, Napa Smith Brewery, Napa Valley Brewing Company, Calistoga Inn, Naples Beach Brewery, Narragansett Brewing Company, Narrow Gauge Brewing Company, Narrow Path Brewing Company, Narrows Brewing Company, Nashville Brewing Company, Natchez Brewing Company, Nation Brewery, Natty Greens Brewing Company, Nature Coast Brewing Company, Naughty Monk, you naughty monk, chatting all the time, you naughty monk, Brewery LLC, you, Naughty Oak Brewing Company, Knockabout Brewery, Navigation Brewing Company, NC State Brewery, Nebraska Brewing Company, La Vista, Nebraska Brewing Company, Papillon, Natchez Brewing Company, Neck of the Woods Brewing Company, Neon Groundhog Brewery, it's gonna be a winner, yikes, Majestic Oak Winery, Nepenthe Brewing Company, Neptune's Brewery, Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company, Network Brewery, News River Brewing Company, Never Summer Brewing Company, Always Winter, New Albanian Bank Street Brewhouse, New Albanian Brewing Company, New Anthem Beer Project, New Axiom Brewing Company, New Barons Brewing Cooperative, New Belgium, The Woods at the Source, New Belgium Fort Columns, New Belgium Asheville, New Bohemia Brewing Company, New Boswell Brewing Company, New Braunfels Brewing, New City Brewery, New Corner Brewing Company, New Crescent Brewing Company, New District Brewing Company, New England Brewing Company, New English Brewing Company Incorporated, New Era Fine Fermentations, New Glarus Brewing Company, New Glarus Riverside, New Glory Craft Brewery, New Groove Artisan Brewery, New Heights Brewing Company, New Helvetia Brewing Company, New Holland Brewing Company, New Image Brewing Company, New Jersey Brewery Beer Company, New Maine Brewing, New Oberfowls, New Oberfowls Brewing, New Orleans Lager and Ale Brewing, NOLA Brewing, New Pouts Brewing Company, cheers to you, New Park Brewing, New Province Brewing Company, New Realm Brewing, New Realm Brewing, cheers to New Realm Brewing, cheers, New Republic Brewing, New River Brewing Company, New Sarum Brewing, New Smyrna Breach Brewing Company, New South Brewing Company, New Terrain Brewing Company, New Trail Brewing Company, New Union Brewing, New Village Brewery and Taproom, New York Beer Project Lockport, New York Beer Project Victor, all right, cheers to you, New York Beer Project Victor, New Wago Brewing Company, New Beer Brewing Company, New Berry Port Brewing Company, New Grass Brewing Company, Newport Craft Brewing and Distilling, Next Chapter Brew Pub, The next chapter, Next Door, hello, Next Door Brewing Company, Next Trick Brewing Company, I don't like magic, Next Trick, Nexus Brewery, Niantic Public House and Brewery, Nickel Beer, I got a nickel for every beer I've seen, Nickel Point Brewing Company, Night Lizard, Night Lizard, that's a Night Shift Brewing Incorporated, Nightlife, Nightlife Brewing Company, you know what I'm saying, Nimble Hill Brewing Company, 9 Band Brewing Company, 9 Giant Brewing, 9 Yards, oh boy, Ninkasi Brewing Company, Nisqually Valley Brewing, Nivell Brewing, cheers, No Boat Brewing Company, I'll swim, No BS Brew Company, I'm telling it like it is, No Clue Craft Brewery, I don't know who killed the person, No Drought Brewing Company, we got lots of water, No Label Brewing Company, what's that label? No Worries Brewing Company, no worries, my bro, No Lie Brew House, no lie right here, Noble Ale Works, cheers, Noble Base Brewing Company, Noble Creature Cask House, Noble J Brewing Company, Noble Order Brewing Company, Noble Roots Brewing, Noble Shepherd Craft Brewery, Noble Stein Brewing Company, Nobo Brewing Company, No Coast Beer Company, Noctera Brewing Company, Nod Hill Brewery, Noda Brewing, Co-N-E, Noda Brewing Company, OG, you the OG, man, Nolo, None Such River Brewing, I have never heard of it before, None Such, Noon Whistle, it's noon, NorCal Brewing Company, Norbrick Farm Brewery, Nordic Brew Works, Norfolk Brewing Company, Norris English Pub, Norseman Brewing Company, North 47 Brewing Company, North Brewery, North by Northwest Restaurant, North by Northwest, and Brewery, North Capital, North Center Brewing Company, North Channel Brewing Company, North Course Brewing Company Incorporated, North Country Brewing Company, North Country Canning Company, North End Tavern and Brewery, cheers, North Fork Dernig, toast to North Fork Brewerhead, and you, North 40 Beer Company, and North Haven Brewing Company, North High Brewing, North Idaho Mountain Brew, City Limits Pub, and to North Jetty Brewing, a drink to that, North Mountain Brewing Company, North Park Beer Company, North Peak Brewing Company, North Pier Brewing, North Sound Brewing, Northampton Brewery, Northbound Smokehouse Brew Pub, Northern Ales, Northern Maine Brewing Company, Northern Orc Brewery Incorporated, Northern Outer Banks Brewing Company, everything's in the north, Northern Pine Brewing, Northern Row Brewery and Distillery, Northern United Brewery Company, Northish, it's not south, it's Northish Beer Company, North Shore Brewery Incorporated, cheers, Northville Winery and Brewery, Northwest Brewing Company, Northwest Passage Craft Brewery, Northwest Peaks Brewery, Northwood Public House and Brewery, Northwest Brew Pub and Grill, Norton's Brewing Company, Norway Brewing Company, Nos Dunk, wham, Nostunk Brewing Company, Nostalgia, I remember when I didn't have to do this, Nostrovia Brewing Company, Not Lost Brewing Company, Notch, I got a notch on my belt Brewing Company, Nothing's Left Brewing Company, just kidding, everything's left, here we go, Novel Brewing Company, Novel Strand Brewing, Novo Brazil, Novo Brazil Brewing Company, Numbers Brewing Company, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a number, Nutmeg Brew House, put it in your coffee, Nuts and Bolts Brewing, it's all here, Oso Brewery Phoenix, OHSO, Oso Brewery Gilbert, OHSO, Eatery and Nano Brewery, O'Connor Brewing Pub, O'Fallon Brewery, O'Meara Brothers Brewing Company, O'Neill and Sons Brewing Company, Oso, you say, Oak and Iron Brewing Company, Oak Cliff Brewing Company, Oak Creek Bow Brewing Company, Oak Highlands Brewery, Oak Hills Brewing, Oak Park Brewing Company, Oak Pond Brewing Company, Oak Road Brewery, Oak Brook Brewing Company, Oak and Barrel Brewing Company, Oakland United Beer Works, Oakland Spring Brewery, Oakshire Brewery, cheers, Oasis Brewery, Oasis Texas Brewing Company, Obed Brewing, Obed and Isaac Springfield, Obed and Isaac Peoria, free drinks, it's on me, and Obed, Ober Creek Brewing Company, Oblivion Brewing Company, Oblivion Brewing Company, Occidental Brewing Portland, Occidental Brewing Spox, Ocean Beach Brewery, Ocean Lab Brewing, Ocean Sun Brewing, Ocean View Brewworks, Oceanside Brewing Company, Ocelot Brewing Company, very rare cat, Ochoco Brewing Company, Okmulgee Brew Pub, Okuni Brewing Company, Octopi Brewing, Untitled Art, Eight Legs, Odor Restaurant, Odd Ale Wives Farm Brewery, Odd Breed Wild Ales, Odd Fellows Brewing Company, Odd Man Rush, Odd Otter Brewing Company, I'm an Odd Otter. Odd Side Ales, Odd 13 Brewing Company, Oddball, I'm an Oddball Brewing Company, Odd Story Brewing Company, Cheers, Oddwood Ales, Ode Brewing Company, Odell Brewing Company, Odell Brewing Company, Denver, Odin Brewing, Odin, God of all the beers, Brewing Company, Odyssey Beer Works, OEC Brewing, Off Camber Brewing, Off Color Brewing, Off Square Brewing, Off the Grid Brewing Company, Off the Rail Brewing Youngstown, Off the Rail Brewing Company Sunnyvale, Off Track Brewing Company, Off Kilter Brewing, Offshore Ale Company, Augie's Sports Brewhouse Pizza, Apple Valley. Cheers to you. Augie's Pizza and Brewing Company, Carmel Mountain Ranch. Augie's Pizza and Brewing Company, Mission Valley. Ogo Pogo Brewing. I'll drink to that. Ogres Brewing. The Ogres know how to brew. Ohana. Cheers. Ohio Brewing Company. OH-I-O. Oil Horse Brewing Company. Who's with me? Oh, hi. How are you? Ojai Valley Brewery. Okoboji Brewing. Okoboji. Old Republic Brewery, Nevada City. Old Republic Brewery, Rancho Cordova. Ola Brew Company, Old 41 Brewing Company, Old 690 Brewing Company, Old 99 Brewing Company, Old Bisbee. Old Bisbee Brewing. Ah, yes, Old Bisbee. I remember it well. Old Black Bear Brewing. The Old Boys Brew House. Old Busthead Brewing Company. Old Busthead have I. Old Cas Beer, Old Coast Ales, Old Colony Brewing. I used to live on Old Colony Road. Taking me back. Old Colorado Brewing Company, Old Dog Ale House. That's a good old dog. Bang! You gotta have an old dog, new tricks. Old Ellsworth Brewing Company, Old Firehouse Brewery, Old Forge Brewing Company, Old Hangtown Beer Works, Rancho Cordova, Old Hangtown Beer Works, Placerville. Cheers, Old Harbor Brewery, Old Harold Brewing Company, Old House Vineyards, Old Irving Brewing Company, Old Ivy Brewery and Tap Room, Old Can Beer and Company, Old Claverack Brewery, Old Kudzu Brewing, Old Louisville Brewery, Barrel Room, Old Man Brewing, and our little drink too, Old Market Pub and Brewery, Old Mill Brew Pub, Old Mill Brew Pub and Grill, Old Mill Craft Beer, Old Nation Brewing Company, Old Ox Brewery, Old Planters Brewing Company, Old Possums Brewing Company, Old Rail Brewing Company, Old Redwood Brewing Company, Old Schoolhouse Brewery, Old School Brewing, Old Soul Brewing, Old Station Brewing Company, Old Stove Brewing Company, Old Stump Brewery. I feel old right now. Old Town Brew House, Old Town Brewing, Old Trade Brewery, Old Bedford Brewing Company, Old Burnside Brewing Company, Old Hickory Brewery, Old Hickory Brewery at Amos Howard's, Old Mother Brewing, Old Peninsula Brew Pub and Restaurant, Old Ritual Brewing Company, Old Salem Brewing Company, Old Dallas Brewery, Old Shed Brewing Company, Tangy River Brewing Company. If you're old and tangy, say aye. Oliver Brewing Company. Cheers, Oliver Brewing Company. Oliver, what's the song from that play? Ology Brewing Company. Good suffix. All Valdy Farm and Brewing. Omaha Brewing Company. Omni Brewing Company, On Rotation. Hey, man, what's on rotation today on the old Ron Rotation Brewery? Cheers to you. On Tour Brewing Company. Come on your right, we can see we've got Onco Fermentations. Cheers. One Barrel Brewing Company, One Brewing Harmony Meadow Center, One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company. It just keeps running in circles. One Love Brewery, One Trick Pony Brewery. Gotta teach that pony one trick. One Well Brewing, One World Brewing, Only Child Brewing Company. That's me. Oro No Brewing Company, Ookapow Brewing Company. Ooh, kapow! Oopsie, open outcry. I have an open outcry. Cheers to you, open outcry. Open Road Brewery, Opposition Brewing Company, Optimism Brewing Company. That glass is always half empty, full. No, that's not right. Oracle Brewing Company, Orange Blossom Brewing Company, Orange County Brewers, Orchid Islands Brewery, Ordnance Brewing, Taproom Wilsonville, or Dock Brewing Company, Oregon City Brewing Company, Oregon Trail Brewery, great video game. Orf Brewing, Origin Beer Lab, my daughter always died of dysentery. Origin Brewer, Original Gravity Brewing Company, Original Gravity Brewing Company, Original Pattern Brewing Company, Orlando Brewing Partners Incorporated, Orlison Brewing Company, Orman Brewing, Oro Brewing Company. Orono Brewing, Bangor Draft Room. Orono Brewing, Bangor Draft Room. I just like it. It rolls off the tongue. Orono Brewing, Brewery and Draft Room. I love it. Orpheus Brewing, Orr's Brewing Company. Hockey player. Ortho City. Oh, my teeth. Ortho City Brewery and Smokehouse. Osgood Brewing. Oscar Blues Brewery, Austin. Oh, Oscar Blues Brewery, Graveyard. Brevard. Brevard! Oscar Blues Brewery, Brevard! Oscar Blues Brewery, Lions! Oscar Blues Brewery and Tasty Weasel Tap Room. Osmo's Ale House, Oswald Brewing Company. Oswald! Okay, Oswego Brewing Company. Other Half Brewing Company. I can't find my other half. Is that you out there? Message me. Other Side of the Moon Brewery, Full Moon Oyster Bar. Other Creek Brewing Company, Otto's Pub and Brewery. Wachita Brewing Company, our brewing company. Cheers to you, our brewing company. Our mutual friend brewing, Ouray Brewery, Urail House Brewery, Out of Bounds Brewery, that's an Out of Bounds, first down, company and Outhouse Ales. Go to the Outhouse, have some ales. Outbreak Brewing Company, Outer Banks Brewing Station, Outer Light Brewing Company, Outer Planet Craft Brewing, Outer Range Brewing Company, Outer Bell Brewing Company, Outlander Brewery and Pub, that can be only one. But there's two, I think. We had one earlier. Anyways, Outlaw Brewing Company, Outlook Farm Brewery, Oval Craft Brewing, Overtown Brewing Company, Overflow Brewing, that's Overflow, Overshores Brewing Company, Overtime, OT, we're on OT, everybody, Overtime, Oviedo Brewing Company, Owen O'Leary's Restaurant and Brewery, welcome to Owen O'Leary's, cheers to you, Owen O'Leary's Slancha, Owen O'Leary's Restaurant and Brewery, Oxbow Blending and Bottling Portland, Oxbow Brewing Company, Oxbow Company, woo! Oxbow Brewing Company, Newcastle, there you are. Oyster Bay Brewing, Oyster City Brewing Company, Oyster Creek Brewing Company, Oyster House Brewing Company, Ozark. Boy, here we go. Well, come on down, Ozark Beer Company, Ozark Brewing Company, Ozone's Brew House. There's no holes in this ozone. Pacific Beach Ale House, Pacific Brewing and Malting, Pacific Grove Brewing Company, Pacific Islander Beer Company, Pacific Plate Brewing Company, Packing House Brewing Company, cheers. Packwood Brewing Company, Paddle Brewing Company, Paddle Hard Brewing. Oh, we got a paddle now. Here we go. Paddle Hard Brewing, Paddle Hard North, Padre. Oh, we lost. Okay, no more paddles. Padre Island Brewing Company, Paducah Beer Works, Pagosa Brewing and Grill. Paradise Brewing Company. Oh, Snake Eyes, Paladin Brewing, Pale Fire Brewing Company, Palisade Brewing Company, Pallister Brothers Brewing, Palm City Brewing, Palm Harbor Brewery, Palm Tree Brewing Company, Palmer Brewery and Cider House, Palmetto Brewing Company, Palmia, Palooza Brewery and Gastropub, yummy, Pals Brewing Company, Panacea, when we were all one, Panacea Brewing Company, Remedy Brewing Company, Panther Island, wow, Brewing Company, Pantomime Mixtures, forget the panto part, that's mine. Pantown Brewing Company, Paonia United Brewing Company, Papa Marcy's Cerveceria, Pappy Slocum Brewing Company, Parable Brewing, cheers, Paradigm Shift Brewing, Paradise Brewing Supplies, Paradise Creek Brewery, Paradox Beer Company, The Paradox, Paradox Brewery, Paragon Brewing, Paraíso Brewery, Parched Eagle, I need some water, that's Parched Eagle. Oh my God, Parade Olia Brewing Company, Pariah Brewing Company, Parish Brewing Company, Park City Brewery, Park Pizza and Brewing Company, Park Tavern Brewery, Parker County Brewing Company, Parker's Hilltop Brewery, Parker's Steakhouse and Brewery, Parkinsburg Brewing Company, Parkside Brewing Company, Parkway Brewing, Parlo Beer Lab, Parsons North Brewing Company, cheers, Parsons Labor Brewing Company, Paso Robles Casino, Craft Paso Bar. We got it. Pastime Brewery Bar and Grill, Patohara Brewing Company, Patriot Acres Farm Brewery, Patron Saints Brewery, Patuxent Brewing Company, Papa, hello, Papa Brewing Company, cheers to you, Polly's Island Brewing Company, Pax Verum Brewing, Payette Brewing Company, Paystreet Brewing Company, P-Dub Brewing Company, Peabody Heights Brewery, P Street Brewing Company, Peacemaker Brewing Company, Peak Organic Brewing Company, Peak to Peak Tap and Brew, Peak View Brewing Company, Peaks and Pines Brewing Company, Pearl Beach, ooh, what's under here? A pearl. In there, Pearl Street Brewery, Pearl Street Grill and Brewery, Pelican, no, it's not a pelican, it's a pecan, Pecan or pecan, Street Brewing Company, depends. The Peckish Pig, oh, I'm just a little pig. piece of dirt, please. A peckish pig. Peckish pig. Very good. Cheers to you. Pedal House Brewery. Here we go. The Peddler Brewing. We're peddling now. Pedernales Brewing Company. Pedro Point Brewing. Peak Skill. I'm at my peak skill in this moment in this life. Here we go. Peel Brewing Company. Pegasus City Brewery. That's a, whatever the thing is with the horse and the thing. Pegasus. And you get it. We got it. Pelican. Pelican Brewing Company, here it comes. Reach in, Pelican Brewing Company, Pelican Brewing Company, Cannon Beach. Pelican Brewing Company, Tillamook, Penn Druid, ha ha ha, magic. Penn Druid Brewing, Pennsylvania Brewing Company, Penobscot Bay Brewery, Penrose Brewing Company, Pensacola Bay Brewery, Pentagonal Brewing Company, the People's Brewing Company. Very good. Peoria Artisan Brewery, Percent Tap House. Cheers. Percival, where is Percival? Yes. My master. Percival Brewing Company, Perennial Artisan Ales, Perfect Plain Brewing Company, Perihelion.
Yeah.
Perihelion Brewery, cheers. Periodic Brewing, North Glen. Perrin Brewing Company, Perry Street Brewing Company, Perilogic Brewing Company, Persimmon Hollow Brewing, Persuasion Brewing Company. You should really go there. Pesky Pelican. That's another pelican. Peter B's Brew Pub. Peter B. Perdoculus. Peticolas Brewing Company, Petoskey Brewing, Petrucci Brothers. Hey, come on, it's me, Petrucci, and me, Petrucci. We are two brothers, Petrucci Brothers. Hey, the pet skull. This is my pet. It's just a skull. Oh my goodness. P. Freem Family Brewers. Philly, Phantom Ales. We are the Phantom of the Ales. Phantom Ales. Phantom Canyon. We are the Phantom Carriage. Phantom Carriage Brewery. The Phantom Horse. Oh my gosh. It's everything with the thing of the mascot. Far Mill Brewing Company. Phase 2 Brewing. Philadelphia. That's because it's the same. He was born there. It's a different movie. Philadelphia Brewing Company. Phillipsburg Brewing Company. Picacho. Picacho Peak Brewing Company. Cheers. Peace Brewery. Piedmont. Brewery. Piedmont. Almost Piedmont pants. Okay. Anyways, Piedmont Brewery and Kitchen. Pig Iron Brewing Company. Pig Mines Brewing Company. It's all dirt in there. Pig Mine. You know what I mean? Pig Pounder Brewery. I gotta pound the pig. Whatever that is. Pigeon Head. It's an old Pigeon Head. The old Pigeon Head. Pigeon Hill Brewing Company. Cheers. Pigeon River. Where all they belong, those pigeons.
That's 5,000.
5,000. That's 5K, baby. Woo! Here it comes. Cheers to you. Pig's Eye Pub. It's the Pig's Eye. Pike 51. Pike Brewing Company. Pike's Peak. Pileated Brewing Company. Pilot Brewing. I'm a pilot. Look at me. I'm a pilot. Okay, Pilot House Brewing Company, Pine and Palm Brewing, Pine Island Brewing Company, Pine Street Brewery. Here we go. Pinehurst Brewing Company, Pine Lands Brewing, Pinella's Ale Works, Pine Top Brewing Company, Piney River Brewing Company, Pinglehead. You're such a Pinglehead. Pinglehead Brewing Company, Brewers Pizza, The Pint and Plow. Okay, Pint 9 Brewing Company, Pint House Pizza North, Pint House Pizza South, Pines Brewery and Sports Bar, Pines Pub Brewery and Freehouse. Put-ups and pints, you know what I mean? Pipe Dream Brewing, Pipe Works Brewing Company, Pisgah Brewing Company, Pismo Brewing Company, and all the clams you can eat. Pitcher Sports Restaurant Brewery, the old Pitchfork Brewing Company, Pitch Street Brewing Company, Pivo Brewery, Pivo Brewery. Cheers, Pivot Brewing Company. I will pivot to you. There it is. That's a pivot. And we're going to Pixel Brewing Company. I'm all blocks. Pizza Boy Brewing Company, Pizza Port, Brezzy Ranch, Pizza Port Carlsbad. Pizza Port Ocean Beach, Pizza Port San Clemente, Pizza Port Solana Beach, Placerville Brewing Company, Plan 9 Ale House, Plan B Farm Brewery. That kind of a B. Planetary Brewing Company, it all revolves around me. Planktown Brewing, Plank Owner Brewing Company, Plat 35 Brewery. Platform Beer Company Cleveland, Platform Beer Company Lacoba, Platform Beer Company Production Facility, Platform Beer Company Tap Room, Platform Beer Funkenship, yay, Platform Cincinnati, Platt Park Brewing Company, Plattsburgh Brewing Company, the old Platypus Brewing, that's a monotream, if you didn't know that, look it up, monotream, Playa Linda Brewing Company, Bricks Project, Pleasanton Main Street Brewery, Pleasure House Brewing, Plow Brewing Company, Plymouth Beer Company, Dirty Water Distillery, yucky. Dirty water. No, you're not yucky. I love it. Plymouth Brewing Company. Po' Boy. I'm going to get a Po' Boy. Pocock Pocock, not to be mistaken with the peacock, but Pocock Brewing Company, Pocono Brewing Company, Point Blank Brewing Company. Here I am, Point Blank, Point Breeze Brewing, Point Levity Brewery, Point Ibel Brewing Company, Pointless Brewery, Poison Frog Brewing Company, Pokro Brewing Company, Policy Kings Brewery, Pollyanna Brewing Company, Lamont, Pollyanna Brewing Company, Roselle, Polyculture Brewing Company, a pond farm. This is where I keep my ponds. We're farming for ponds. Think about that. It's a body of water that you farm. Pond Farm Brewing Company, cheers to you. Pondicetta Brewing Company, Ponderosa Brewing, Pontoon Brewing Company. It's two things on the water. Ponysaurus, Ponysaurus. I'm a Ponysaurus. What a cute dinosaur. Fool's Island Brewing Company, Poorhouse Brewing, Populux Brewing, Porch Light Brewing Company, keep it on so we know what dinner is. Port Brewing Company, The Lost Abbey, Port City Brewing, Port Huron Brewing, Port Jeff Brewing, Port O'Pines Brewing Company, Port Orleans Brewing Company, Port Town Brewing Company, Port Townsend Brewing Company, Portage. Portage now! Portage Brewing Company, Portal Brewing. Watch this. And here I'm back. Portal Brewing Company, Porter Brew and Q Brewery, Porter Brewing Company, Porter Pizza and Brewery. I'll get that pizza and brewery for you. It's Porter. Okay, Portland U Brews and Pub, Portsmouth Valley Brewing Company, Portsmouth Brewing Company Malts, Portsmouth Brewing Company Malts, Poseidon Brewing Company. The adventure begins. Post and Beam Brewing, Post Falls Brewing, Post Stock Brewing Company, Potosi Brewing Company, Pottstown United Brewing Company, Poorhouse. Woo! Poor Man's. Woo! Powder Hollow. Oof. That's Powder House. Poof. Wow. Okay, Powerhouse Brewing Company, Columbus Bar. I see America. Or was it India? I don't know what he found. Powerhouse Restaurant Brewery, Prairie Artisan Ales, Prairie Brothers Brewing, Prairie Crafts Brewing Company, Prairie Pride Brewery, Prairie Street Brewing Company, Pratt Street Ale House, Precarious Beer Project. Whoa, it's precarious over here. Prescott Brewing Company, Presidential Brewing Company, Pressure Drop Brewing. That's Pressure Drop. Okay, Preston Rose Farm Brewing Company, Pretentious Barrel House, whatever, dude. I don't care. That's Pretentious Beer Company. Okay, here we go. And the Pretoria Fields Collective, Prayer Brewing Company, Priest Lake Brewing, Primal Brewery. I'm a hunter and a gatherer. Primitive Beer, Printer's Ale Manufacturing Company, Print Shop Beer Company, Prison Brews. Man, I got the prison brews. Okay, Prison City Brewing, Prison Hill Brewing Company, Pro Re Nata Brewery, Problem Solved Brewing Company, Problem Solved right here. Proclamation Ale Company, the Prodigal Son Brewery and Pub returns. Progressive Brewing Company, Prohibition Brewing, Prohibition Pig, no pigs allowed. Proof Brewing Company, Proper Brewing Company, Propolis Brewing. Eat that, it's a special thing in the honey. Propolis, I love it. Prost Brewery and Grill. Cheers, Prost Brewing. Prost, what is it? Here we go. Prost Brewing, Prost Brewing, Fort Collins. Protector Brewery, Providence Brewing Company, Prize Brewing Company, PT's Brewing Company, Pub Dog Brewing Company, Public Brewhouse, Public Coast Brewing, Public Craft Brewing Company, Public House Brewing Company, St. James, Public House Brewing Company, Rolla, Public House Kitchen, Public House Kitchen and Brewery, Pueblo Vida Brewing Company, Pug Rinds Brewing Company, Pulpit Rock Brewing Company, Pump House Brewery and Restaurant, Pure Order Brewing Company, Pure Project, Purgatory Beer Company, Purpose Brewing and Cellars, Put in Bay Brewing Company, Pull you up brewery, pull you up river. Hey, get those pants and pull up those pants on that river. Oh boy, that's a stretch. Woo! Pull you up river brewing company, Quaff on Brewing. Yes it is. Cheers, Quaff on Brewing. Quantum Brewing Company, Query. Is that it? I don't know. Query Brewing, Quarter Barrel Arcade, Quarter Celtic Brew Pub, Quartzite Brewing Company, Quattro Goombas Brewery, Queen City Brewery of Cincinnati, Queen City Brewery, Burlington. Oh, here it goes. Oh, it's stopping here now. Queen City Brewery, Burlington. Queen City Brewery, Staunton. Queens Brewery, Quest Brewing Company, Quick Trigger Brewing Company, Fang, Quigley's Pint and Plain, Quinn Brewing Company, Quintopia Brewing Company, Quick. That was a quirk. R.S. Taylor and Sons Brewery. Cheers, R. Shea Brewing. R. Noggin, that's Monoggin Brewing. R&D, it's research and development of beer. R&D Brewing. Rabbit Hole. How far does that rabbit hole go? Let's find out. Rabble Rouser Brewing Company. Rabid Brewing. Race Street Brew Works. Racine Brewing Company, Racing City Brewing Company, Radical Effect Brewworks, Radio Brewing Company. Next up we got the Radium City Brewing, and take it away, Radium City. Okay, and it's Radius Brewing Company as well, and Ragged Island Brewing Company. Cheers to you, Ragtime Tavern, Seafood and Grill. Thank you. Rar and Sons Brewing Company, Rar Technical Center, Rar. Rail Hoppin' Brewing Company. There's a rail, and I'm hopping over it. A Railhead Brewing, Railhead Brewing Company, a Railhouse Brewery, Railhouse Restaurant Brewery, a Railport Brewing Company. Cheers to you, Railroad Brewing Company, a Railroad City Brewing Company. I've been working on the railroad. Seafood Tradition and Brewing Company, a Rails End Beer Company. No more rails. Railside Brewing, Railtown. Just kidding. Now we're all rails. Railtown Brewing Company, Rainy Days Brewing. Ooh boy. Raised Grain Brewing Company. It hurts now. Raleigh Brewing Company. Rally King Brewing. Ram Restaurant Brewery Lakewood. Ram Restaurant Brewery Boise. Ram Restaurant Brewery Clackamas. Ram Restaurant Brewery Dublin. Ram Restaurant Brewery Indianapolis. Ram Restaurant Brewery Lakewood. Ram Restaurant Brewery Medford. Ram Restaurant Brewery Puyallup South Hill. Ram Restaurant Brewery Salem. Ram Restaurant Brewery Seattle. Ram Restaurant Brewery Tacoma. Ram Restaurant Brewery Northgate. Ramblin' Reds Brewing Company, Ramskeller, Ranch House Brewery, Randolph Beer Dumbo, Randolph Precision Brewing Company, Randolph Row Brewing Company, Ranger Creek Brewery, Rants and Raves Brewery. That's what I feel like I'm doing. Rap to the E, to the R, to the A, to the PP, apostrophe F's. It's Raps, Barron Brewing Company, Rapscallion Ales, Raquette River Brewing, Rar Brewing, R-A-R, baby. Rare Bird, whoa. That's a Rare Bird brew pub. Rare Form Brewing. Right here is a Rare Form. You know what I'm saying. Okay. Raritan Bay Brewing. Ratchet. Rare Ratchet Brewery. Ratio Beer Works. Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake Mountain Brewery, Chemo's Restaurant, Ravenna Brewing Company, Ravenous Brewing Company, Reach Break Brewing, Reed's Landing Brewing Company, Real Ale Brewing Company, Real McCoy. I'm the Real McCoy Beer Company. Cheers to you, Reason Beer. Give me a reason and I'll cheers. River Beach Brewing Company, Rebel Hill Brewing Company, Rebel Scum. So, here we go. Rebel Kettle Brewing Company. Like a rebel kettle, I said, blow. Okay. Rebel Toad Brewing Company. Rebellion Brewing. Recess. Reckless Ale Works. Reclaimed Rails Brewing Company. Reclamation Brewing Company. Recon Brewing. Red Barn Brewing. Red Bear Brewing Company. Red Branch Brewing Company. Rabbit's Food Meadery. Red Bus Brewing Company. Red Car Brewery and Restaurant. Red Clay Brewing Company. Red Clover Ale Company. Red Crow Brewing Company. Red Cypress Brewery. Red Door Brewing Company. Red Dragon Brewery, Red Eye Brewing Company, Redfoot Brewing Company, The Red Yeti, Red Gap Brewing, Red Hare Brewing, Red Hawk Brewing, Red Hill Brewing, Red Horn Brewing, Red Jacket Brewing at Michigan House Cafe, Red Leaf Gluten-Free Brewing, Red Leg Brewing Company, Red Lodge Ales Brewing, Red Mountain Brewing Company, Red Oak Brewing Company, Red River Brewing Company, Shreveport, Red River Brewing Company, Red River Brewing Company, Red River, come on now, Red Rock Brewing Company, Red Shed Brewing Company, Red Shedman Farm Brewery, Red Silo Brewing Company, Red Tandem Brewery, Red Trunk Brewing, Red Truck Beer Company Limited, Red Wing Brewing Company, Red Beard Brewing Company, Red Beard Brewing Company, Red Bone Magic Brewing Company, Redemption Ale Works, Redemption Rock Brewing Company, Red Gardens Brewery, Redifer Brewing Company, Red Light Beer Parlor and Brewery, Red Line Brewing Company, Redwood Brewing Company, Redwood Curtain Brewing Company, Reed City Brewing Company, Refined Ale Brewery, Reformation Brewery, Refuge Brewery Incorporated. Regulator Brewing Company, Reinvention Brewing Company, which is what I'm doing right now. Reinvention. Here we go. Something new. Reckless. I'm Reckless Brewing Company. Relentless Brewing Company. Relic Brewing. Remnant Brewing. Renaissance Brewing Company. Rendezvous Junction Brewing Company. Renegade Brewing Company. Reno Brewery. Cheers. Wrench Brewery. Republic Brewing Company. Rescue Brewing Company. Resident Brewing. Resident Culture Brewing Company. Resolute Brewing Company. Resolute Brewing Company. Resolution Brewing Company, Resonate Brewery and Pizzeria, Restless Moons Brewing, Restoration Brew Works, Resurgence Brewing Company, Reuben's Brews Tap Room, Reunion Brewery, Rev Brewing Company, Reeve Brewing, Revelation Ale Works, Revelation Craft Brewing Company, Revelry Brewing Company, Revere Brewery, Reverie Brewing Company, Revision Brewing Company, Revival Brewing, Revolt Brewing Company, Revolution, do you hear the people sing about Revolution Brewing? Brew Pub, Archie Brewery, Five Sons Winery, Rheingeist Brewery, Rhombus Guys Brewing Company, the Rhombus Guys. Oh, here we go. Rice and Barley Tap House, Richter. Let's see what the party Richter. All right, Richter Ale Works. Let's go. Come on. Rickety Cricket Brewing, Ridgewater Brewing, Ripstein's Pub, Riff Raff Brewing, Riggs Beer Company, right around the corner. Right Brower Brewing, Right Brain Brewery, Right Eye Brewing Company, Right Mind Brewing Company, Right Proper Brewing Company, Rip Beer Company, Riley's Brew Pub, Riley's Brewing Company, Rincon Brewery, Rinduin Brewing, Rio Bravo Brewing Company, Rip Current Brewery, Rip Current Brewing North Park, Rip Rap, Rippy Rap, a rap to the rip and a rip don't rap, Rip Rap Brewing Company, Rip Van Winkle Brewing Company, Rip Tide Brewing Company, Rising Silo Brewery, Rising Storm Brewing Company, Rising Tide Sinks No Ships Brewing Company. This is the Rising Tide Brewing Company, Ritter Brewing Company, Ritual Brewing Company, Riverbend Brewing, Riverbend Hop Farm and Brewery. River Bluff Brewing, River Bottoms Brewing Company, River City Brewing Spokane, River City Brewing Sacramento, River City Brewing Wichita, River City Brewing Jacksonville, the River Company Restaurant, oh yeah, here we go, River Dog Brewing Company, River Hack Brewing, River Haps Brewing, River Horse Brewing, River Mile 38 Brewing Company, River North, oh, I'm a righty, here we go, River North Brewery, River of No Return Brewing Company, River Outpost Brewing, River Rat Brewery, River Ridge Brewery, River Rock Brewery, River Rouge Brewery, River Rouge Brewing Company, River Styx Brewing, River Time Brewing, River's Edge Brewing Company, River Bend Brewing Company, Riverlands Brewing Company, Rivermen Brewing Company, Riverport Brewing Company, Riverside Brewery and Restaurant, Rivertown Brewing Company, Monroe's Barrel House, River Rock Brewing Company, River Watch Brewery, RJ Rockers Brewing Company. Woo! Roadhouse! Yes! It's a Roadhouse Brewing Company, Roadhouse Pub and Eatery, Roadmap Brewing Company, Roke Brewing Company, Roaring Fork. It's a Roaring Fork Beer Company, Roaring Table. It's a Roaring Table Beer Company. Robin Hood. That's a hook and the arrow. What are we saying? Robot Brewing Company. Rock. Do you smell what Rock Brewing Company says? All right. Rochester Mills Beer Company, Rochester Mills Brewery, Auburn Hills, Rock Art Brewery. Do you smell what Rock Bottom Brewery, Daytona Beach? Do you smell Rock Bottom Brewery, Arrowhead, Rock Bottom Brewery, Bethesda, Rock Bottom Brewery, Centera Promenade, Rock Bottom Brewery, Chicago, Rock Bottom Brewery, Cincinnati, Rock Bottom Brewery, Colorado Springs, Rock Bottom Brewery, Denver, Rock Bottom Brewery, Englewood, Rock Bottom Brewery, Highlands Ranch, Rock Bottom Brewery, Indianapolis, Rock Bottom Brewery, La Jolla, Rock Bottom Brewery, Long Beach, Rock Bottom Brewery, Milwaukee, Rock Bottom Brewery, Minneapolis, Rock Bottom Brewery, Nashville, Rock Bottom Brewery, Orchard Center, Rock Bottom Brewery, Orland Park, Rock Bottom Brewery, Pittsburgh, Rock Bottom Brewery, Portland, Rock Bottom Brewery, San Jose, Rock Bottom Brewery, Warrenville, Rock Bottom Brewery, Westminster, Rock Bottom Brewery, Yorktown, Rock Bottom Brewery, Short Pump, Rock Bottom Brewery and Restaurant, Bolingbrook. Wow! Cheers, Rock Bottom Brewery, Rock Coast Brewery, Rock County Brewing Company, Rock Cut Brewing Company, Rock God, Rock God, woo! Rock Harbor Brewing Company, Rock Hill Brewing Company, Rock House Brewing, Rockin' Dough, Pizza Brewery Jackson, Rockin' Dough, Pizza Brewery Germantown, Rockaway Brewing Company, Rocket Frog, burning up the ponds. Oh boy, Rocket Frog Brewing Company, cheers. Rocket Republic Brewing Company, Rockford Brewing Company, Rockhound Brewing Company, Rockingham Brewing Company, Rock Mill Brewing Company, Rock Pit Brewing, Rock Slide, brump, Rock Steady, brump, Rockwell Beer Company, brump, Rockwell Brewery, brump, Rocky Cooley Brewing, Rocky Hill Brewing Company, Rocky Mountain Brewery, Rocky Mountain Brewery, okay, Rocky Mountain Tapas, okay, Rocky Point Boys and Nails, cheers, Rocky Roof Brewing Company, Rocky River Brewing Company, hey, it's Rocky Yard Brewing Company, Rowitz Jordan Brewery Company, Rogue Ales Brewery, Rogue Ales Issaquah Brewhouse, Rogue Eastside Pub and Pilot Brewery, Roha Brewing Project, Rohrbach Brewing Company, Rohrbach's Railroad Street Brewery, Rockhouse Brewing Company, Rolling Meadows Farm Brewery, Rolling Mill Brewing Company, Rolling Oak Brewing Company, cheers to you, Roma Brewery, Rome City Brewing Company, Rooftop Brewing Company, Roosevelt, charge! Rooster Brewing. Go, 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 go! What do roosters do? Rooster Fish Brewing Company, Roosters Brewing Company, Number 1, Roosters Brewing Company. Number 2, Root Down Brewing Company. Cheers, Roots Brewing Company. Roscoe Brewing Company, Rose's Tap Room, Rosslyn Brewing Company, Rotunda Brewing, Rough Cut Brewing Company, Rough Diamond Brewery, Rough Draft Brewery, Rough Draft Brewing, Rough House Brewing, Rough Tail Brewing, Roughwoods Inn, Rouleur Brewing Company, Round Barn Brewery, Round Barn Winery, Round Barn Brewery and Public House, Round Guys Brewing Company, Round Man Brewing, Round Town Brewery, Roundabout Brewery, Roundhouse Brewers Brewery, Roundhouse Depot Brewing Company, Route 30 Brewing Company, Route 51 Brewing Company, Route 66 Junkyard Brewery, Rowdy's Brewing Company, Roland's Calumet Brewery Company, Roland's Calumet Brewing Company, and number 2, Rowley Farmhouse Ales, Roy Pitts Brewing Company, Roy Pitts, yeah, Royal Bavaria Brew Houses, Churchill. Okay, Restaurant and Beer Garden, Royal Brewery, Royal Docks Brew House and Cannery, where I keep my cans and my yachts. Okay, Royal Docks Brewing Company, Royal Oak Brewery, Royal Palm Brewing Company, Royale Brewing Company, RS Brewing Company, RT Rogers Brewing Company, Ruba Brewing, Rubber Soul Brewing Company, Rudy Beach Brewing Company, Ruby Beach Brewing Company, Ruby Mountain Brewing Company, Ruby River Steakhouse and Brewery, Ruby Valley Brew, Rude Beckia Farm, Ruddy Duck Brewing and Grill, Rugged Coast Brewing, Rugged Man Brewing Company, I'm a rugged man, I'm a sweaty man. Room and Brewery Our Ales, Rustala Beer Sacramento, Rustala Beer Dixon, Rumspringa Brewing Company, Run of the Mill Public House and Brewery, Running Dogs, woof woof woof, Running Walker Brewery and Brandon Winery. How would that be a Running Walker? I don't know how to do that. Okay, Rupert's Brew House, Ruse Brewing, cheers to you, Ruse Brewing, Rush River Brewing Company, Rushing Duck, it's a Rushing Duck, Russian River Brewing Company, it's a Russian River Brewing Windsor, Rustic Brewing Company, Rustic Brewing Company, Rustic Leaf Brewing Company, Rustic Road Brewing Company, Rustica Brewing Company, Rusty Bull Rushing Company, Rusty Bull Brewing Company, Rusty Gold Brewing, Rusty Nickel Brewing Company, Rusty Rail Brewing. You gotta clean these things up, they're rusty. Rusty Truck Brewing Company, Rutland Beer Works, S&S Farm Brewery, Sackbutt Brewing and Barrel Works, Sackett Harbor Brewing Company, Saco River Brewing, Sacramento Brewing, Sacred Vice Brewing, Sacred Waters Brewing Company, Sacrilege Brewing Project, Saddle Mountain Brewing Company, Saddle Rock Pub and Brewery, Saddlebach Brewery, Sage Alley Brewery, Sage Vegan Bistro and Brewery, Sager Beer Works, Psalm Beer Brewing Company, Sailfish Brewing Company, that's a sailfish, St. Arnold Brewing Company, St. Arnold, St. Benjamin Brewing Company, St. Boniface Craft Brewing Company, St. Charles Brewing Company, St. Hazard's Brewery, St. J Brewery, St. James Brewery, St. Somewhere Brewing Company, Saints Row Brewing, Salem Ale Works, Salish Sea Brewing Company, Salmon Pants Brewery, Salmon Pants, because the pants just want to come up the river. Here we go, Salmon River Brewery, Saloon Door Brewing Company. That's a saloon door, everybody. Come on now. Salt City Brewing, Salt Creek Brewery, Salt Flats Brewing, Salt Lake Brewing Company, Squatters Pub Brewery, Salt Marsh Brewing, Salt Point Brewing Company, Salt Springs Brewery, Salt Box Brewery, Salt Fire Brewing Company, Saltwater Brewery, Salty Nut Brewery, Salty Turtle Beer Company. Speaking of salt, I need some water. Here we go. Salud Cerveceria, Sam Bonds Brewing Company, Samuel Adams, Pennsylvania Brewing Company, San Diego Brewing Company, San Fernando Brewing Company, San Francisco Brewing Company, San Gabriel River Brewing Company, San Juan Island Brewing Company, cheers to you, San Luis Valley Brewing Company. I didn't forget about you, San Marcos Brewery and Grill, and you, San Pedro Brewing Company, and for you, Sanctuary Brewing Company, I give the world, but not yet I give to Sanctuary Spirits, and Sanctum Brewing Company, Sand City Brewing Company, bless you, Sand Creek Brewing Company, cheers, Sandbox Brewing Company, Sand Hill Crane Vineyards. The crane in the vineyard as it drinks the wine. Beer, Sand Hills Brewing, Sandy Springs Brewing Company, Sanford Brewing Company, Sanitas Brewing Company, Santa Clara Valley Brewing, Santa Cruz Mountain Brewing, Santa Fe Brewing Company, Santa Fe Dining, Santa Maria Brewing Company, Santa Monica Brew Works, and Santan Brew Brewing Company, Santan Brewing Company, Uptown Chandler, Sante Aderius Rustic Ales. Cheers. Sante. Santiam Brewing Company, Sapwood Cellars. It's stuck to the sap. Sapwood Cellars, Saranac Brewery, Matt Brewing Company, Sarasota Brewing Company, Sanoa Brewing.
Sasquatch Brewing Company. Sasquatch Pub.
Satire Brewing Company, Sato Brew Pub, Satula Mountain Brewing Company, Sakani Creek Brewing Company, Saucy, your saucy brewworks, Saucy, Saugatuck Brewing Company, Savage Wood Brewing Company, Savannah River Brewing Company, Save the World Brewing Company, cheers to you. Sawmill Brewing Company, Sawmill Pizza and Brew Shed, Sawtooth Brewery, Sawyer, Tom Sawyer Brewing at the Sawyer Brewing Company, Scale House Brewery Hector, Scale House Brewery Ithaca, Scallywag, Scallywag Brewing, Scamp Brewing Company, Scantic River Brewery, Scarlet Lane Brewing Company, Scatter Creek Brewing, Shaler Brewing Company, Schilling Beer Company, Schilling Bridge Winery and Microbrewery, Schlafly Beer, the St. Louis Brewery, Schlafly Bottle Works, Schmaz Brewery, Schneveltier, Schnitz Brewery, Scholb Premium Ales, Schooner, Exact Brewing Company, Schramm Vineyards, Winery and Brewery, Schultz Brow Brewing Company, Scofflaw Brewing Company, Scorched Earth Brewing Company, Scorpion, Scottsdale Beer Company, Scotty's Beer Works, Scout Beer, Scrappy Punk Brewing, Scratch Brewing Company, Scratch Town Brewing Company, Screamin' Hell Brewery, Screech Owl, cuckoo, that's a screaming owl, and Screech Owl Scriptown Brewing Company, Scuttlebutt, your Scuttlebutt Brewing Company, Sea Dog Brewing Compton, Sea Dog Brewing Company Conway, Sea Dog Brewing Company Bangor, Sea Dog Brewing Company Clearwater, Sea Dog Brewing Company South Portland, Sea Dog Brewing Company Exeter, Sea Bright Brewery, Sea Pine Brewing Company, Sea Quake Brewing, Seaside Brewery, Seaward Brewing, Sebago Brewing Company, Secatog Brewing Company, Second Chance Beer Company, Second District Brewing Company, Second Line Brewing, Second Profession Brewing Company, Second Salem Brewing Company, Second Cell Brewing, Second Sun Brews, Second State Brewing Company, Second Street Brewery, Second Street Brewery Rufina, Second Wind Brewing Company, Secret Trail Brewing Company, Sedition Brewing Company, Sedona Beer Company, Streetstock Brewery, Seguin Brewing Company, Seismic Brewing Company, Sellins Grove Brewing Company, Selkirk Abbey Brewing, the Seminar Brewing Company, thank you. Seneca Lake Brewing Company, Seneca Lodge Craft Brewing at Seneca Lodge. Of course, Seneca Street Brew Pub, Sentinel Peak Brewing Company, Separatist Beer Project, Sequoia Brewing Company, Tower District, Serda Brewing Company, Sirius Brewing Company. Surveyors Brewing Company, Service Brewing Company, Seven Arrows Brewing Company, 1, 2, 3, moving on, Seven Bridges Grill and Brewery, Seven Jars Products, 1, 2, 3, 4, moving on, Seven Saws Brewing Company, look at all my saws, Seven Stills. That's Seven Stills, Seven Story Brewing, Seven's Brew Pub, Seventh Sun, Seaward Brewing Company, Shackett's Brewing Company, Shade Tree Brewing, Shade Tree Saloon and Grill, Shades Brewing, Shadow Puppet Brewing Company, Shady Oak Barrel House, Shaggy Ass Brewery, TJ Haas Winery, Shades On Beer Company, Shakopee Brew Hall, Shale Brew Company, Shale Brewing Company, Shale Creek Brewing, Shamrock Brewing Company, the Shamrock, Shannon Brewing Company, Shanty Irish Brewing Company, Rudy's Irish Pub, Shanty Shack Brewing, Shattered Oak Brewing, Shattuck Brewery, Shanty Craft Brewery, She Beverage Company, SHE Beverage Company, She Bean Brewing Company, cheers to you, She Boygan Beer Company, Sheepscot Valley Brewing Company, Shelter Island Craft Brewery, Shenandoah Valley Brewing Company, Sherwood Brewing Company, Sherwood, Shiny Top Brewing, Ship Bottom, Ship Lock, Shipwrecked Restaurant and Brewery, Shipyard Brew Pub Elliott, Shipyard Brewing Company, the Shire Brew House, Shire Station Brewing Company, Shoe Tree Brewing Company, Shoeless Brewing Company, Shoes Damn brews! Shoreline Brewery, what have I done? Short Bus Brew House, Short Fuse Brewing Company, Short Story Brewing, Shorts Brewing Company. Oh, take my pants off. Shorts Brewing Company, Elk Rapids, Short Way Brewing Company, Shug Brewing Company, Shovel Town Brewery Incorporated, Shrewd Fox Brewery, I'm shy. Shabrew Taproom. I'm sorry. Shabrew Taproom. Shoe Brew Taproom, Shoe Brew. Shy Bear Brewing, I'm also shy. Sibling Revelry Brewing. Sick and Twisted. You're sick and twisted. Brewing Company. Side A Brewing. Side by Each Brewing Company. Side Door Brewing Company. Side Lot Brewery. Side Project Brewing. Side Sedalis Lake Tahoe. Sideswipe Brewing, Sidetrack Brewing Company, Sidetracked Brewery, Sideward Brewing Company, Sidewards Farm and Brewery, Sierra Blanca Brewing Company, Sierra Nevada Brewing Chico, Sierra Nevada Brewing Mills River, Sig Lucier Brewery, Sigma Brewing Company, Siluria Brewing Company, Cheers, Silva Brewing, Silver Branch Brewing Company, Silver City Brewery, Silver Falls Brewery, Silver Gulch Brewing Company, Silver Harbor Brewing Company, Silver Lake Brewing Project, Silver Moon Brewing Redmond, Silver Moon Brewing Bend. Silver Moon Brewing Bend, Silver Peak Restaurant Brewery, Silver Reef Brewing Company, Silver Spruce Brewing Company, Silver King Brewing Company, Simple Roots Brewing Company, Sing, Kill Brewery, Singing River Brewing Company, Singing Hops Brewing Company, Single Hill, One Hill Brewing Company, Single Speed Brewing Company, Waterloo, Single Speed Brewing Company, Cedar Falls, Single Cut Beersmith, Single Cut Clifton Park, Sinistral Brewing Company, Siskiyou Brew Works, Sister Lakes Brewing Company, Sisyphus, this is what this is, I'm a Sisyphus Brewing, yes, cheers, Sislaw, cheers, Sislaw Brewing Company, Six Car Pub and Brewery, Six Harbors Brewing Company, 6 Mile Brewery, 6 Mile Bridge and Brewery, Six Rivers Brewery, 610 Brewery, 6 Point Brewery, 6 Cents Brewing Company, 6 Cents Brewing Company, Icy Beer, SJ Brewing Company, SKA Brewing, Skagit River Brewery, Skagit Valley Malting, Skagway Brewing Company, Skeleton Crew Brew, woo! Skeleton Key Brewery opens every door. Sketchbook Brewing Company, yes, that's the one. Ski Brewing, Skipping Rock Beer Company. Skookum Brewery, Skull Camp Brewery, Mount Airt, Skull Camp Brewing, Elkin, Skull Mechanics Brewing, Sky High Brewing, Skyland Ale Works, Skyrock Brewery, Skytown Beer Company, Slack Tide Brewing Company, Slag Heat Brewing Company, Slate Creek Brewing Company, Slate Farm Brewery, Slate Rock Brewing Company, Slate Town Brewing Company, Slaughter County Brewing, Sleeping Giant Brewing Company, Sleepy Dog Brewing Company, Sleepy Now. That's an owl. Sleazer Bros Brewing Company Corporation. Slick Fin Brewing Company. Slippery Pig. Come on, where's that pig? I'm gonna get it. So slippery. Covered in soap. SLO Brewing Company. SLO Brewing Company. The Slow Brewing Company. The Rock. Sloop Brewing Elizaville. Sloop Brewing East Fishkill. Slow Play Brewing Company. Slow Pour Brewing Company. Slowboat Brewing Company. Sluggo. Put some salt on that Sluggo Brewing Company. Sly Fox Phoenixville. Sly Fox Pottstown. Small Batch Beer Company. Small Brew Pub. Small Craft Brewing Company. Smart Mouth Brewing Company. Smart Mouth Brewing Pilot House. Smelter City. Kink. Smiling Toad. Ribetti's Happy. Smith and Lentz Brewing. Smith Rock Brewing. Schmitty's. It's Schmitty's Brewing. Smockville Brew House. Smog City. Smog City Brewing Wood Cellar. A Smoke Brewing Company. Smoke Mountain Brewery. Smokehouse Brewing. Smoketown Brewing Station. Smoking Cannon Brewery. Smoky Mountain Brewery Knoxville. Smoky Mountain Brewery number 1. Smoky Mountain Brewery number 2. Gallenberg. Smoky Mountain Brewery number 3. Pigeon Forge. Smoky Mountain Brewery number 4. Turkey Creek. Smug Brewing. Smuggler's Brew Pub, Smutty Nose Brewing Company, Smiley Brothers Brewing Company, Snafu Brewing Company, Snake River Brewing Company, Snapshot, Snipes Mountain Brewing Company, Snitz Creek Brewery, Snoqualmie, Snoqualmie? Snoqualmie Falls Brewing Company, Snowtown Brewery, Snow Ego Brewing, Snow Hop Brewery, Snowbank Brewing, Snowbow Brewing Company, Snowshoe Brewing Company, Snow Mountain Brewery, Soaring Ridge Craft Brewers, Soaring Wings Brewery, Sobel's Obscure Brewery, Sociable Cider Works, Social Kitchen and Brewery, cheers! Society Brewing Company, Sockdolager Brewing Company, Sockeye Brewing Company, Soggy Bottom Brewing Company, Solace Brewing Company, Solemn Oath Brewery, Solera Brewery, Solid Ground Brewery, Solorio Brewing Company, Solvana Brewing, Solvang Brewing Company, Solfang Brewing Company, Lompoc, Somi Brewing Company, Some Brewing Company, or Somi, Some Nerve. You have Some Nerve Brewing Company. Cheers. Someplace Else Brewery, Summers Point Brewing Company, Somerville Brewing Company, Something Brewery, Something Wicked Brewing Company. This way comes Somewhere in Particular Brewing, Sonder Brewing, Sonoma Grill, Sonoma Springs Brewing Company, Sons of Liberty Ale Works, Sons of Liberty Beer and Spirits Company, Sons of Toil Brewing, Sioux Brewing Company, Sophisticated Hound Brewing Company. There it is, that Sophisticated Hound, it's a smart hound. Sockwill Fermentation Project, Soul Squared Brewing Company, Soul Craft Brewing, Sound Brewery, Sound to Summit, Sound Growler Brewing Company, Cheers, Souris River Brewing, South Bend Brew Works, South County Brewing Company, South Cypress Brewing Company, Southgate Brewing Company, South Haven Brew Pub, South Lake Brewing Company, South of North Brewing Company, South. And South Park Brewing Company. It's the South Park Brewing Family and South Park Brewing San Diego. South Shore Brewery Ashland, South Shore Brewery Washburn, South Street Brewery, Southbound Brewing Company, Southerly Brewing, Southern Appalachian Brewery, Southern Barrel Brewing Company, Southern Brewing and Winemaking, Southern Brewing Company, Southern Craft Brewing Company. Cheers to the Southern Grist Brewing Company and to the Southern Heights Brewing Company and to the Southern Hops Brewing Company and the Southern Lights Brewing and to Southern Pacific Brewing and to Southern Peak Brewery and to Southern Pikes Brewing Company and to Southern Prohibition Brewing and to the Southern Range Brewing, Southern Star Brewing, Southern Sun Pub and Brewery, Southern Swells Brewing Company, Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, Southern Tier Brewing Company, Pittsburgh, Southern Tier... Southern? Southern Yankee Beer Company, South North Beer Company, Southpaw Barbecue and Southern Cooking. Southside Brewing Company. Oh, Spaceway Brewing Company, Spada Farmhouse Brewery, Spar Brewing Company, Spangalang Brewery, Spanish Marie Brewery, Kaka, the Spartan Brew Pub, This Is Beer, okay, Speakeasy Ales and Lagers, Spearfish,
6,000!
yes! Speciation Artisan Ales, Spellbound Brewing, Spencer Brewery, Spencer Devon Brewing, Spice Trade Brewing, Spider Bite Brewing Company, I'm a superhero, Spigot Brewing, Spigot's Brew Pub, Spilled Grain, Oopsie, Spindle Tap Brewery, Spiral Brewery, Spiteful Brewery, Spetzel Brewery, Spoonwood Brewing Company, Sports Brew Pub, Spotted Dog Brewery, a Dalmatian, Sprague Farms and Brewworks, Spretcher Brewing Company, Chameleon Brewing, where am I? I'm hidden. Springgate Brewery, Spring Hill Brewing, Springhouse Brewery, Springfield Brewing Company, Square One Brewery and Distillery, Square Peg Brewworks, Square State Brewing, Square Wheel Brewing Company, Square Head Brewing, SQZBX Brewery, SR76 Beer Works, St. Ambrose Cellars, St. Clair Brown Winery and Brewery, St. Elias Brewing Company, St. John Brewers, St. John Malt Brewers Brothers Brewing, St. John Malt Brothers Brewing, St. Nicholas Brewing Company, St. Benedict's Brewworks, St. Elmo's Brewing Company, St. Florian's Brewery, St. Francis Brewing Company, St. Joseph's Brewery and Public House, St. Pete Brewing Company, Stoss Brewing Company, Stable 12 Brewing Company, Stable Craft Brewing, Stacked Deck Brewing Company, Stadium Brewing Company, Stadium Pizza Murrieta, Stadium Pizza Main Street, Standard Brewing, Standard Divine Brewing, Standard Stone Brewing Company, Stanislaus Brewing Company, Stanislaus, Star City Brewing Company, Starbird Brewing Company? Is that the starboard? I don't know. Stark. Haha. Iron Man. Brewing Company. Star Point Brewing. Star Brothers Brewing Company. Star Hill Brewery. Star Hill Pilot Brewery and Side Stage. Starry Eyed Brewing Company. Stars and Stripes Brewing Company. Starting Line Brewing Company. Starving Artist Brewing. Stash Brewing Company. State 48 Brewery Surprise. State 48 Brewery Gilbert. State Brewing Company. State Room Brewery. State Street Brewing Company. State Line Brewery. Staten Island Beer Company. Station 26 Brewing Company. Stats Brew Pub. Staunton River Brewing Company. Steady Brewing. Steady Habit Brewing Company. Steady Hand Brewer Company. Steel Tank Brewing Company. Steam Bell Beer Works. Steam Donkey. I can't even anymore. Steam Hollow Brewing Company. Steam Horse. Steam Mill Brewing Company. Steam Plant. That's a plant. Steam Theory Brewing Company. Steampunk. Oh, steampunk. Brewworks. Steamworks Brewing Company. Steel Bender Brewyard. Steel Bonnet. Ow. Brewing Company. Steel City Coffee House and Brewery. Steel Hands. Curse these hands! Steel String Craft Brewery. Steel Toe. Ow! Brewery. Steel Bound Brewery and Distillery. Steel and Hopes Public House. Steel Head Brewing Company. Burlingame Station. Steen's Mountain Brewing Company. Steeple Brewing Company. The Stein Brewing Company, Boulder. Stein Brewing Company, Mount Vernon. Stein Hot Brewing Company. Stellwagen Beer Company. Stereo Brewing Company. Sterling Pig Brewery. Sterling Pig Brewery. Stesty Brewing Company. Cheers to the Steuben Brewing Company. Stevens Point Brewery. Stewart's Brewing Company. Stick City, man. Stick City Brewing Company. Stickman's Brew, man. Stickman's Brewery. I'm a Stickman Brewing Company. How do I drink beer with stick hands? To a Latin Beer Hall. Stig's Brewery and Kitchen. Still Hills Brewery. Still River Brewery. Still Mank. I thought it said Monk. Still Mank Brewing Company. Still West Brewery and Grill. Stilt House Brewery. Stitch House Brewery. Stock House. Buy, sell, Stockhouse. Stockholm's Vardshuis. Woo. Stockyards Brewing Company. Stoker's Brewing Company. Stoker. Stolen Sun Brewing Company. It's dark. Stone Arts Brew Pub Incorporated. Stone Brewing Company. Stone Brewing Company Richmond. Stone Brewing Napa. Stone Brewing World Bistro and Gardens Liberty Station. Stone Bridge Brewing Company. Stone Church Brewing Corona. Stone Church Brewing Temecula. Stone City Brewing. Stone Corral Brewery. Stone Cow Brewery. Stone Hollow Brewing Company. Stone's Throw Brewing. Stone Cloud Brewing Company. Stone Face Brewing Company. Stone Home Brewing Company. Stone Man Brewery. Stone's Throw Brewery. Stony Acres Farm. Stoneyard Brewing Company. Stony Head Brewing. Stony Creek Brewery. Stony Creek Brewery at Fox's Resort Casino. Stony Lake Brewing Company. Stony Run Brewery House. Storm Peak Brewing Company. Stormbreaker Brewing St. John. Storm Cloud Brewing Company. Story Mountains Brewing Company. Storybook Brewing. Storytellers Brewery and Meat House. Stouts Brewing Company. Stout Brewing. Stout Beard Brewing Company, thank you. Straight to Ale. Strand Brewing Company. Strange Brewery. Strange Colt Brewery. Strange Craft Beer Company. Strange Days Brewing Company. Strange Land Brewery. Strange Roots Experimental Ales Pittsburgh. Strange Roots Experimental Ales Gibsonia. Strange Ways Brewing FXBG. Strange Ways Brewing RV8. Strap Tank Brewing Company. Straub Brewery. Strawberry Alley Ale Works. Streetcar 82 Brewing Company. Streetside Brewery. Strike Brewing Company. Wow. Strong Brewing. Strong Rope Brewery. Ha. Structures Brewery. Structures Brewing. Strum Brewing Company. Strum. Stubborn Beauty Brewing. Stubborn German Brewing Company. No, I will not go in there. That's a stubborn German. Studebaker Brewing Company. Studio Brew. Stumblefoot Brewing. Whoa. Stumbling Monkey Brewing Company. Stump City Brewing. Stumptown Ales. Stumptown Brewery. Suarez Family Brewery. Sub Noir Brewing Company. What's a girl like you doing in a place like this? Suburban Brewing Company. Subversive Malting. Suds Brothers Brewing Company. Suds Monkey Brewing. Sudworth Brewing Company, Sufferfest Beer Company, Suffolk Punch Brewing, Sugar Creek Brewing Company, Sugar Hill Brewing Company, Sugarfoot Saloon, Sumerian Brewing Company, Summit Hill Brewing, Summit Brewing Company, Summit City Brew Works, Sun Brewing Company, Sun King Brewery, Fisher Sun King Brewery, Brewing in Annapolis, Sun Up Brewing Company, Sun Valley Brewing Company, Sun Creek Brewery, Sunday River Brewing Company, Sundowner Brewing Company, Sunken City Brewing Company, Sunrift Beer Company, Sun River Brewing, Sunset Reservoir Brewing Company, Sunshine Brewing Company, Super Owl Brewing, Superior Bathhouse Brewery, Superior Coast Brewery, Carl's Cuisine Winery and Brewery, Supernatural Brewing and Spirits, Surly Brewing Company, the Brooklyn Center, Surly Brewing Company, Minneapolis, Suspended Brewing Company, Susquehanna Brewing Company, Sustainable Beverage Technology, Sustainable Beverage Tech. Thank you very much. Cheers to you. Sutter Butts Brewing. Cheers to you. Svendale Brewing. Swamp Cabbage Brewing Company, Swamphead Brewery, Swamp Rabbit Brewery and Tap Room, Swan Brewery, Swashbuckler, Brewing Company, Sweet Spot Pub and Grill, Sweet Onion Brewing, Sweeten Creek Brewing, Sweetwater Brewing Company, Swiftwater Brewing Company, Swine City Brewing Company, Swinging Bridge Brewing Company, Swinnerton Brewery, Switchback Brewing Company, Switchgear Brewing Company, Switchyard Brewing Company, Swover Creek Farm Brewery, Sycamore Brewing, Syracuse, Suds Factory, thank you, TF Brewing Company, Table 41 Brewing Company, the teas, I need a tea, can I get a tea, please? Sure. Tea, thank you very much, with honey. Honey, please, thank you. Tea's coming up, yep. Table 41 Brewing Company, Table Brewing, Tabula Rasa Brewing, Tacoma Brewing Company, Tactical Brewing Company, Tactical Ops Brewing Incorporated, Taft's Brewing Company, Tahoe Mountain Brewing Company, Tahquamenon Falls Brewery and Pub, Tailgate Brewery, Music Row, Tailspin Brewing Company, Take 16 Brewing Company, Talisman Brewing Company, Talking Cursive Brewing Company, Talking Waters Brewing Company. Why are they talking to me? The Waters are talking. Tall Tales Brewing Company, Tallulah Brewing Company, Tamarack Brewing Company, Tampa Bay, thank you very much, a Brewing Company, Tampa Bay Brewing Company Brew Pub. Oh, good tea, thank you. Tampa Beer Works, Tandon Brewing Company, Tanium Creek Brewing, Tangled Roots Brewing Company, Tannery Bend Beer Works, Tannery Run Brew Works, Tantric Brewing Company, Tantrum Brewing Company, so good. Tanzenwald Brewing Company, Taos Ale House, Taos Mesa Brewing Company, Taos Trail Inn Brewery and Steakhouse, Tap and Vine, Tap It Brewing Company, Tap on Main Brewing Company, Tapestry Brewing Company, Taplin's Brewing, Taproot Brewing Company, Newport Vineyards, Taps and Apps. Taps Brewery and Barrel Room, Taps Fish House Brewery Brea, Taps Fish House and Brewery Corona, Tarboro Brewing Company, Tarpon River Brewing, Task Force Brewing, Tattered Flag Brewing, Tavum Brewery, Taxman Brewing Company, Taylor House Brewing Company, Taze River Brewing, Tacopa Brewing Company, Tecumseh Brewing Company, Tech Mountain Brewing, Telco Brewery, Telegraph Brewing Company, Tell City Brewing Company, Telluride Brewing Company, Temblor Brewing Company, Temescal Brewing, Temperance Beer Company, Temperance Row Brewing in Uptown Delhi, 1010 Brewing Company, 1055 Brewing in Sasha's House, 10 Ben's Beer, 1055 Brewing, 10 Mile Brewing, 10 Mile Creek Brewery, 1099 Brewery Company, 10 Pin Brewing Company, 10 Sleep Brewing Company, 107 Brewing Company, Tenacity Brewing, and Tenaya Creek Brewery, Tennessee Brewworks. Cheers, Tennessee Valley Brewing Company, Tent City Beer Company, Tequesta Brewing Company, the Terminal Brew House, the Terminal Gravity Brewing Company, Terre Haute Brewing Company, Terrestrial Brewing Company, Territorial Brewing Company, Texas Ale Project. Can I get a sandwich, please? Texas Beer Company, thank you. Texas Beer Refinery, Texas Corners Brewing Company, Texas Leaguer Brewing Company, That Brewery Cottonwood, That Brewery and Pub Pine, the
You want your sandwich?
Peanut Butter, 377, the 377 Brewery, The Address Brewing, 1702 Beer and Pizza, The Alchemist Stove.
What else do you want?
Jelly! the peanut butter jelly sandwich, the ale apothecary, the ale apothecary, the ale elementary, the answer brew pub. I don't care anymore. The answer brew pub, the Austin Beer Garden Brewing Company, the Baker's Brewery, the Bear and Peacock, the Beer Diviner, the Bell Marker, the Best of Hands Barrel House, the Black Abbey Brewing Company, the Blue Grasshopper Brew Pub, the Blue Onion Brew Pub, the Blue Poppy Brewery, the Boathouse Beer Company and Boozery, the Boiler Room Brew House, the Bold Mariner Brewing Company, the Booth Brewing Company, the Bottle House Brewery and Meadery, the Brew Brothers, I'm a soul man, the Brew Brothers, yeah, the Brew Brothers, Scioto Downs Racino, I'm a soul man, I don't know one song, the Brew Brothers El Dorado Hotel and Casino, the Brew Kettle, Tap Room and Smokehouse, the Brew Mentor, the Brew on Broadway, the B.O.B., the Brewer's Art, Old Line Brewery, the Brewer's Cabinet, the Brewer's Table, the Brewer's Collective, the Brewer of Nye Hill Farm, the Brewery at Bacchus, the Brewery at Hershey, the Brewery at Orange County Hops, the Brewery at the CIA. At the CIA? Whoa! The Brewery Bolsa Geist.
Sandwich!
Like, yo! Whoa! Yo, boy, extra jelly, here we go. The Brewery LBK, the Brewery of Broken Dreams. Oh, the Brewhouse. The Brewhouse, the Brewing Liar, the Brewing Project. It's still good. Hold it on the team. It's good. The Bronx Brewery, the Bunkhouse Brewery, the Cleveland Brewery, the Collective Brewing Project, the Common Beer Company. Why'd I choose this? The Courtyard Brewery, the Craft of Brewing, the Crossings, so sticky, the Crossings Restaurant and Brew Pub. No. The Dancing Fox, the Depot Craft Brewery Distillery, the Distant Whistle Brew House, the Dream Chasers Brewery, the 8th State Brewing Company, the Elizabeth Brewing Company, the Emporium Brewing Company, the Explorium Brew Pub, the Farm Brewery at Broad Run, the Farmhouse Brewery, the Fermentorium, the Filling Station Microbrewery, the Fox Brew Pub, the Free Folk Brewery, the Free House, the Glass Jug, the Good Shepherd's Brewing Company, the Grain Shed, the Grateful Gnome Sandwich Shop and Brewery, yeah! The Grocery Brew Pub, the Guardian Brewing Company. I'm so tired. The Harmony Inn, the Heavy Metal Brewing Company, yeah! The Hidden Mother Brewery, the Highway Brewing Company, the Hold by Revelry Brewing, the Hop Brewery, the Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project. What? Oh, the Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project. My mistake. The Jolly Scholar. I love reading. The Knickerbocker. New Holland Brewing. I'm a Knickerbocker. Da-da-da-da-da. New Holland Brewing. The Knuckle Brewing Company. The Kunst Lake Brewing Company. The Lab, the Laboratory Mill Brewery, the Laird Arcade Brewery, the Levy Bricks, the Levy Brewery and Pub, the Livery, the Lodge Restaurant Microbrewery, the Lone Grill Brewing Company, the Lone Wolf Brewing Company, the Lost Burrow Brewing Company, the Mac House Brew Pub, the Malai Kitchen, the Manhattan Project Beer Company, the Maple Grill, the Mammoth Fort Collins, the Mason Jar Brewing Company. Everyone got a mason jar. The Millworks Brewery, the Mitten Brewing Company, the Mitten Brewing Company, Saugatuck, the Mitten Brewing Company, Production Facility, the Naked River Brewing Company, the North Slope Brewing Company, the Norwich Inn Jasper Murdoch's Ale House, the Old Bakery Beer Company, the Old Mecklenburg Brewery, the Oozle Finch Craft Brewery, the Arthur Farm and Forge, the Other Side of the Moon, Jamestown. I want to drink from the Outlaw Brewing Company, the Peak Brewing Company, the Peddler, the People's Pint, Franklin County Brewing Company, the Perch Pub and Brewery. The Perch Pub and Brewery, the Browning, the Phoenix Ale Brewery, the Phoenix Brewing Company, the Phoenix on Westheimer, the Plains Brewing Company, the Portsmouth Brewery, the Post Brewing Company, the Post Brewing Company, the Poor Farm, the Proper Brewing Company, the Public Opinion, Option, the Public Option, the Rail Yard Brewing Company, the Rambling Root, the Rare Barrel, the Red Baron, the Reddington Beer Company, the Reading Beer Company, the Referend Beer Blendery, the Root Cellar, the Runway by Patrick,
No, the Russell House Restaurant. No, in brewery. The Russell House Restaurant in brewery. The Sanford Beverage Company Incorporated, DBA Steel Street Brewing. The Seymour Brewing Company, the Shop Beer Company, the SoCo Tap House, the Sour Note Brewing. Cheers! No, the St. George Brewing Company. No! The Star Spangled. Wait. It's still good. The Star Spangled Brew Company, the Station U Brew, the Sycamore Brew Cannery, the Sycamore Brewing Cannery, the Tank Brewing Company, the Tap Brewery, the Tap Brewing Company. Ha! Ha! Yeah! Thank you. The Tap Brewing Company. Thank you. The Vanguard Brew Pub and Distillery, the Vegetable Hunter. The Vegetable Hunter, the Vale Brewing Company, the Velo Fellow. The Viking Bracket Company. Cheers to the Vikings. The Village Corner, the Vincennes Brewing Company, the Vine N Hop Shop, the Virginia Beer Company, the Weed Reaper Experiment Brewery and Tap Room, the Wheel of Pisa Pub, the Whitechapel Projects, the Wild Rover Brewery, the Woodburn Brewery, the Woodlands at Sweetwater, the Wrecking Bar Brew Pub, Therapy Brewing is where I'm going after this. These Guys Brewing Company, Theme Brewing Company, Team Time and Wagner, Time and Wagner Brewery. Thimble Island Brewery, Thin Line Brewing Company, Thin Man Brewery, Third Base Brewery, Third Monk Brewing Company, Chatty Three Monks, Third Place Brewing, Third Space Brewing, Third Slate Brewing, Third Street Brewers, Third Street Brewhouse, Third Street Brewing, Third Wheel Brewing, Third Window Brewing, Thirsty Bro Brewing, Thirsty Dog. Oh, Thirsty Dog, I'm a mess. Thirsty Dog Brewing Company, Thirsty Farmer Brewers, Thirsty Monks, you keep chatting all the time. You monks, Thirsty Monk Pub Brewery, Thirsty Nomad Brewing, Thirsty Pagan Brewing Company, Thirsty Planet Brewing Company, Thirsty Souls Community Brewing, Thirsty Street Brewing, Thirsty Bear Organic Brewery. Ooh, watch out. Thomas Creek Brewery, Thomas Hooker Brewing Hartford, Thomas Hooker Brewing Bloomfield, Thompson Brewing Company, Tom Brewing Company, Thorn? Oh my goodness, Thorn Brewing Company, Thorn Street Brewery, Thorn Apple Brewing Company, Three Punks Ale, Three Wise Men Brewing Company, Threes Brewery, Three Barrel Brewing Company, Three Blondes Brewing, and I went outside. That's two non-blondes, that's not three. Three Bridges Brewing Company, Three Bridges Brewing Off the Wagon Brewery, Three Ball Brewing Company, Three Creeks Brewing Company, Three Floyd's Brewing Company, Three Folks Bakery and Brewing Company, Three Forks. What? Three Forks Bakery and Brewing Company, Three Heads Brewing, Three Huskies Brewing and Dauber's Grill. Dobby. Oh my goodness gracious. Three Magnets Brewing, 3 Mile Brewing Company, Three Mugs, 1, 2, 3 Mugs Brewing Company, Three Notched Brewing Company, Charlottesville, Three Notched Brewing Company, Roanoke, Three Notched RVA Collab House, Three Notched Valley Collab House, 3 Points Urban Brewery, Three Rings Brewery, Three Rivers Brewing Company, Three Rivers Erie and Brewery, oh, peanut butter. 3 Stacks in a Rock Brewing Company, 3 Taverns Craft Brewery, 3 Tigers Brewing Company, 320 Brewing Company, 3 Weavers Brewing Company. I can't breathe. Threes Brewing, Threshers Brewing Company, Threshold Brewing and Blending, Throwback Brewery, Thumb Knuckle Brewing Company, Thunder Cannon Brewing, Thunder Cannon Brewery, Thunder Island Brewing, Thunderhawk Ailments, Thunderhead Brewing Company, Tibbs Brewing Company, Tie and Timber Beer Company, Tiger Town Brewing Company, Tide Lines Pub, Tidehead Brewing Company, Tilt Works Brewhouses and Casino, Tilted Axis Brewing Company, Tilted Barn Brewery, Tilted Match Brewery, Tilted Brothers Brewing, Tim's Pumpkin Patch, Timber Creek Tap and Table, Timber Monster Brewing Company, Timber Yard Brewing Company, and Timbuck Brew. Timbuck Brew. Timbuck Brew, Timeless Pints Brewing Company, Tim Nath Beer Works, Tim Bridge Brewing, Tin Cannon Brewing Company, Tin Dog Brewing, Tin Lizard Brewing Company, Tin Man Brewing, Kokomo, Pan and Kokomo, Tin Mill Brewing Company, Tin Roof Brewing Company, Tin Whiskers Brewing, Tiny Tim's Pizza, West Mountain Brewery, Tiny Wolf, the Tiny Wolf. Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company. Sequoia! Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company. Tired hands. These hands are tired. Covered in peanut butter. Brewing Company. Titanic Brewing Company. It'll never break. Titletown Brewing Company. Tivoli Brewing Company. TKO. Libations. That's what TKO. Tashare Brewing Company. Toasted Bale Brewery. Tobacco Road Brewery. Tobacco Wood Brewing Company. Toll Road Brewing Company, Toltec Brewing Company, Tom's Urban Kitchen and Brewery, Tombstone Brewing Company, Tomfoolery Brewing, Tommy Naka Brewery and Pub. Come here, Tommy Naka, Tomoka Brewing Company, Tonewood Brewing, Tonopath Brewing Company, Tootsie's Brewery, Lone Oak Vineyard, Top Frog Brewery, Top of the Hill Restaurant and Brewery, Top Run Brewing Company, Topa Brewing Company. Toppling Goliath Brewing Company, Topsy's Fog Hog Brew House, Torch and Crown Brewing Company, Torch Top Brewing Company, Tor Brewery, Tom Label Brewing Company, Tom Label Brewing Company, Toro Creek Brewing Company, Torrent Brewing Company, Tortugo Brewing Company, Tower Brewing, Tower Hill Brewery, Tower Branch Distillery, Town Brewing Company, Town Park Brewing Company, Townies Brewery, Township 7 Brewing Company, Tox Brewing Company, Cheers Toxic Brew Company, Toy Soldier, Track 7 Brewing Company, Curtis Park, Track 7 Brewing Company, Nat Thomas. Tractor Brewing Company, Tractor Lift Brewery, Trade Brewing, Traders Brewing Company, Tradesmen Brewing Company, Tradition Brewing Company, Traffic Jam and Snug. Trail Point Brewing Company, Trailhead Brewing Company, Trails to Ales Brewery. Who's that? Transient Artisan Ales, Transmitter Brewing, I'm hearing things. Transplant City Beer Company, Transplants Brewing Company, Transport Brewery, Trapdoor, wow! Trapdoor, Trap Rock Brewing Company, Trap Rock Restaurant and Brewery, Trapezium Brewing Company, Treehouse Brewery, Trek to boldly go where never beer's gone, Treppenhaus Brewing, Tri-City Brewing Company, Tribe Beer Brewery and Tap Room on Front Street, Tribe Beer Company, Tribus Beer Company, Tributary Brewing Company, Tributary Brewing Company, Cheers Tribute Brewing Company, Triceratops Brewing, Tricksters Brewing Company, Trillium Brewing 4 Point, Trim Tab Brewing, Trinity Brewhouse, Trinity Brewing, Triple Root Zealand, Triple Root Holland, Triple N Brewing, Trip Hammer Beer Works, 777 Restaurant and Brewery at Main Street Station, Triple C Brewing, Triple C Crossing Brewing, no, Triple Crossing Brewing Company, whoa, Triple Crossing Brewing Company, Triple Dog Brewing Company, Triple J Chop House and Brew Company, Triple R Brewing, Triple Rock Brewery and Ale House, Triple Rock Brewery and Ale House, Drake's Brewing, The Six, Triple Voodoo Brewing Company, Triple Horn Brewing Company, Tripping Animals Brewing Company, Triptych Brewing, Triskelion Brewing Company, Triton Brewing Company, Triumph Brewing Company of New Hope, Triumph Brewing Company of Princeton, Trogs Brewing Company, Trollingwood Taproom and Brewery, Troon Brewing Trophy, Brewing Company, Trout River, Troy City, Trouble, Truckee, True Anomaly, True North Ale, True Respite Brewing Company, Cheers, True Symmetry Brewing Company, True Vine Brewing Company, True West Brewing Company, Trumer Brewery, Trustworthy Brewing Company, Trustworthy Brewing Company, Trusty Brewing Company, Truth or Consequence Brewing Company, TRVE Brewing Company, TRVE Brewing Company, The Acid Temple, TT's Old Iron, this is like TT's Old Iron Brewery. Keep going, Tuckahoe Brewing Company, Tucked Away Brewing, Tucker Brewing Company, Tucker Man Brewing Company, ASMR, right? Two Jacks Tavern, Tumbledown Brewing, Tumbleroot Brewery and Distillery, Tumbleweed Brewing and Wine Company, Ton Tavern Brewing and Restaurant, Tuned Up Brewing Company, Tunnel Vision Brewery, Tops Brewery, Torgua Brewing Company, Turkey Hill Brewing Company Pub, Turnigan Brewing, Turning Page Farm, Turning Point Beer, Turtle Anarchy Brewing Company, Turtle Mountain Brewing Company, Turtle Stack Brewery, Tustin Brewing Company, Twain's Brew Pub and Billiards. Thank you. 12 String Brewing Company. I got a napkin, please. 28 West Brewing. I should have asked that a long time ago. 20 Below Brewing at 20 Tap. 26 Acres Brewing Company, Twin Creeks Brewing Company, Twin Elder Brewery, Twin Elephant Brewing Company, Twin Lakes Brewing Company, Twin Leaf Brewery, Twin Oaks Brewing, Twin Peaks Brewery, Twin Sisters Brewing Company, Twin Pansy Brewing Company, Twisted Acre Brewery, Twisted Barley Brewing Company, Twisted Vine Beer Company, Twisted Cypress Brewing Company, Twisted Hippo, Twisted Pine Brewing Company, Twisted Rail Brewing Company, Twisted Roots Brewing, Twisted Spike Brewing Company, Twisted Spur Brewing, Twisted Trunk Brewing Company, Twisted Vine Brewery, Twisted X Brewing Company, Two Bandits Brewing Company, Two Beagles Brew Pub, Two Beers Brewing Company. Thank you. Woo! Two Beers Brew Pub, Two Blokes Brewing Company, Two Brothers Brewing Company, Two Brothers Scottsdale Tap House and Brewery, Two Docks Brewing Company, Two Frogs Brewing Company, Two Goats Brewing, Two Grants Brewing, Two Henrys Brewing, Two Monks Brewing, and chatting, I bet. Two Pitchers Brewing Company, Two Plumbers Brewery and Arcade, Two Rascals Brewing Company, Two Rivers Brewing Company, Two Roads Brewing Company, Two Ties Brewing Company, Two Ton Brewing, 2 Weeks Notice Brewing Company. Yo, you better get fired. Your 2 weeks notice is up. Two Wheel Brewing Company, Two Shy Brewing Company, Two 22 Brew, Two Deep Brewing, Two Gas Brewing, Tyrannana Brewing Company. I can't even do it. U4IC Brewing Company, Incorporated. Euphoric Brewing Incorporated. Uber Brew, you brew, Nano Brewery. We brew, you brew, we all brew for you brews. You, Winita, Uinta Brewing Company, Ukiah Brewing Company, Ulele Spring Brewery, Uncle Bear's Brewery, Uncle Billy's Brewery, Uncle Buck's Brewery and Steakhouse, Uncommon Brewers, Uncommon Loon Brewing Company, Uncultured Ales, Under Pressure, Under the Radar Brewery, Underground Brewing, Ane, 1 year. Brewery, that's French. Unified Beer Works, Union 32 Craft House, Union Barrel Works, Union Bear Brewing Company, Union Brewing, Union Collective, Union Craft Brewing, Union Pizza and Brewing Company, Union Station Brewery, Uniontown Brewing Company, University of New Hampshire Brewery. I'm doing some origami while I'm doing this. Unknown Brewing Company, Unlawful Assembly Brewing Company, Unmapped Brewing Company, Unmuley Brewing Company, Unsung Brewing Company, Unsung Brewing Company, Tap Room, Untied Brewing Company, Untold Brewing, Upcountry Brewing, Upland Brewing Company, Bloomington Brew Pub, Upper Hand Brewery, Upper Pass Beer Company, Upper Brewing Company, Uproar Brewing, Upside Brewing, Upslope Brewing Company, Flatiron Park, Upslope Brewing Company, Lee Hill, Upstate Brewing Company, Upstream Brewing Company #1, Upstream Brewing Company #1, Uptown Brewing Company, Uptown Market Brewing, Urban Artifact, Urban Chestnut Brewing Company, it's a crane, Urban Family Brewing, Urban Growler Brewing Company, Urban Harvest Brewing Company, Urban Renewal Brewery, Urban Roots Brewing, Urban Stout Brewery, Urban Village Brewing Company, Urban Vines Winery and Brewery, Urban Rest Brewing Company, Urge Gastropub and Common, House Mason Ale Works, Ursa Minor Brewing, Ursula Brewery, U.S. Beer Brewers at the Cellar Door, Utah Brewers Cooperative, Utah Brewing Company, Utah Pills Brewing Company, Utility Brewing Company, UTOG, UTOG Brewing Company, V-Twin Brewing Company, V's Restaurant and Brew Pub, Vagabond Brewing, Vale Brewing Company, Vale Village Pilot and Tasting Room, Valcool Brewing Company, Valhalla Brewing Company, Valhall Brewing Company, Valkyrie Brewing, Valentine's Valkyrie Brewing, Valentine's Brewing Company, Valley Brewing Stockton, Valley Brewing Yakima, Valley Brewing, Valley House Brewing, Valley River Brewery and Eatery, Valley Vineyards Winery and Cellar, Dweller Brewing, Valor Brew Pub, Vanderbrew, Vandermill, Vanessa. Vanessa House Beer Company, man. Vanguard Brewing Company. Vanish Farms Brewery, Vanish Valley Brewing Company, Variant Brewing Company, Varietal Beer Company, Basin Brewing Company, Vashon Brewing, Vault Brewing Company, Vicino Brewing, Vicino Brewing, Venn Brewing Company, the Venn diagram of beers, Venture Brew Company, Ventura Coast Brewing Company, Voracious Brewing Company, Verboten Brewing, Bad Brewing Company, Vermont Pub and Brewery, Vernacular, Vernal Brewing Company, Versailles, Brewing Company, Vertigo, Vertigo Brewing, Very Nice Brewing Company, Vessel Ales and Tap House, Veteran Brew House, Veteran Brothers Brewing Company, Veterans United Craft Brewery, Vice Brewing Company, Vice District Tap Room, Vicious Fishes Brewery, Victor 23 Craft Brewery, Victory Brewing, Downington, Victory Brewing, Parksburg, Victory Brewing Company, Kennett Square, Veerling Restaurant and Marquette Harbor Brewery, Viewpoint Brewing Company, Viking Brew Pub, Village Idiot Brewing Company, Village Vintner Winery and Brewery, Vine Park Brewing Company, Vine Street Pub and Brewery, Vino's Brew Pub, Vintage Brewing Madison, Vintage Brewing Sauk City, Vinyl Brewing Company, Virant Family Winery, Black Angus Brewery, Virginia City Brewery and Tap House. Cheers! This Major Brewing Company, Vision Quest Brewing Company, Vista Brewing, Vitamin C Brewing. That's SEA, Vitamin C Brewing. Visla Brewing, Volunteer Brewing Company. Von Ebert Brewing Company, 2 thumbs up. Von Jacob Winery, Von Scheidt Brewing Company. Von Trapp Brewing. The hills are alive in the sound of beer. Von Sates Theoretic Ales. Voodoo Brewing Company, Vortex Alley Brewery, Voyageur Brewing Company, Waybosh Brewing, Wabasha Brewing Company, Watchaset Brewing Company, Wacker Brewing Company, Wackonia Brewing Company, Waddell's Brewing Company, Wadsworth Brewing Company, Wackadoodle Brewing, Wages Brewing Company, Wagner Valley, Wagner Valley Brewing Company, Waikiki Brewing Company, Kakakao Co, no, What's up?
Who knows?
Who knows? Waikiki Brewing Company, Kakako, Wakarusa Brewing Company, Wake Brewing, Waldman Brewery, Walkabout Brewing Company, Walking Bean Brewing Company, Walking Man Brewing Company, Walking Tree Brewery. What's a Walking Tree? Wallace Brewing Company, the answer over all the Wallace Brewing Company, Waldorf Brew Pub and Bistro. I was gonna grab a cigar, but I grabbed something else. Walnut Popek Brewing Company, Walnut River Brewing Company, Walter Station Brewery, Walter's Brewery and Tap Room, Walton Mountain Brewing Company, Waltz Brewing, Wander Brewing, Wandering Griffin, Wandering Hop Brewery, Wandering Soul, that's me, Wandering Star Brewing Company, Wanderlinger Brewing Company, Wanderlust Brewing Company, War Flag Brewing Company, War Horse Brewing Company, it's a puppet horse, War Streets Brewery, War Watcher Brewery, Ward House Brewery, Ware-Daka Brewing Company, Warehouse, Gourmet Bistro and Brew Pub, Warfield Distillery and Brewery, Warped Wing Brewing Company, Wartaker Brewing.
7,000!
Yes! Wartaker Brewing, Wasatch Brew Pub, Park City, Wasatch Brew Pub, Sugar House, Washington Brewing Company, Wasser Brewing Company, Wasserhunt Brewing Company, Water Buffalo Brewery, Water Street Brewery, Milwaukee, Water Street Brewery, Grafton, Water Street Brewery, Lake County, Water Street Brewery, Oak Creek, Water Street Brewing, Binghamton, Walters, and Brewery, Waterfront Brewery, Waterline Brewing Company, Waterman's Brewing Company. Cheers to the Waterman's Brewing Company, Watermark Brewing Company, Water Tower Estates Winery and Brewery, Watertown Brewing Company, Waterville Brewing Company, Watts Brewing Company, Wavelength Brewing Company, Waverly Brewing Company, Wax Wings Brewing Company. He flew to Ivanstone and he crashed down. Wax Wings, Wayfinder Beer, Waypost Brewing Company, Wayzata Brewworks, Weasel Boy, Weathered Ground Brewery, Weathered Souls Brewing Company, Weeby Brewing Company, Wedge Brewing Company, Wedgwood Brewing Company, Weeping Radish Farm. Weeping Radish Farm Brewery. Welcome Home Brewery. Weldworks Brewing Company. Weldworks. Well 80 Brewing Company. Well Crafted Beer Company. Wellhead Restaurant Brew Pub. Wellsboro House. Well Spent Brewing Company. Wellsville Brewing Company. Welltown Brewing. Whelpman Springs Brewing Company. Wenatchee Valley Brewing Company. Workforce Brewing Company. Werner Brewing Company, West Coast Grocery Company. What's up? West Flanders Brewing Company, West Kill Brewing Company, West Obeah, West Palm Beach Brewery and Wine Vault, West Seattle Brewing Company, West Shore Brewing Company, West Side Brewing Company, there you go, come on. West Sticks Brewing Company, West Sticks Barn, West Sticks Green Room, West Stallion Brewing Company, West Bend Winery and Brewery, Westbound and Down Brewing Company, Westbrook Brewing Company, Triple Doubles, Western Collective Beer, Western Pennsylvania Brewing Company, Western Red Brewing, Westfax Brewing Company, Westfield River Brewing Company, West Hampton Breach Brewing Company, Westlake Brewing and Libation, West Lane Brewing, Westminster Brewing Company, Weston Brewing Company, O'Malley's Pub, Westtown Brew Works, Westville Brewery, Westwood Brewing, Wet City Brewery, Wet Coast Brewing Company, Wet Dog Cafe and Brewery, Wet Ticket Brewing, Wet Ticket Please, Weyerbacker Brewing Company, Whalers Brewing Company, I have a whale, Wolf Hill Brewing, What's a Brewing? What's a Brewing? Wheeling Brewing Company, Whetstone Craft Beers at Whetstone Station, Witchcraft Brews, Weiner Beer Company, Whipsaw Brewing Company, Whiskey Hill Brewing, Whisper Creek, Whisper, Kitchen and Brewery, Whistle Hop Brewing Company, Whistle Pig Brewing Company, Whistle Punk Brewing Company, Whistling Springs Brewing Company, Dark Hills Brewery, White
White Birch Brewing, White Bluffs Brewing, White Dog Brewing Boise, White Dog Brewing Boise, White Dog Brewing Company, White Elephant Beer Company, White Elm Brewing Company, White Flame Brewing Company, White Labs Kitchen and Tap, White Labs Tasting Room, White Marsh Brewing Company, Red Brick Station, White Mountain Brewing Company, White Oak Brewing, White River Brewing Company, White Rock Ale House and Brewery, White Rock Vineyards and Winery, White Shutter Winery and Brewery, White Squirrel Brewery, White Street Brewing Company, White Street Company Production Facility, White Horse Brewing, White Stone Brewery, White Hall Brewing Company, Whole Foods Market Brewing Company, Whole Foods Market Brewing Company, Floodcraft Brewing, Wibby Brewing, Wichita Brewing Company and Pizzeria, Wichita Brewing Company and Pizzeria, Wichita Brewing and Company Production, Wichita Falls Brewing Company, Wicked Barley Brewing Company, Wicked Boxer Brewing Company, Wicked Teton Brewing, Wicked Wart Brewing Company, Wicks Brewing Company, Wide Awake Brewing Company, Widowmaker Brewing, Wiedemann Brewing Company, Weens Brewing Company, Wild Ace Pizza and Pub, Wild Acre Brewing Company, Wild Barrel Brewing Company, Wild Blue Yonder Brewing Company, Wild Bund, Wild Heaven Craft Beers, Wild Leap Brewing Company, Wild Mind Artisan Ales, Wild Onion Brewing Company, Wild Ride Brewing, Wild River Brewing and Pizza Company, Wild River Brewing and Pizza Company, Grants Pass, Wild Side Brewing Company, Wild Tonic, Good Omen Bottling, Wild Water. Woo! Wild Water, Wild Wolf Brewing Company, Cheers, Wild Wolves Brewery, Wild Card Brewing Company, Wild Edge Brewing Collective, Wildlife Brewing, Wild Man Dan Brewery, Wild Man Dan Beer Centric B&B, Wild Rose Brewing Company, Wildwood Brewing Company. Cheers to you, Wild A Roots Brewing Company, Wild County Brewing Company. Wild Roots Brewing Company, Will County Brewing Company, Willapa Brewing Company, Willimantic Brewing Company, and Main Street Cafe, Willoughby Brewing Company, Willow Rock Brewing Company. Cheers to the Willow Spring Brewery, the Lightwell, Willow's Family Ales, Wilmington Brew Works, Wilmington Brewing Company, Quiet, Wiltsey's Brew Pub and Family Restaurant, Wimberley Brewing Company and Brewster's Pizza, Winchester Brew Works, Wind River Brewing Company, WI, I don't know what state that is anymore. Windfall Brewing Company, Windmill Brewing, Windy Brew, Wingman Brewers, Wing Walker Brewing, Winter Hill Brewing Company, Wiretap Brewing Company, we've got them, sir. Wisconsin Brewing Company, Wisconsin Dells Brewing Company, Wise Man Brewing once said, Wise Acre Brewing Company, Wishville Acres Farm Brewery, Wissahickon Brewing Company, Wits End Brewing Company, Witch's Hat Brewing, Witch Doctor Brewing Company, William Roche Brewing Company, Wolf Branch Brewing Company, Wolf Creek Brewery, Wolf Hills Brewing Company, Wolf Hollow Brewing Company. That's not a wolf. Wolf Tree Brewery, Wolf's Ridge Brewing. What does a wolf sound like? Wolf Den Brewing Company. That's not a wolf. What does a wolf sound like? Wolverine State Brewing Company, Wolves and People Farmhouse Brewery. What does a wolf sound like? Oh, that's what a wolf. There it is. Thank you. Wonderland Brewing Company, Woodville Brewery, Wood Kettle Brewing, Woodridge Farm Brewery, Woodbury Brewing Company, Woodcock Brothers Brewing, Wood Creek Brewing Company, Wooden Bear Brewing Company, Wooden Cast Brewing Company, Wooden Hill Brewing Company, Wooden Legs Brewing Company, Wooden Robot. Wood Ford Brewing Company, Wood Grain Brewing Company, Woodhouse Blending and Brewing, Woodland Empire Hillcraft, Woodland Farm Brewery, Woodland Farms Brewery, Woodman's Brewery, Woods Bar Brewery, Woods Beer Company, Woods Boss Brewing Company, Woods Cerveceria, Woodstock Brewhouse, Woodstock Brewing, Woodstock Inn Brewery, Woodward Avenue Brewers, Woodwright Brewing Company, Woody's Brewery, Woolly Pig Farm Brewery, Wops Hops Brewing Company, Workhorse Brewing Company, Working Class Brewery, Working Draft Beer Company, Working Man Brewing Company, Workshop Brewing Company, World's End Brewing Company, Cheers to the Wormtown Brewery, Warthog Brewing Company, Worth Brewing Company, Worthy Brewing Company, Wrecking Crew Brew Works, Red House Brewing Company, Wrightsville Beach Brewery, Wrong Crowd Beer Company, WT Brews, Windridge Farm Brewing, Wind Coop Brewing Company, Why Old, We Old West, Why Old West, WY Old West Brewing Company, Shisha Brewing Company, Shisha! Zika! Zimmix Craft Exploration, Y Bridge Brewing Company, Yachats,
Yachats Brewing, Yakima Craft Brewing Company, Yakima Valley Hops, Yale Terrace Brewery, Yellow Brucia Brewing Company, Yampa Valley Brewing Company, Yancey's Gastropub Brewery, Yankee Tank Brewing Company, Yard Owl, Cuckoo Craft Brewery, Cuckoo, it's not an owl, owls don't make that sound, Yards Brewing Company, Yazoo, I'm not trying to do a yazoo, that's a kazoo, what's a yazoo? Nothing, Ye Old Brothers Brewery, Yeast of Eden, Yeast of Eden! Cheers, Yeast of Eden. Oh, that's good. Yeehaw Brewing, Greenville. Yeehaw Brewing, Johnson City. Yellow Bridge Brewing Company. Yellow Spring Brewery. Yellow Sun Brewing Company. It's not yellow, that's what I used when I was in school. Yellow Hammer Brewery. Yellowstone Valley Brewing Company. Yogi Brewing. Yes, Brewing, yes, Yeti. I'm a Yeti restaurant. York, I'm York Brewing Company. Yellow Brewing Company. Yonkers, welcome down to Yonkers Brewing Company. York Beach Beer Company. York Chester Brewing Company. York Holo Brewing Company. Yorkshire Square Brewing Company. Young Buck Brewing, Young Lion Brewing Company. Young Lion. Young Veterans Brewing Company. Zach's Brewing Company. Zoftig Brewing Company. Zambaldi Beer. Hello, it's me, Zambaldi. Zebulon Artisan Ales. Zed's Beer, Beto Brewing. Zephyr Hills Bowling Brewing Company. Zero Gravity Craft Brewery. 01 Ales House. 0 Day Brewing Company. Zilka Brewing Company. Zinacoa Beer Company. Zion Canyon Brewing Company. Zipline Brewing Company! Woo! Zoigle House Brewing Company. Zone 9 Brewing Company. Zorn, I am General Zorn of the Brewworks. Zorn Brewworks. Zombie, that's some beer right here. Zumbeer. Okay, Zuni Street Brewing Company. Zirk Brauhaus. Good to meet you. My name is Zirk Brauhaus. Zwanzigs Brewing. Zwei Brewing. Zwei Brewing. Zydeco Brewworks. Zymercucy Beer Company. Zymergy?
Yeah!
Zymergy Brewworks. Zymergy Brewing. We did it. Okay, well, I did it. But you guys watched, so cheers to us independent beer-loving people. Yoo-hoo!